We live. See if I can find this on my end so I can pull up the dashboard. Live right now. Look at that. Live control room. Let me pull this up. Sick. We are live. Let me get a tweet out. Let me get a tweet out and say that we are live. Put this out like this. Let me get a link to add to the tweet. Let's post that up. How we doing today, chat? How's everyone doing? I have not really streamed on YouTube, but I'm excited to be live for this, so I think this can be really fun. I think this is going to be a good time. I'm also going to go up on TikTok to see if we can get some viewers over there on TikTok, see if some of the people want to hang out, you know. Let me put the audio on here for this.
Setting the pace in some of these games. I mean, they are one of the most aggressive teams we have in the league right now. I can't wait to see them moving forward, going against some of the teams that are tailing them a little bit closer in the standings.
Journey dropped to 40.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Tuzan? FaZe aren't losing, but you think LAG are heavily slept on? Yeah, I mean, FaZe, I don't see them losing either, but LAG does look solid. I do think they're actually going to be a top 8 team this year, for sure. They look really good. Let me see if I can get TikTok going here. Let me know how the audio sounds, if my mic sounds good, the stream in the background sounds good. If I need to change any volume or anything like that, I can gladly do that. Let me get this going. Losing close matches to good teams. Yeah, I mean, that kind of seems like what's probably going to happen with LAG this year, but we'll see. I mean, they look like they can be good.
The studio, and now that we are settling here in Florida, in Miami, I mean, it's just so easy for us to like go every day to the office, like work together,
Let me get how do I put this on?
Our playstyle game is very similar to how we live here. Like we are all like very, like we are together a lot of the time. We know a lot about each other, and we have a lot of confidence between us. So
gotta try and get this this TikTok chat up, but I am struggling with TikTok live thing right now. Give me this. Need to download my thing, transparent background. But how are we doing today? How's everyone doing? Today's Friday. The matches are finally back. Thank God. It was a long break. It was a super long break, but I'm so glad matches are back. Wasn't much to talk about, much to post. LAG, our dark horse team. I agree, Brennan. I agree. I think LAG, I feel like we're going to see a lot of people start giving them that respect pretty soon here. I think they're dark horse right now, but I bet you by the time Major 1 rolls around, a lot of people are going to be saying like they could be a team to make a run. So I think we're going to be surprised with LAG.
You went to game 5 against LAG. Optic took you to a game 5 before your 3-0 over Legion.
TikTok is almost up. Let's see if that go there, we go there. There we go.
And that's exactly what you have with the New York subliners. You know, this is a team that has Sib and Hydra on it. They're going to be good at respawn.
Finally gonna get TikTok to go live. My gosh, fighting with my phone today.
But the search and destroy, they've been winning their round 11s in the clutch situations I just told you versus LAG. They were man down and they were winning those moments. So for New York subliners,
who do I think is the most disappointing team so far? I would probably say maybe LA Thieves. As a Thieves fan, I had high expectations for them. I thought like they looked like they could be pretty good. So I'm going to say maybe LA Thieves for me, but I also thought Boston would be a little bit better. Obviously, they looked good in their last match, but they, you know, they were struggling before that, so probably one of those. All right, let's go live here on TikTok as well. What are my match takes for today? Here, I can pull it up for us. I can get my match takes pulled up. Let me open up the pick'ems real quick. These are my picks for today on screen. So I got FaZe 3-1, Ultra 3-1, Subliners 3-0. So maybe a quicker day. I guess we'll see. But I think this is like a pretty fair prediction. I think LAG is good. I think they can get a map. Surge, I also think is another good team, but I think Toronto bounces back. But this one's definitely up in the air. I could see Surge getting the win today. Yo, what's up, Preston? How we doing? How we doing, Preston? Are you excited for some matches today? Because I'm excited. You want at least one of the games to go 5? Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, Oscar. I hope one of them goes 5. I think Ultra Surge is probably our best option for to go 5, but obviously you got 3 of the top 4 teams playing in the series today. You thought Thieves would be better? You think Rocker definitely most disappointing? Yeah, Rocker are disappointing too. They haven't won anything yet, which is unfortunate. They hopefully they can get a win. I mean, you can see my predictions here. My camera's kind of blocking it, but I do think Rocker might be able to take down Ravens over here, but I guess we'll see. How we doing, everybody? YouTube, TikTok, we got both live. We're watching the CDL matches. Gameplay on YouTube, because I can't show gameplay on TikTok because we are YouTube exclusive, obviously, for the CDL. Surge and Miami are surprisingly fun to watch. Most people thought they'd for sure be bottom 4 teams. I definitely think that they're fun to watch. Miami's really fun to watch because their teamwork is incredible. I think they're a fun team. Illy is on his MVP shit for sure. Illy has been playing really, really well. Illy has been playing really, really well, so I'm excited to see what Illy can do. All right, let's put this back on. Anyone going to be at Major 1? We got anyone who's going to Major 1 in either of these chats? I personally am not going to Major 1, but I'm wondering if any of you guys are going. Who do I think is going to win Major 1? FaZe or Optic are on my initial thoughts right now. I think they both look really good. TikTok chat, how we doing? How's everyone doing over here on TikTok? I got TikTok here. I got YouTube here. We're live on both right now, so feel free to hang out in either chat. I am going to do my best to read both. You picked Illy on your fantasy team. Yeah, Illy's a good pickup for fantasy this year, for sure. I'm going to crack open a fresh Juvie. We got that blue Raz. You know, we got 3 matches today. Keep the energy up while we chat and streams. Shout out Juvie. Not sponsored or anything, but I do very much enjoy Juvie. I drink it pretty much every day. Tej on Carolina, they're going to win Major 1 now. Maybe. Maybe. I do think Tej is solid, but... Also, can we talk about this intro for FaZe?
I haven't planned.
I'm sorry. It's just like... I don't think Jaraz is going to be an actor. I do not think Jaraz will be an actor. How we doing, everybody? How's chats doing? TikTok, YouTube, how's everybody's day going? It is Friday. It is Friday. Finally. You took Purge, too, not knowing how he'd be, and so far he's not looking great. Yeah, Purge has looked good in SND, but he has not looked good in Respawn, unfortunately. So hopefully he can turn it around. Yo, what up, Jose? Yeah, we're watching the COD CDL matches, the Pro League, but the gameplay is only on YouTube because the league is YouTube exclusive. So I can't show gameplay.
Shout out to all the FaZe
Who wants to play COD? Yeah, somebody go play COD with Savo. Can I put it louder? I can put it louder. Let me try that. Let me know how that is, Oscar. If you need it louder, I can put that even louder as well. But let me know how the audio sounds.
That they're extremely intelligent players as well. I feel like when a lot of people talk about Atlanta FaZe, they're like, oh,
we got FaZe versus LAG first match of the day. I'm definitely excited for this one. I think this one could be good. I think LAG is definitely a team that can give FaZe a run for their money, but yeah. Is YouTube where you're showing the gameplay? Yes, Savo. So I can't show gameplay on TikTok. I can only show it on YouTube. So if you want to watch, my YouTube's Jake Maverick, or you can click on my profile and go that way. But that's where we got the gameplay for the stream going on.
So they're bouncing off each other well so far.
The plan is coming to fruition here, Ali. As we
Yeah, Tuzan, I'd say that's probably accurate. I would say we'll probably have to wait
Just keep being the best
until
team in the game. I mean, that's basically what this
Major
is lining up
2-ish.
for.
Maybe even
Double
after
his
Major
hardpoint
1, it'll be
momentum,
easier to
and
say
Get
who's
Draws
good
going
and who's
in
bad.
He does have a .55 right now.
I turned it up again,
Destroy.
Oscar. Let me know what you
They're
think.
still
I
winning
turned it up
those
on the
S&Ds,
YouTube stream
right?
this
So
time
for
rather
Drowsy,
than in
he just needs to
OBS.
find his
I
rhythm,
should definitely
like
make it
Ian
louder,
touched
but
on.
just let me
He's
know
been
if
very
it's
vocal
too
with
loud
me.
or
I feel like
my
we
voice
met
isn't
Liston
loud enough,
last
that
time.
sort of
It
thing.
slowly felt like Atlanta FaZe comms were getting cleaner and cleaner with somebody kind of directing the traffic. So I'm excited to see what work they did in the offseason.
All right, Atlanta FaZe, the heavy favorites coming in here. LAG, though, they just pulled off an upset.
It's
over
pretty good.
LA
All right, cool.
Thieves,
Thank you,
and
Oscar. I
Gorillas,
appreciate it.
well, they're looking to take down a juggernaut. They've been close.
Optic winning champs this year? Yeah, Bob, they could win champs, man. I think it's possible. I do think it's very possible for them to win champs.
Well, you bring up Estrio. This is a
They,
guy that started off as a search and destroy.
They look really good. I mean, we're only through a
for
couple
him, he's gotta get
matches,
going,
but they look really good.
Has been particularly great in that game.
FaZe
I mean, we talked
3-0.
about the crotch
FaZe
that
could
they
3-0.
had. It was
They could
popping
3-0.
off
I had
on
3-1.
that
Oh,
few
no, okay, you
points.
switched it to
He was
3-1.
91 picking up streaks.
Yeah,
So
I could
if
see
he can get
them
that ball
3-1-ing it,
Estrio,
for sure.
especially in those opening duels that
That's
we
what I
know
have
he's gonna get
personally,
with
so.
them easy, that could be a game changer in this one.
And when it
Yo,
comes to
Bob,
percentage
thank you for following me to
pregame for the
TikTok. I
LAG,
appreciate
mean,
that.
It's the complete opposite of Atlanta FaZe, right? Where Atlanta was probably first and second and everything.
What do they got
LAG
here for the
LAG,
pregame
they're
stuff?
last and everything else. So for them, it's just about what work they kind of put into work.
I'm
their
excited to watch this
defense. I mean,
LAG
I'm
match
looking at
because I
Diamond
think
Con right now,
LAG
he's
is a
got 1.07
team
overall. That's
that,
the best on LAG right
obviously
now.
Diamond Con and
I find
Assault
that
have
to
looked
be a little
really
bit
good so
unacceptable,
far.
especially when you have a veteran
Estriol's looked
world champion
okay,
like
and
Saul
Fame has had
Wilson.
only
So
one
for
series
LAG,
where it really
this is
popped
definitely
off.
gonna be a
I
proven
think it's going to
series.
be,
Well, we know both teams have
if they can
pretty
get some
solid
good
coaches at
momentum
the helm.
against
Let's
this
take a
FaZe
look
team,
at the
I think we
maps
might
and
see a
modes
game
that
5.
these two decided
But it's
to
going to be
play
pretty
on.
interesting.
Sub-base Karachi, a double dose of
Yeah,
motivation
Bob,
and
Optic
high
plays
rise.
last
This
match
was risky.
tomorrow
This was
versus
risky for LAG.
Legion,
I know
right?
Sub
It's
Base
Legion
is
I think
their
they're playing.
only strong hard point right now, but for a team like Atlanta FaZe to put Simp and Abizi on that map, the fact that they let it through knowing it's LAG's best hard point, I'm wondering if this is going to be a test for them. And then also in that middle, the Karachi invasion, also Atlanta FaZe's preferred
I can't wait
map.
to
So
see,
for LAG, they're going to have to pull out something
See what
special.
happens
Ooh,
with this.
Sub-base is kicking things off here in week 3. It's
That map
got
is-
me all
that map is
kinds
hell,
of
bro.
excited.
Trying to
and
look
I'm
at
told
Twitter,
this
my
match
second
is
monitor is
about
kinda
ready to
blocked.
go. So let's get right into the predictions, and I'll go first here.
Yo,
ladies
thank you,
and gentlemen.
Savo.
Chat.
Yeah, I saw you
How many
in
of
the
you
TikTok.
picked
Thanks
with
for
me?
coming
I'll
around
go
to the
right
YouTube. I
Atlanta
appreciate that.
FaZe.
I'm also going
I'm
with
glad you
my
like the community,
red
man. The
side
community is all
Atlanta
just the people that are in
I'm
here.
going
I'm
with
just
FaZe. I don't think it's gonna be, like,
the one
super
kind of
easy.
on the screen
And the
letting you
fans
guys
so
all,
far have
I'll have a
tied
place
me
to
and Alley
chat.
Cat with a better
FaZe are
record.
choke
They're
artists in
all
close games. I
going
hate watching them in
Atlanta.
Vanguard.
FaZe nameless does
Yeah,
not
they
have a
definitely
chance to
weren't
catch
great.
up.
All the analysts have FaZe for this
Remember,
one.
though, if you didn't get your voice heard there on that pick'em, you can still get your picks in right now. It's your last chance, so scan that
Can't believe
QR
Donnie
code
ain't in the
before
league.
these games kick
Yeah,
off.
I think
Because it's
I think we'll
to
see
the
Donnie in the
casters.
league
We
at some
got the
point.
two goats on the mic. It's
Yo, what's up,
Maven
Haraja? How we doing?
Thank you so much,
Thanks for
guys.
joining in the
Before we get
stream.
into this map 1, real high level, you know, we had the holiday. We had lots of
If
food.
FaZe
We
lose,
enjoyed
you'll go
ourselves. I
bald.
dressed up
Yeah,
as
Bob,
Santa
don't go
Claus.
bald.
You did, your son, for my
I don't think they're gonna
birthday.
lose, but
That's
anything's
good.
possible, right? I do think
That's good.
anything
It
is
wasn't a great
possible.
setup. I gave it my all. Now it's going to be a yearly thing. But let's talk about Subbase. You know, there were some changes that came through over the holiday break. Before the break, Subbase was kind of like your Bocage. You know, let's have 80 engagements. Everyone's flying around. You all spawn on top of each other, smash through doors.
Oh, I just saw a tweet
There were
from
some changes that came through.
I'll pull this up
Yeah,
on
yeah,
screen
I mean,
real quick.
listen,
Let's see.
That update.
A tweet from Jacob
It's
Hale.
changed the most, right? When we talk
Boston
about
and
adding
Toronto
spawns,
will be
really
the
what you're looking
only
at, you're
challengers
paying
events
attention
this
to
year.
P3, where it was the much
Interesting.
closer spawns, you'd spawn
So
inside
it
your
looks
P2
like
and it
the
was
Carolina and the
P3
Miami event will
P4.
not
You're
have
spawning across
challengers
the map now.
at
So
the
you have an
event, which
opportunity here
is
if you're a FaZe spawning on
man,
the good
that's
side. You're going
that's
to
quite
see some
unfortunate.
scores that are ugly after P2 and P3.
All right, the
I'm
match has
talking
started. If you're over on
100
TikTok and you want to see the
120
gameplay, come on over to
So
YouTube.
we'll see what happens.
Um,
I think what
but
was
yeah,
interesting,
we're
kind of
finally
the
in.
best talk about it. You know, FaZe haven't shown a ton in the hard points.
The
this
CDL's
season. They won
officially
3
back
Karachi's
after,
and Asian. You haven't seen them on
3
some
weeks,
days yet, but
which is
just
insane.
talking to the coaching staff and the team,
If you're watching on
they're
YouTube,
with
let me
some
know
of these
if
teams
how the
that
audio
haven't seen
sounds, is my camera in a good
They liked it
place.
even
If
more
there's anything you
after
need to
the
change, let me
changes.
know.
So
I can get it done.
I wouldn't be too worried about it. But we'll see here in map 1. And this is probably a good test for them. Just want to get reps. You know how this team's always been with Crowder. Like, they want to get reps. LEG is a pretty good sub-base team. Test themselves out a little bit.
Look Celium making moves with that AR.
Through that top side of your mini map with that first kill, and that's going to spawn Celium out. Draws is going to pay attention as soon as Celium gets that spawn.
I really want to see Draws pick it up in Search and Destroy, especially this series. He has like a 0.55 so far, which is pretty crazy, considering Draws is one of the best S&D players we have in the league. But it's hard when you're on a FaZe team. They're all great at SMD.
Feels like we have to win every single game. FaZe has always been a little bit different. We can experiment. Let's play everything.
Do I want to play competitive COD? No, I don't want to play competitive COD, Brennan. I'll probably play ranked play when that comes out, but like I'm not trying to compete. I'm just a fan.
They've got the biggest map pool. They're solid across the board. They can win when it comes to your vetoes, and you know, looks like they're trying to get back to that.
What up, Toucan? FaZe and LA Gorillas are playing right now. First series of the day. Map 1 just started like a minute ago.
Maybe Estriel with his 2 picks, they can find an opening here on the hard point. Only 20 seconds left to go, Joe.
Yeah, but you have a chance if you are LAGs.
Hey, yo, Sway Lee TV. Thank you for subbing to the channel. I appreciate that, Sway Lee. That's super awesome. Thank you so much.
Like P5, you just jump in the window. We get right back to it, but that does not happen with this new update. Everything kind of slows on down. Even just the pace of this sub base for us 2 older guys, it's much easier to catch. But you have a 20-point lead, but LAG.
I thought it'd be interesting to watch party today on YouTube. See if anybody watches my stream over, you know, Zuma or Octane or Scump or Methods, Bows, all those guys. You got all the big names watch partying too. But I figured I'm gonna watch the matches anyway, right? So I might as well go live.
And that's kind of what this sub base was at times. So now with the spawn change, there are going to be much more influential kills. But we'll see what Fame and company can do. We're going to swap right over
Estriel with
Estriel.
beams.
Lovely shots there into Draza. The pick through, the trade through. Out of the hard point, they go for a second from the top rope.
Close game so far.
Been really
close game so far. Nearly tied up, which is pretty good.
Been like the #1 player stats-wise. I mean, there was all sort of the LAG.
Thank you, Tuzan. Hey, I appreciate you coming over, dude. I love watching Zuma as well. I do watch a lot of Zuma, but I appreciate you coming on over, and I'm glad you're enjoying the content.
Challengers these last couple of years, he needs his chance, and he's showing out.
What rank did I max out in MW2? I barely played MW2 ranked. I got to gold, I think, before I stopped because I just didn't like MW2. It was just not fun.
It's exciting to see him back in it.
You're in the Discord watch party?
These guys do. They've got a narrow lead. That's going to disappear, though, in a matter of...
Yeah, Austin, I'll probably hop in there at points throughout this. Maybe in between maps and stuff, or during some of these maps, I'll hop on in.
Maybe see added utility to go through. One trade in, but you still have Celium set up. Nice shots.
What up, Alex?
Nice shots. That's a big play.
How we doing?
Into the hard point they go.
Yeah, if anyone wants to hop into Discord, we can maybe get some people in there. The Discord link should be... It should be in the description of this stream. I'm not actually sure if it is or not. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I think it should be, but I don't know if I have to manually put in a...
They do just that, so still a very close.
Yeah, it is in there. It is in there.
I think trying to pinch through was Stellium through that server room towards middle.
So yeah, if anyone wants to join the Discord, Austin's in there right now. I'm gonna probably hop in there throughout the stream, but I think it could be fun. LAG is LAG's keeping it really close. Estriel's also started off 10-6, which is really good. Yeah, Savo, feel free to hop into Discord too. Link is in the description. Like I said, I'm gonna hop in and out of the cord today. I do want to chat with you guys, see what you all are thinking. Maybe I think in between maps sort of thing is what I might do. So we can talk about the maps, see what everyone's thinking about the team. It'd be dope too if we got LAG and FaZe fans in the Discord, so we could hear from the fans of the teams that are playing. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, it could just be the nature of the game, right? Some of the maps that you are playing, you don't have as many break opportunities. You need some nades to come in, but yeah, obviously it's definitely going to be something they're always strong.
It's just interesting because it's been the opposite for so long.
Simp 12-9. Abizi a bit of a slow start, only 5-9. Same with Assault over there, but
true. That's a very good point.
So far, I mean, you know, very close game, right? Only 20 points, but LAG is in the lead, which is pretty crazy.
Listen.
LAG winning might be the biggest upset thus far. Yeah, I'd say LAG beating FaZe is probably a bigger upset than Boston beating Ultra. I mean, obviously, Boston swept Ultra, but...
You really flip this series on its head if you're able to get a win here in the map 1. A lot of pressure on Gorillas. Because so far, I mean, your losses have been... They're tough ones, man.
Can't believe they still don't have Cell as the Hill kitten. Yeah, it is. You would think Cell would probably get more time in the Hill and rather than Abizi sitting in Hill. But I guess that's just not how they want to play. I don't know. I'm not the coach. I don't know the tactics behind these teams. But I agree. You typically see the main ARs as the Hill kittens, right? This is definitely an AR type map though, Austin. So Abizi's kind of in the blender right now if he's trying to run the sub.
Through LAG, they are up just about 50 points. Let's go to a listen in with the Gorillas.
We got to listen in.
I'm just living.
He jumped out dark. P5. I'm trying to step.
He's top of me on one bullet. And he's coming back. All good. Fair time here. All good.
P5 out pipes.
Alright, I'm trying pipes together.
Yeah, LAG sound good. They sound calm. I like it. They don't sound crazy about anything. Their comms are calm.
Yeah, I don't think P2 channeling. I'm hitting him. He's top P2 window. Choke pisted.
Yo, what's up, Tyler? Yeah, I'm ready for the update, man. I'm ready for the update. Ranked is gonna be fun.
On the left side.
Nice guys. Nice.
You gotta be router.
LAG holding it down. FaZe were able to get kills through this, but LAG still have it.
I'm out mid, okay?
I can help you. I'm trying to start. I got you. I'm trying to start.
He could be laying down top. Yeah, he is.
Crossing pipe. They're crossing
Oh yeah, Estriel's feeling. Bro, Estriel is 20 and 10. He's frying. You're excited for ranked, Tyler? Yeah, dude, I'm excited for ranked. I haven't really played a lot of MW3 in the past couple weeks, pretty much since like Christmas. So I'm excited to get back in, play some ranked, maybe make some content, stream it a little bit. We'll kind of see what happens. But I'm excited. Yeah, facts. Estriel's feeling himself. Estriel and Diamond Con are both 2011 and 1911, so they are beaming right now.
Putting up some great stats. Nice teamwork, good comms, calm.
Yeah, Tuzon. LAG's teamwork looks good. They're not over-challing and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, they're kind of all playing well together. Abizi pulled it back, too. He's 10 and 15 now. He was, like, 5 and 13 at one point.
Now, yeah, you can put teams in the blender. When you talk about being able to...
Yo, Tyler, thanks for following the TikTok and for liking the stream. I appreciate that.
But the way this looks right now,
if you're on TikTok watching right now, the gameplay is on YouTube. The CDL is YouTube exclusive, so I can only show gameplay on YouTube.
Read to the other side once again.
If everyone want to get some reps in, you got some aids going. Yeah, Sway Lee, feel free to like DM me on Twitter. It's probably the best way. Maybe I'll hop in one day. I'm not really a competitor like that anymore, but I definitely would consider. Sway, thanks for following on TikTok. I appreciate that. Is this the same Sway that's in both chats? I don't know, Austin. I didn't see the map picks.
But again, yeah, Droz is hoping that he gets that break. He's trying to get onto that hill, but Diamond goes big.
There's got to be a trade there, right? There's got to be a trade there.
You're hoping for at least one. Now you have 3 dead yet again. LAG trying to get to that 200-point.
Abizi trying to get in there with the sub, but Diamond Con is frying. He's on a 5 spree, getting close to that streak.
Not where they want to be. You see Assault. He's cutting off that OB. But they're going to try to flip, for this P5 going to that P1. But LAG in firm control. There is that cruise.
What a sequence here from
wow, LAG might be able to pull this out. Obviously, hard point in this game, people can get a lot of stuff on hills, but LAG's looking good. Yeah, Diamond Con 26 and 13. This is LAG's pick. Hey, LAG, they got their picks down, I guess. They know what they want to play.
Not quite able to finish the
Estriel 24 and 14, Diamond Con 26 and 14. They are frying, and Assault is 17 and 17. It's really just Fame who's struggling, but I think he's playing with the sub, so makes sense.
The pressure to FaZe once again to get in, which they're able to do. Now they look to hold Joe.
Yeah, as soon as you got into that cruise, though, you had I think Abizi found a kill, another FaZe player finds a
tough timing, right?
Yeah, just a tough time. Those players.
I really hope we see like a bang out here, last hill type of stuff, you know what I mean? It gets really mixy at the end.
Just fighting for map position, selling him up top 3. Trying to lock this down with Draza, who's up top Snow, and there's going to be that mid-map control, so not out of this quite yet.
Now we're in that conversation.
Oh yeah, you're right, Austin. This is the first match with the official skins on.
Last year, and over the past couple of years.
Thank God, because like the fact that the skins weren't out when the season started doesn't make any sense to me, right? Like, why would the skins not go live the week the CDL matches start? Like, they should have went for sale like Monday if the matches were on that Friday. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm glad the skins are in the game now.
The map positioning would flip on its head, but it does not. It's clutch kills on a FaZe.
Hey, this is going to be close. I mean, we're on P1, so I don't know how much time FaZe is really going to get, but we'll see.
But you just tell just the way this game has.
You're repping Ultra, Austin. Nice, nice. I like the purple. I do like the way the purple looks. It's just obviously very bright. I have the LA Thieves skin. I actually got a code from them. They were giving away codes, and I was lucky to get one. So shout out LA Thieves.
No part of it. Through with 2 kills, hit the 230 mark, up 7.
Dude, thank you to everyone who's liking the stream right now on TikTok, by the way. I see the likes going up. I appreciate whoever's hitting that like button. I think Tyler's definitely hitting it. So shout out Tyler. Oh, you're Scrap super fan from TikTok, Austin. That's dope. Okay, that's cool. Hey, I appreciate you always being on the TikTok though, liking, commenting. I appreciate all the support over there. It's cool to see you in here too.
With the lead, those clutch kills coming in, then it's going to be a 3 dead, and you see where these spawns. Now you cannot get staggered. You have to slow down here if you are LAG. It's going to be difficult.
Hey, yo, this is going to be it. Last hit here for LAG. They got 5 seconds.
These new spawns, they help Atlanta FaZe behind the break. There's one more push. Not going to be enough.
And FaZe pull it out. Did we expect anything else? Did we expect anything else? Yo, Tyler, thanks for all the likes. I appreciate you getting into 1K, man. That's awesome. They say likes boost the lives, so thank you, Tyler. You're the real MVP.
They close it out, and I guess with the test we were looking forward to, we didn't know if Subbase was going to make it in, because FaZe hadn't played it yet.
That was a close map 1. That was a close map 1. I didn't think LAG would keep it that close, but they did kind of bottle it at the end. I mean, if you look at his stats, Estriel, DiamondCon, both 29, 28, and 20. Obviously, Fame got put in the blender, but he was running the sub. Same thing with the BZ. He was in the blender.
Obviously, on the other side, Fame 15 and 27, but it was Estriel and DiamondCon, what they were doing early on. Yeah, I think the one thing that stands out to me is just kind of maybe that P1, P2 at the end right there. LAG
Simp turning it up at the end. I don't think Simp was really that much positive for the most of that, right? So I think he turned up at the end.
Instead, they really focused on the P2 rotation, but it's just a break from Atlanta FaZe that wins them.
All right, let's go. I mean, listen, I got FaZe 3-1, so I would love for FaZe to obviously win the series. And for the sake of our predictions we do on the Around the CDL podcast, I would like to get as many right as possible.
1.2 in a mode's like good. That's very, very good.
No, it's very good.
Very good, yeah. Which sounds maybe kind of not great if you play pubs, but in this, with the level of players you have, 1.2.
I think what I'm going to do is I'll hop into Discord after game 2 of each series. So when we have that 5-minute break, and then we can, whoever's in there, we can chat about the match and stuff that's going on. But I think that's the best time to hop in is when we're on that 5-minute intermission in between game 2 and 3.
MCW running that 3rd one or the 2nd sub, depending on the hill. He just seems very comfortable in this title. But LAG, they came out.
If LAG win control, FaZe win the 2nd hard point. Yeah, I honestly, I wonder how the search and destroy is going to go, because obviously FaZe are going to be incredible at search, but LAG haven't looked too bad at search either.
Alive the entire time in the back, but right through the middle of the map goes Atlanta FaZe. They get that break, and then you saw those spawns come in. It's deep, and if 1 or 2 players just gets caught in the middle of the map.
Yo, what's good, Lando? How we doing? Thanks for joining in on the stream.
How big of a deal are you? I mentioned sort of the clutch thing throughout the course of the end of that one. You were very frustrated watching FaZe at times the past couple of years.
All right, 20-point victory for FaZe. Obviously, LAG kind of bottled it a little bit at the end, but it wasn't nearly as bad as their hardpoint game versus Subliners in the first match of the year, or the 2nd match of the year for them, whoever it was.
Yeah, I think really what we're touching on.
FaZe 6-3 and SND, I could see it. I think the SND is going to be one of those where it might be close and then one team's going to pull away, but we'll see what happens.
Actually dominating, they should be the #1 team in the league, but yeah,
Draws a masterclass. I hope so, Austin, because we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen the Draws masterclass in SND yet this season through the first. What are they? They're 3-0, so through the first 3 matches.
Tier rankings go. I'm like, my mind changes every day.
Yeah.
You're working in the miserable weather, dude. That sucks, Lando. I'm sorry. That is awful. Is it snowing and stuff where you're at, or is it just cold? I'm doing good though. Thank you for asking. I'm inside. I got the heat on, so I'm doing good.
One thing Call of Duty has very different than other esports with a different title every year is change. That is probably the biggest synonym to go with Call of Duty esports is change.
Freezing and windy. Yeah. Same thing here, Lando. I'm in Texas, so it is it's like 40 right now, I think. It's kind of sunny, but it's windy, so with the wind chill, it makes it cold.
FaZe, they've been winning. Draws, it's just weirdly like not been great in search. And does it surprise
I'm hoping we see this Drawzilla, man. I'm hoping. I love Draws, obviously.
Does it matter though when they're winning?
How can you not love Draws if you're a Thieves fan?
I guess maybe you want him a little bit more comfortable on some of these maps, but I just think no matter what, if you look at this trio, whether it's RC, Slasher, someone's not gonna get kills in search and destroy, right?
Yo, thanks to everyone who's hanging out here, watching, chatting, whatever you're doing. I appreciate everyone who's hanging out in YouTube and TikTok. It's super cool to see people that want to just hang out and watch COD talk about COD. So this is dope.
So it's just gonna happen.
Yeah, I think the core is always going to be a threat in search.
Yep.
They have been since day one. For LAG, though, I mean, how do you try to attack that? You know, you're probably going up against a team that is better than you in search and destroy.
I will say, I'm glad we have Merc and Maven back as
I think on one hand, one thing I was surprised
what's
about
it called,
LAG
as
is sort of like the control has been the
casters
one mode
for
that's kept them in a lot of
all
these
the matches
series, right?
this
That
year,
high
and not
control,
just at
that's how they were
majors.
able to win it.
But
You know,
I
when
do
you're,
feel bad
extending that series
for Bryson
maybe
Tun
you
for
think
kind
you
of
can
getting
win
the
that
boot.
series.
I think Bryson Tun are
I feel
good,
like
man.
their search and
They've been
destroy
around
should
for a
be little
long
bit better.
time
We'll
too,
see
so
that
I
a
feel bad
couple
for them.
of weeks off, maybe if this is improved.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a big question.
A lot of people
mark for
gave
us, too.
Bryson
You
Tun
know,
a
you
lot
have
of
the
shit,
weeks
but I
off.
think I personally
I
think
know
they
there
do a
was
good job.
Probably a stretch where there were probably week and a half of no scrims, nothing, right? Like everyone's visiting family, doing their thing. But then you get back in the lab, and it's like, okay.
Some teams might just go put that time in.
Sure, that's true.
I mean, maybe you have a couple of days.
All three of the
off.
duos are good.
Some teams
Yeah, I think the
maybe just
casters are
scrim
good,
hands.
man.
I mean,
I think we have really good casters in the CDL, personally.
Before he has to go to scrims, and when I get to play them longer, I know he doesn't have scrims. That's
true.
That's how I judge it. Is Crowder available to be my friend or not, or is he in the lab with the boys?
All right, map 2 SND here. FaZe up 1-0 the series. I mean, we'll see if LAG keeps this close, but FaZe is going to be a hard team to beat in Search and Destroy this year.
Looking to fight back here now in the Search and Destroy.
Miles and Chance are your favorite? I agree, Tuzon. They're my favorite as well. I like the dynamic they have. They bring a lot of really good energy, too. They're just overall just a great duo.
I mean, you got the camos, the operator.
Oh, it looks very sexy, Joe.
It does. I'm digging it.
Will Abizi get another one? He does.
Gonna be that first blood.
Gonna get traded, but
Estro
they had the man
straight
advantage
up
now
on
because
me,
of the
but
work from
right
Abizi.
away.
You can get those in the store, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Sure.
Then picking it up, Estriel in a 1v3. I mean, he had the sub. He wasn't winning that gunfight. It might be a ray gun, but I don't know if he's winning that against Draws. And he was getting shot from the side, so it didn't even matter.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times when we've been watching, you know, throughout the league, Karachi Search, it feels like that first blood should really tell us a tale. I mean, it doesn't always, because sometimes it's just traded right away, but the Karachi we've casted, it just
What's everyone thinking for the series, though? What do you think are for this map? Drop your score predictions. Also, already said 6-3. What's everyone thinking score predictions? You got the upper hand now because FaZe already won one round, so you know at least they're getting one.
You can have 6 of them, but they can all be very, very different. It was traded instantly, yeah.
I think I'm gonna go.
Not quite the same, but that was a clean one.
I'm gonna go 6-2 FaZe. I'm gonna say 6-2.
You've got one man playing the island on the other side. That'll be Fame. Fame's gonna maybe have a one-on-one with Simp on the other end of it, but.
Savo's going. Jay, you're going 6-2 as well. I like it. We're on the same page.
Back and forth. They're not really sure where this push is quite yet.
Estriel's probably going to get bombed down here.
Yeah.
Unless he gets bad timing and Draws beats him.
Now Draws from top satellite. He's going to have the info, but there is that first blood we just talked about.
6-4. Okay, I like it. Looks like everyone's kind of having FaZe winning this, probably.
Now, Fame's probably going to have another fight on the
Estriel did get out, and they obviously got first blood on Simp, so.
Don't worry about him. They got to deal with Fame first.
Wow, that timing.
Find him right now. Not going to happen. Fame doing so well in this lurk role, playing the offside, still dancing with death.
He almost won that. We got another 6-4 FaZe. All right, so everyone's going with FaZe for the most part is what I'm getting from this.
Has been a hero for this one so far.
Draws, that's a good win. He didn't get traded out either. Only 20 seconds though, man. They don't have enough time.
2 versus 2, 15 to go. Draws it back to full HP, and they are hunting. Time is dwindling.
Hey, that's another good. That's another good one. Oh yeah, Assault. He's got it.
Not enough time. That'll do it. Assault able to stay up top 3.
All right, good round out of LAG, man. They got the bomb down and they played post plant. That's how you win. I feel like sometimes teams don't plant the bomb, like at least as soon as they should. And look what happens. You get bombed down early, you get in position, you win the round pretty much, as long as you don't overpeak. Which they almost threw that.
Put in just some noise, some audio for the defensive side. Maybe this is a hit towards his bomb site, but he's just lurking.
Well, yes. So sometimes this comes into how efficiently you can find that lurker. I mean, how much time?
Fame with the two first kills of that round too, though.
Another 15 seconds, that might win the round for him. Like, it's such a different role compared to the other 3, like playing kind of that lurk. Because Abizi's sort of the guy, like off on an island, as you see on the minimap, but he's just sort of sprinting forward. He doesn't really lurk. He's more like a sledgehammer.
Yeah,
all right, Abizi pretty much immediately traded. Stellium immediately traded. This is just a lot of trades right now.
Do a 1-on-2 for Fame.
This is the big ass for Fame, but he might get timing here.
He's gonna catch either great timing or a bad one. There
Oh, he didn't go for the
gunfight.
gunfight. If he would have maybe went for the gunny, he might have been able to get the kill there, but...
I mean, if he knows the second's that tight.
Exactly. You plant the bomb, you have full control of the round. Because at that point, they have, what, 40 seconds to actually move and make a 40, 45 seconds to actually make a play. You can just sit back, make them push into you, have someone check bomb every 5 seconds, make sure no one's confusing, and you can win the round.
Push, and he just finds the timing on the Estriel, crossing over to A, takes that first gunfight. But it was a good call by LAG. They had 3 players over towards B, just kind of waiting for that push, and they were in the right position. Just the numbers not on their side. Let's see, now LAG in a bit of a 2-2 split. Sim showing you some jump spots, just doing whatever he wants.
6-3 phase. All right, everyone's still going phase, is what I'm saying. We're all picking phase.
Well, this might be maybe awful timing for Sim. They were thinking this was a B hit with how slow this was. And the
Assault looks like young Kiwiz. I don't know who that is.
Did Celium, the way Cell is looking, maybe they heard that. They know something is up, and somehow FaZe get 2 kills.
Well, Simp, the guy you marked at the beginning of this, he's the one that's going to open it up. Fames is still trying to find maybe that opener. He gets one, but it's going to have to be a 1 versus 4 with 40 to go. Bomb down towards that A site. Good luck. Now, Famous had some moments.
Is Kiwiz this YouTuber? He does look like him. He does actually look like him.
But you know the situation you're in right now if you're FaZe. But they are split enough. At least he might be able to isolate Simp, but it seems like he's tracking back to the boys now. Make sure it gets traded. Simp just playing for the info. He's gonna
wow, Simp just chowed him for sure. That was bold, but obviously...
Yeah, I think they knew exactly where bomb was.
Yeah, they must know bomb is down because they're not...
Find anything,
they're not like pushing or anything.
Not gonna happen. They both chow, FaZe win that round. And it's a bit of an odd one. I mean, you had timings kind of all over the
perfect
place.
Casting.
Like thought that
dude, that's the only way to describe FaZe is like, oh, somehow they just you know, now it's a 1v4 all of a sudden.
Inside of red, the fights go the way of FaZe. They're able to deal with it.
FaZe continue to take the edge here. Now up to 3-1. Outside of the Fame first blood, I think it's pretty much been FaZe rolling in that regard. 4-1 start from Celium. Now BZ, he's been
Cell 4-1, Draws 5-3. The Draws masterclass. You might be right, Austin. You might be right.
This time he's got a little help, a little different, not kind of that ISO.
But obviously all of FaZe is playing really well right now.
Almost a third first blood. BZ then almost snaps onto his teammate.
And then Estriel and Diamond Khan are both 1-4 despite having a great first match.
Right through. They were hoping to isolate maybe that one player over towards A, but the reinforcements are here now.
A BZ 1v3.
It's a BZ. The last player alive.
All right.
And, nice round LAG. I mean, you saw how just quick that push was. I love the trophy down, the utility for FaZe.
Yeah, Abizi's the first blood king. We all know
trying
this.
To deal with the one player going towards male or towards
Fame is doing it all though
right
right now in this map. I think he's, what is he, 7 and is it say he's 7-5?
Did a good job, just so I forget who it was.
He's getting a lot of kills. He's dying every round, but he's giving his team
found that opener,
some advantages when he can.
Rounds. He had the read, but you stayed alive, then you had the numbers. Great job there from Grills. That's a big round. You bring it within 2-3, you're within a round. Things were starting to spiral a little bit, maybe. FaZe looking to run away with the search and destroy. It's not going to be the case anymore. Fame leading the way.
We'll see if Diamond Khan can kind of get it going a little bit in this map.
You know, the best player really for this Gorillas team from a statistics standpoint. He's 1-5 right now in search, but we'll see if he can pick it up over the course of the upcoming rounds. Bomb in the hand of Gorillas. They're working towards B. And once again, it's Fame, though. We'll keep an eye on that number 2. In that kind of lurk roll in the offsite, he was able to find a pick onto Simp, I believe. Last time he does it again. So Fame this time takes out a BZ. He's doing such a good job in this role. Just keeping them distracted, wasting time on the opposite side of the map. He will get traded a little bit faster this time from Simp, so very different.
All right, 3v3. We got the 3v3.
While that was happening,
so a lot of people saying there are challengers more deserving for a spot than Fame, especially, so it's good to prove people wrong. Yeah, I think Fame, after what he did when he came into that Rocker team last year, I actually thought he was deserving of a spot, so I'm glad he got one. But he has started the year pretty slow. He has started the year pretty slow. So I hope he can keep it going because I think he's deserving of a spot.
But they are getting ready to go.
Hydra shots into BZ are little monsters in SND. Dude, I can't imagine trying to play against those guys.
Looking for the angles assault. Diamond able to get one. He's going to get picked up. Just getting shot and tagged in the back. Not having a line of sight.
All right, he might be able to win this.
Time is dwindling. Beams there on
Oh, he wanted to check bomb.
And the time was everything.
He wanted to check bomb, and he unfortunately didn't really have the opportunity.
What, 7 to 10 less seconds? You lose this round. But Simp able to get the trade more efficiently onto Fame. They had the time to work the 3v3. They get the round win.
Not even 7. If you had 2.7 seconds, you lose that round. But a heads-up play from FaZe, a nice 3-on-3 retake. I mean, Simp, you know, they push through market, find that first player, and has the heads-up to wrap back towards those stairs and know there's going to be a player top 3. And he's the one to first chow.
This is this series might be really close. I can't tell because sometimes I watch FaZe and it's like they just look so good, like they just look amazing. But then they lose a couple of rounds, and you're like, maybe LAG can keep it close. But then they look really good again. So it's like, I don't know.
That looks to be what they're going to get back to. Easiest sitting out, trying to 1v1.
Will he get it? He might get traded, or he might get killed.
Just tucked behind me. He says, screw it, I'm sending it. He's going to die.
He got the first blood, and he knew he was going to die for that, so which is the funny part.
Yeah, LAG have sent 3 this way. You saw the trophies.
All right, another 3v3.
Stunned. Probably pops midair. They know he's behind that cinder block. He's able to take him down. So you deal with the first fast B hit from FaZe. You have Fame into a good spot. I don't know if they know his position.
I mean, the round you won.
Yeah, Fame is in a really good spot. If they go for bomb plant here, Fame probably gets the easy kill. Draws might trade him out though, but he probably gets. I mean, I don't know. Diamond Con's moving now.
What do they do around the bomb site?
Ooh. Oh, Draws is so dead. Oh my god, he got through. Holy crap, he got through. That's insane. Fame didn't see him. And just like that, it fell apart. It's hard to watch FaZe when everyone expects them to win every match besides against Optic. Yeah, that's the thing about FaZe, is like it's so hard to think they're gonna lose. But obviously, I mean, they're immortal like the rest of the teams.
Just absurd shots in some of these rounds. But
wow, that literally they won the round because Draza was able to get through because Fame couldn't see that.
Just waiting for a player to jump on a market and hop on the bomb, and waiting and waiting and waiting, and Draza just drops out top 3. I thought maybe
Simp is crazy, man.
Didn't feel
Simp
like
is
it,
insane.
He just finds the timing on the
Simp is going to be top 3 MVP probably the whole season this year, I think.
I have to get this trade. Shoots, shows his position. That player hops out of market, gets that trade. I mean, it all relies on the Fame. Just everybody wait for me. But because that one player gets through and gets caught, he's got to show.
I mean, all of FaZe looking good right now, stats-wise, and everyone but Fame, obviously, on LAG is not looking great, so it's kind of hard.
Not playing as close to A. He's playing more around mid-map. This time, not going to find the same success.
Yeah, Austin, you said 6-3 Draws Masterclass. You might have it right. You might have. I mean, Draws Masterclass for sure. I mean, he's 9-5, but yo, user 9222. Thanks for liking the TikTok live. I appreciate that.
Diamond trying to try to do something, but you are just look at the positioning. Yeah, Simp watching the
Draws is getting aggro. He knows the guy's under him. Oh my god, he's so good. He's so good.
Final 2 kills puts Atlanta FaZe up 2-0.
He's so unbelievably good. What up, Whoop? We got Whoop TCG in the TikTok. If you like Pokemon, check out Whoop TCG on TikTok.
Maybe draws in search and destroy here. He's all
damn, that's insane. Well, whoever predicted 6-2, you got it right. I said 6-2. Jay said 6-2. Austin did say draws masterclass, so he had that.
I mean, just much quicker there. I think the one thing that stands out is we take a look at the stats. Yeah, draws 11-5. That .55. Not gonna look.
Yeah, draws 11-5. Fame ended 8-8, so he slowed down a bit. I mean, nearly 2K damage for draws. Everybody doing their part on FaZe though. 6 kills for the other 3 is great.
But just a little bit too fast was Atlanta FaZe. You know, they made some heads up plays, some nice reactions. You saw what LAG wanted to do.
What a play,
dude. They were 3 stacking over towards B on defense, on offense, kind of waiting for Fame, but it was just red. And then some of those trades.
All right, chat. I'm gonna hop in my Discord server, and if you want to join and you want to chat about this match right now, feel free to join the Discord. It is in the description. The link you can join. But I'm going to hop in the server, and we're going to see if we can chat a bit about this this game going on, because we're on the intermission, so might as well. What up, what up?
Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going?
Man, I was so close with those
Dude,
dark
you
predictions
almost
back
had it.
too.
You said to draw his
Oh
masterclass, though.
my
You knew it was going to
gosh.
happen.
I had a feeling, dude, he was looking too good on Karachi and scrims from
Dude,
what I've been seeing.
I'm glad because, I mean, he had a .55 in SND coming into that. So people were starting to think he was washed in SND already.
Nah, hey, that's Drawzilla. That boy's gonna pull
Exactly.
through when the team needs him to.
Oh, man. Phase 3-0, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, how good are these teams at control? I gotta pull up breaking point on the. I can't spell. Pull a breaking point on the stream and see this. Let's see. Phase in control. I mean, they're probably really good.
What map is it?
That's a great question. I do
Is
not
it
remember what map it
Invasion?
was. I mean, in control, they're 2-1. They're 1-1 on invasion if it is invasion.
I knew it was gonna be 6-2.
Let's go, dude. We both said it. We both said it.
Definitely knew it was gonna be 6-2.
I don't
I
know.
was thinking 6-2, but I wanted to give LAG the benefit of the doubt after map 1.
Yeah,
They competed very well map 1.
Looking good. LA's definitely looking good.
I almost said 6-4, but I was like, I don't know. That phase they just look different in Search and Destroy.
I was gonna say 6-3, but you know,
I really didn't see them getting 4 or more. I was like, they're going against FaZe. They got Drawzilla, who's also a SND god. I mean, this team is the best SND team in the game.
Sim's aim just on, man.
Apparently, draws his 30 matches already in the BPL. Dude, this guy.
Yep, that's the BPL god right there.
I mean, I don't even know how he can play that much COD. I think I would lose my mind.
I think Drawza might be the most passionate COD player in the world. He just never gets off the game.
Are they basic CDL rules?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he's got an 83% win rate on BPL.
Yeah, that guy just loves it.
That is wild.
That's why he was like the perfect pickup for FaZe. He's insane
yeah.
at the game and he loves playing the game.
Compared to BZ's 64%.
Yeah, they got grinders on that team, but nobody grinds more than draws at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely a nut.
I know like some of the Surge boys were grinding hard in the off season, but I don't think anyone was playing more than Drawza.
Yeah. Surge, they're like definitely SND grinders.
Yeah, I mean they
definitely
got
like those SND.
Billy, who's like the SND goat.
Let's see. How's LA?
One of.
Oh, I can't wait for rank. God.
Yeah, dude.
So excited.
I hope it's good. This game is a lot more fun than last year for me, so I think I'll be able to play ranked a lot more than I did.
Oh yeah, the multiplayer definitely it just hits different. It's movement, just everything. The movement is just completely
so much better.
I didn't mind last year that much.
Haley Arcity's great SND.
I like this year more, but last year wasn't horrible.
They're really good.
I think just map based, just the nostalgia of like the maps for S&D this year is just so great. Like it's just great. It hits different.
Man, I mean,
like
the maps last year, I thought they were kind of fine. I like enjoyed Albagra Fortress.
Oh, okay, yeah, I kind of did forget about that map.
Yeah, that map wasn't bad in SND. Obviously, Control was. I mean,
thank God they got that out of there for
yeah.
a moment of Expo.
Let's be real though. Like besides from like High Rise, come on now, like High Rise as a S&D map is just nutty.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool because most of the people in the league at this point didn't compete in MW2, other than like what maybe Clay.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see that like none of these guys really have knew about the map beforehand, you know?
Oh yeah, it's all new to everybody. It's kind of interesting to see people's spots that they take. Man, Estriel, he's moving. Dude, his movement's wild.
Estriel was playing different map 1.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, he started out kind of slow for the first few series. I mean, he's got I mean, honestly, actually, he's doing better than I thought. He has 1.07 overall.
Yeah, over a 1
I
is.
mean, I think LAG could be a contender this year. They're looking super good so far.
LAG is definitely up there compared to others.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the teams that you'd consider in the bottom half of the table, LAG's got to be the best one.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, I would like to see Boston play as good as they did against Toronto. If they can keep that kind of form up, they'd obviously be insane.
Yeah, just not against Toronto again. Please, against anybody else.
I'm trying to see other teams like overcome Optic, man. I'm sick of seeing the Optic take over.
I'm trying to see some work out of LAT. I'm rooting for them boys.
Yep. Toronto.
Yeah, they got
Cammy rooting for him. Go Steve, definitely rooting for him. You know, got dropped on Optic when he was their best player at Champs.
Did him dirty.
I've definitely seen that going around Twitter.
I hope LAT shows something. I'm curious to see how long they go if they're gonna make a roster change before they make one.
What are the thoughts on TJ replacing Real this weekend?
I mean, you know, T just played with Clay in the past, so they have that chemistry. He's apparently looking pretty good in challengers this year.
They needed.
He's grinding BPL.
We've seen this on Invasion.
Yeah.
You know, the
Hey, worst case scenario for Real is TJ comes on and drops a 1.5.
Yeah, he might lose his spot if T tries.
It might be a little rough after that.
No, he's definitely getting replaced if he drops over a 1.3.
Now lock them in at this
Oh,
take
I
as
mean,
well
yeah.
as the rival. A little bit of help
100%.
coming in from a BZ. And that's a problem if you go over towards A and it's like a clean or pretty darn clean
I just love that CDL is just making its way back slowly.
Well, yeah, we'll see how long the actual CDL itself lasts, but competitive COD I think could be on the up again.
Oh yeah, most definitely, especially with this new COD. This new COD just like
It's a COD that people love playing. People find it enjoyable to watch. I mean, it's already doing better than last year because more people this year are playing it.
Yeah, definitely. Even the Warzone, I heard, is doing better than last year.
Well, I assume so. You got Warzone 1-like movement on tiny maps again. All those Warzone players are just hungry to keep playing that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely played it a few times. It's got the prison vibe to it, I guess, kind of.
Yeah. I personally never got into Warzone. I'm just trying to run AIDS 24/7, preparing for ranked.
Oh, definitely. I've been playing a lot of hardcore dom, hardcore, just hardpoint.
That might be it. So it's gonna be very, very difficult to do if you are
trying to see if I could climb up to maybe top 250 or something this year. Last year was a little rough.
That's gonna be a grind. Hopefully the cheaters are down this year.
Well, with the anti-cheats that they have, I'm hoping too.
Trying to just take control of this treehouse before.
They're never going to get rid of all the cheaters, but they got to make it better than it was last year.
The only dream, yeah, last year was horrible, man. We just it was a lot of like jitterbugs, you know.
Too much some of the mistakes. You can see the clip of Ben throwing red flags. Yeah, dude, we'll see. Does anyone snake today? I mean, we've only had it happen twice so far, or once. So they've been good. They've been good about it.
Starting off 1 and 5.
It's a hell of a stun. That probably hit 2, maybe 3 players. He lands that in their back pocket.
Did you see my comments about Assault?
Who he looks like?
Yeah, he looks like a young Kiwis.
Yeah, I looked that guy up. He does look like him.
Yeah, man. Kiwis, he doesn't do too much COD. I think he moved towards Fortnite and stuff, but like when he played COD,
Red Kiwis.
Yeah, Red Kiwis. That's what Assault looks like. Red Kiwis without glasses. It's weird.
Dude, the Red House days, I had Random on my friends list and was in his videos frequently.
Oh yeah, Random. Man, I watched all of Random videos. I like
4 and 2.
Which Red House was that? That was
he was just locking down the A street, playing that in one.
Be honest, I don't even remember. That was years ago. All I know is I was frequently in randoms videos at the time. LAG not looking so good apart from Assault. Fame 1-7, Esriel 2-6, Diamond Con 4-6.
Yeah, I was muted. I was talking to the what's it called?
Definitely.
To the TikTok
Diamond
chat,
Con
but
4-6
I forgot. I
is
muted my
crazy.
mic manually, so
That's a
unfortunately,
good first round
I'll try
defense
to
out of phase.
mute in Discord
and looks like
only.
they're getting B pretty quick. Love to see that.
Trophy is there with the protection onto Assault.
Yeah, this might end up being a quick series.
Yeah.
I mean, 1-8, 2-6,
Yeah.
and Fame and Esriel.
Fame is going through it right now.
Definitely. I like that. I like that LA's steady trying to get the first blood each round. They're more aggressive than FaZe. They keep trading. Assault was going through everything.
Assault only one positive for LAG, and on the other end, Simp only one negative for FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, when it's playing like that, you know who's gonna win.
Yeah, when Simp is playing the worst on this game for FaZe, then it might be GG's already. Although LAG is up 2 on lives right now, they're stabilizing pretty well right now.
Oh, we got it, Hill.
Yep, FaZe on A.
They didn't have a trophy though.
That's some good comms. That's some good shots out of Simp there. Holy.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Gunned him off mid-tank heady. That's some good shots out of him. Fame 1-10 right now.
Yeah, he's going through it. He's going through it.
Dude, what's horrible is he knows he's not doing well, and he's got all these people watching him too. That's just hurting the soul so much more right now for him. Good win out of a BZ.
Yo, Jacob Olsen, thanks for subbing to the channel. I appreciate that, Jacob. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Fame
Thanks for,
1-11. Oh my god. Potential 4-23 if the game goes on.
I'm not sure if I'm getting old, but I
Oh my god, I don't know if he can die that many times, but maybe.
I mean, 12 more times, 3 kills.
Yeah, fun.
I mean, actually, probably could. They might win this round though.
Both, but he is 14-7. I think he's just fired up. He's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
despite Fame being 1-11, LAG is still up on lives.
Oh, Diamond Con definitely made a big jump, 10-12.
Ooh, Salim just barely got in. Fame about to get a second one right here for sure.
Yeah, they got it stacked. Let's see.
Yeah, there's Fame second. Fame, there we go. Now he's
He needed that. He needed that bad.
Yup, that 2-piece, that's adding into the momentum. All it takes is one good life.
Fame is just nuts.
That's a huge 2-piece.
Yo, Dexterity, thanks for liking the TikTok. I appreciate it. Thanks for liking the live.
It's crazy that whole listening. Every time I heard Salim talk, I just pictured in my brain Methods making like the impression of him.
Yeah.
It's clean to close it out there from Gorillas.
All right, they got it done.
Really good bounce back for round out of LAG, despite Fame not playing too good.
Advantage in the gunfight. Big defensive hold, as you said. You lose that one, the series is
Yo, chat, what are we thinking? 1-1 in control.
Yeah,
can LAG win this map?
I mean,
and keep
if
it close,
LAG
or
win
is
this
it going
game,
to
I
be?
think we're going game 5.
Is this going to be? Is FaZe going to turn up?
I can agree.
A nuts one. Celium was getting pretty fired up. A couple opportunities for them, and Fame.
I would love to see a game 5. I would love to see it.
He was
Game 5 first series between LAG and FaZe. Literally nobody would see that coming.
It's hard to say LA winning. It's hard to see LA winning.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see anyone outside the top 4 beating FaZe.
Which is one of the craziest series of all time. But you don't typically come back from 0-2 down.
LA's got the highest chance.
So you're able to at least
COD 2020 is the best ever. You like that? You like COD 2020, Cameron? You mean Cold War or like 2019 or just a year?
Top
of
4, unless
2020,
I'm
like
forgetting
Warzone
a
and stuff.
team. It looks like Miami and LAG are potentially making up the top 6 now.
they don't win the break and FaZe put them kind of in that blender again. You have one player, Ali, watching that cross player broken, but they deal with those two players. They get street control.
Controls the mode. You think they can win?
As they stack this B point.
Yeah, I mean, if they can win this, they can definitely take the control because we saw, or the hard points. We saw how close they were able to keep it. So I think LAG can really push this to maybe a reverse sweep territory, but we'll see.
That's gonna bother me forever. Thank you, Joe. Second bit of
Modern Warfare and Warzone. Okay, Cameron. Okay.
So much better. I know he's 9 and 10, but he's hit some.
Original Warzone was dope. I will say that.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be streaming all of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to be in there when Toronto versus Surge.
Yeah, I think that might be matchup of the weekend.
That's gonna be such a... God, I'm watching that whole...
Which one?
I'm excited for next weekend. We got, yeah, Toronto versus Surge next match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. The Miami has some good matches this weekend, right? Because they play Boston and...
Dude,
Boston and Surge?
Not seeing heads.
Yeah, Boston and Surge.
Which is, I mean, not bottom of half or like bottom table teams like the other teams they beat. So
I think Miami and Surge is gonna go all the way game 5.
I'm definitely biased, and I want to see.
Yo, Dexterity, thank you for the chilies. I appreciate it. And thanks for all the likes on the live.
We both kind of just like looked at each other at the same moment.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you.
Trippy. Staying up.
Yeah, we got a lot of
he's got to put in some work though to beat Gwyn. I mean, Gwyn has been the hard carry for the Ravens so far. Gwyn's looking phenomenal.
Yeah, Gwyn looks really good.
The kills continue
and
to flow here for FaZe. And BG just sending it right up.
You're in Challengers. You're excited for this year. Let's go, Strifey. Hey, best of luck. Seriously. Challengers is an absolute pit, but you just gotta grind. You gotta find teammates who want to like stick together and form that chemistry. I think that's your best chance for really making moves, because people just the team change so much. It's like impossible to get anything going.
But I'm like still a bigger fan of the other team.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm the biggest fan of my own team, my own state's team either. I'm thinking it's definitely between
near zone A or near zone
Surge and Optic. I mean, I'm not the biggest Optic fan, but
it's just because I'm the biggest Scrap fan.
Oh, Scrap! Oh, Scrap is nasty. Scrap is
on this map.
Challengers might be harder than CDL. Dude, Tuzon, it probably is. The win in Challengers has got to be harder. You got more teams, more competition, people backstabbing each other. Like, it's just too crazy.
I have no idea. I don't really watch the statistics like that.
Oh,
it's probably like a 1.0 or 0.9 or something, I think.
Who are you talking about?
Scrap.
It's the same as...
Yeah.
It was like the Sentinel and Infinite.
He's I think everybody on Toronto except for Envoy has like a 1.1 right now.
That works.
Which is insane because I didn't feel like they were really playing that well, but I mean they are 3.
Yeah, I was thinking it would have been like a 1.0, maybe a 0.9 after that Boston series because they were not playing too hot that match. Yeah. Ooh, TK out of Simp on a BZ.
He's too cracked. He's too cracked right now.
Simp's too locked in, shooting in.
You have a 4-man online friends and you play ranked, you're all top 250. Yeah, man. Hey, that's dope. You're all top 250. If you have the chemistry and you just grind together, I think you can get it. Once you get your comms down, you could be a top team. I mean, if you're all top 250, you know you have the individual talent. It's really about teamwork, and teamwork is what's going to make your team stand out, especially at in the challengers level.
MW3 KD right now is whatever I just said, 1 point, whatever, 6, 1 point.
Doug with 4 minutes of hill time, 2 and 45. Dude, the fact that Doug can win with like 6 kills and a hard point, 5 kills is just insane. But hey, it just shows you anything's possible.
1 and 11, now he's 10 and 16. Some good work out of him.
Yeah, no sleep on Silly.
11-16, like I said, all it takes is one good life and you could turn it around.
Yeah, you might have been spot on with Fame and would you say 14 and 20 something?
It was 4 and 23. That's back when he was 1 and 11. It's not happening now.
Oh, but you said 4.
Yeah, thought he was about to put up Zuma type numbers.
no, I mean, Gorillas, their POV.
Yo, Alex, let me mod you. Let me mod you. I don't know how to do this, so let me figure it out. I've never modded anybody.
Captured it, but it looks like
Add as moderator. Yeah, let's go.
All the way on the backside of the spawn will be Simp. He's gotten a kill, taking out trophies. And now
here we go. There you go, Alex. You're modded now. I've never modded anybody, so there you go. Yeah, hop into the YouTube, Strifey. Come on, come join us over here.
Yeah, that was a big win there out of whoever killed Simp in the back to get him out of back gas.
Diamond Con definitely did that, yeah.
Celium's got to go huge here. He's the only one on A side. They got 20 seconds to get the cap. He's got to kill the guy here. Yeah, I mean, I think LAG taking this round. No one's close enough, really. Unless Simp could pull through.
FaZe definitely are going to get defense, though, right?
Yeah. Here we go. 2-2.
Yo, welcome in, Strife. Welcome to the YouTube. Thanks for hopping on over.
Give LAG this round.
Yeah. I think LAG came in this year and are definitely exceeding all expectations so far.
I thought it was a COD bug.
I mean, LAG was like, they were getting roasted before the year even started for switching their team.
Like, they were expected to be like bottom 12, like bottom team, dead last kind of thing. And here they are, like, taking FaZe to the end, like every map, or except the search match, but taking FaZe, you know.
What can you do against search? You know, it's kind of hard to.
Tough for you.
Yo, Alex, if you want to hop into the Discord and chat, feel free. We got a couple guys in here chatting about COD, so feel free to hop in if you're home and you want to. But if not, you're all good. No pressure.
Match at the moment now, negative by 5.
As they can.
Yo, Strife, thank you for subbing to the YouTube. I appreciate it, Strife.
FaZe is just like a little bit worrisome that someone's still over here. And he's gonna get that kill, and that's right.
Yeah, Alex, whenever you get home, feel free to hop on in.
Here we go. Saw Celium do this.
Instantly.
Even just get one tip of what this is gonna do.
And he's reading draws up.
Oh,
good read. I don't know what it is about these teams. I feel like when the team gets offense on round 5, they just turn up.
Yeah. It's like the fastest offensive round of the entire game when it's round 5 offense.
Teams just, I don't know, they just get more aggressive, I think, and
they just lock in like, okay, we got an objective that we need to take.
You smelled the apple pie, though, Joe. You maybe took a bite, too.
I mean, there's 2 of them back, one back gas.
Now can you get the whole pie?
Am I crazy? What's happening with 3 and 8 there? Astral and Celium, that was interesting. Those guys were on top of each other forever.
With assault. But here is that
Diamond Con gets Draza. He's gonna get
He read it too. He read it. No way he gets the 3rd.
No way he kills Abizi. Oh my god, Diamond Con goes through, gets 3 and
That's
they're
insane.
in. Oh my god, does LAG take it to game map 4?
Now we have the answers.
They got the cross covered. Oh my god, they got.
And Estriel's going crazy. Estriel's in a great spot.
What gets so
Led by Abizi though. And Fame gets the trade.
Dude, Fame was 1-11.
Just getting locked down. Second ticked on. Surging on.
Oh my god. LAG win this.
The contest is in.
Oh, draws with the pistol.
Okay, FaZe stabilized.
Holy
LAG
crap.
had a minute and a half with 8 extra lives.
By the hair of their chinny chin chins.
Yo, chat, are you seeing this? This is insane.
You have 12 lives remaining. You have to slow
This is insane.
With how successful they were off the start, LAG.
This win is pretty much theirs.
To work with, now down to a minute and 20.
Yeah, they're just gonna hold.
Trying to play a little bit of TDM.
You never know. Can't count FaZe out.
They're
stabilizing.
You get a couple double kills like that, and it gets scary.
As good as it looks, a minute is not a lot of time, and you're still maybe relying on a miracle because FaZe now, the pressure subsided, the panic is gone, you've gotten back to your spots.
I don't know if it'll matter, but
that 8 life lead is not looking so good anymore. Reality setting in for LAG. They wasted 45 seconds and a few lives.
I feel like Celium was like 20 and 10 at one point, and now he's 22 and 23.
It may matter.
Yeah, I mean, LAG definitely, Fame in particular, definitely turned his performance around for the most part. He's kind of getting pieced up again right now, though. He was negative by 3, now he's negative by 6. He should get assault here.
They're still trying to deal with him.
Fame's
Yup.
like,
Okay.
Laying him out. puts assault in the body bag.
Yo, it's not looking good for LAG.
15 to go.
They're not getting back on this. I think it's over. I think it might be over. There's almost no way, right?
He's the only one close. He's got to go. Fane's got to. Oh my God!
Wow.
Wow.
LAG
regain and get that.
LAG might have the worst ice in the league.
Yeah.
To a map number 4.
Holy crap.
They're gonna be frustrated. You can see
I
the
mean,
reactions. Just,
sold.
LAG sold that round.
Watching the
Yeah.
crosses, it felt like you had everything.
Draws your favorite player? Let's go, Strife. I love Draws. Negative ice. Dude, I mean, LAG has literally made so many maps close and just hasn't been able to finish any of them.
3-0, but the map 1, 30-point game. The map 3.
Holy crap, that was crazy.
The map 3 is a weird one.
They just started throwing lives away. They're just like, okay, we just got to get someone there for a few seconds and we're good. And
Round 5.
I mean, Simp,
they lost composure.
6,000 damage. Diamond Con, 6,000 damage.
But Joe, anything you really noticed there statistically? Fame brought it back. He was 1
Hey,
at one point.
first series 3-0 phase.
20 non-traded kills is crazy.
Right, 27-26 from him. Celium,
I mean, look at FaZe's non-traded kills. They're almost all at 20.
Just to
Yeah.
be annoying, right? Just put pressure on the map, give them more ticks on some of the
LAG slam bottom tier teams if they play this way all year. Yeah, dude, LAG is going to be a team that's like top, between, I feel like 6 and 8, somewhere in that range. Because if they play like this, they're going to beat the bottom teams. They're going to keep it close to the top teams. And I think that puts them right in the middle.
Advantage on 2 of those 3 on sub base. They had a lead, and they definitely had to lead with that last round there.
Have some nail biters. Yeah, it does it for Joe and I in our first series. We'll see.
Oh yeah, they definitely could have made it happen with that last round.
But absolutely phenomenal work out of FaZe. Staying composed with the crazy disadvantage they had there and pulling it through.
Going to a game 5 at the start of that hard point, it was LA.
Now we got the matchup of the weekend: Seattle Surge and Toronto Ultra.
I'm interested to see how Toronto's going to come out. Are they going to come out like frying, or is it going to be close?
I mean, Scrap is like hopefully a guaranteed 1.0 minimum for the rest of the year.
Yeah, Scrap is a decent player for sure.
Kleenex is just a consistent, underrated sub. Insight's like one of the best objective players in the game. And Envoy is yeah, he's Envoy.
Yeah, I mean, if Envoy puts up a 0.95 instead of a 0.5, he'll be fine.
Yeah, as long as Envoy plays better than he did last week, I will be so happy.
I think they're going to be fine. I don't know if Surge really has the slaying power against some of these top teams, because like Illy's the only one really slaying on that team.
I felt like that was already a misstep from side of LAG from a team that is struggling. And then on the flip side, it was
and I mean, Kleenex and Scrap are going to just like, they're going to slay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scrap's top contender for the team.
I mean, Scrap's like guaranteed kill record numbers almost every hard point.
They get the bomb down. They have the first blood. They have a player in the back of Chicken Coop watching the
God, watching CDL just makes you want to play ranked COD.
5 days.
I'm so excited, man.
Things like that
Yup.
just can't happen.
Catching me top ranked day 1.
The first team to finish 1 and 4 at least for
definitely
now. They're
trying.
still in around that 7th to 12th spot. Find out where they're going.
We'll see how long it takes Draza to get top 250.
Big part to your clutch plays, and that is our play of the game.
He'll be top 250 and still top of the BPL at the same time.
Yup. And he's still going to be getting out at least 5 to 6 hours a day of scrims with the team as well. He's spending 23.
Yo, chat, how we feeling? First series down. I mean, 3-0 out of FaZe is kind of not like unexpected, but also not expected. I didn't think FaZe was going to 3-0 him like that because some of the maps were close, but I mean, we're going into Toronto versus Surge. I think this is going to be a much better series, hopefully, but who knows, man. Surge did just get swept last series, so anything's possible.
I would get tired at least.
Yeah, I know once I'm getting tired, I'm starting to draw circles around the enemy.
See what a BZ has to say.
We're heading to a game 4. Who clutched up?
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, Zach ended up popping like a crazy 2-piece on the point to really like help us get that control back of the map, and then after that, it was like a smooth sailing.
BZ with the 1.14 in the map 3, so that's pretty solid.
Obviously, we haven't seen you guys for a couple of weeks. Happy New Year. What did Atlanta FaZe focus on with those couple of weeks off?
I mean, mainly we were just grinding because obviously there was new spawns going into this split, so we honestly only took like a few days off for Christmas. That way we could just keep grinding and playing amateur teams that had already been playing on the new spawns. So that was like the main thing for us.
BZ, in the Search and Destroy, you know, especially on your guys' offense, it was really just you like a bat out of hell going through mid, and then sort of them playing off of your contact, right? So is it something that like you and the rest of the guys are just okay with, like live or die by the BZ push?
I mean, honestly, we have like we're just like we have a bunch of different strats and stuff like that where, you know, I can like go in and try to win my one, and even if I don't, I mean, I have 3 of the best players beside me. They can clutch up in a round. So
BZ, the coach
you ain't wrong.
Currently has
BZ
you
ain't
at
wrong.
the top tier. Who else is in that top tier with you guys heading into Boston?
I mean, I'd say like the obvious top 4 teams like New York, Toronto, and Optic.
And of course, heading into that first major, which one of those teams are you most excited to play in the grand finals?
I'd say Toronto. I feel like it's always a good matchup with those guys.
They won Boston last year. I'm just saying, looking at
Major
the stats,
one grand finals.
Be favored to win it again.
Or if not FaZe versus Optic, FaZe versus Toronto.
I think I'm
That's
really.
And that's Atlanta FaZe with the first win of the day. We still have 2 matches to go, and remember, Toronto.
Man, I can't wait for Major 1. I don't know. Anything could happen, I feel like, this early in the year.
They take the stage next before we get
I think Optic coming out and winning the first major would be a phenomenal statement after getting second twice in a row last year.
Oh yeah.
Like coming in, like even with their replacements still being like considered the bottom of the top 4 by a lot of people.
There's definitely still a plan this for them to come and show out though.
Nailed it. We're going to break. We come back. It's going to be Surge.
I'm going to go to the bathroom and stuff during this break.
Don't want to miss it. We've got Minnesota and New York still in tow.
Yo, chat, I'm going to hit up the bathroom real quick. I will be back. I'll be back.
Qualifiers for major number 1.
Journey, 6 in a row for Journey.
Hydra obviously being one of those players might have a little dance with Sandy here in a moment, and as the pre-fire as well gets it done and gets out with his life. Possibly the best player in the world. Uncontested time for both teams. The game clock is still ticking.
Oh my God, we're talking about the sub prowess of Kleenex, but it's the AR he's putting to work here.
Yeah, to keep this 100%. 100 and looking good so far. 2v1 now. Dashy last up, full health though, chance to make a play. Next guy drops. Dashy 1v1. Versili, former teammate,
just gunned to sleep. Lives down to 3 for either side. This is going to be it. Last ditch attempt. Flying on the point. Joe Deceives gets his, but 3 seconds to go. You've got to get on the zone, lad. Fresh mag. Send it. Wins it. Oh my God. It's a 2v1. Can you do it? The boys are on the capture. It's now a 1v1. What a round of control. Diamond Con, if you win this! God damn, what a round!
It's 2. I mean, what, 5 in a row for Rip, 3 points now for Heretics. They're done. 4 in a row for Journey, 5 in a row for Journey, 6 in a row for Journey.
See what he can find. There it is. So up to 7 in a row. Journey has done 34.
The takedown 1. The response there immediately on the other side. The Journey, who's been the MVP of the map, hits again. 3 in a row for Journey. Ball game series to Heretics.
40 bomb for Journey on subbase. Closes out the series.
All right, chat, I'm back. I am back, chat. All right, chat, what are we thinking for this next match? We got Seattle versus Toronto. You got a top team versus a team that could be a top team. I mean, both of these teams look like they could be really good. You want to see my pick'ems for the sake of it. I have Toronto 3-1 currently. I think Toronto just great, you know what I mean? So I got Toronto 3-1, but I do think Seattle can keep this very, very close. So we will have to see. I think Seattle's going to win, but it's an either or. Dude, it's like, if Surge come out crazy, they can 100% win this. But Seattle's a team that I can't count out, you know what I mean? Like, they might have just gotten swept by Boston in their last series, but we know what to expect from Seattle, so, like, I can't count them out. Seattle winning this. All right, Brennan, you rocking with Surge. I like it. I like it. I wish, can I see the pickups? It's 73% voting Ultra right now, so I mean, I feel like this is probably pretty accurate, right? I mean, I would say most people think that Ultra are going to take this one. Ultra should win. Ultra should win for sure, but anything is possible, right? All right, we got to get this match started.
Absolutely, Toronto Surge.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Oh yeah. Toronto 3-0, full Toronto roster masterclass.
All right. Hey, I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deafen during the maps, and then I'll hop back in here and undeafen during each or after each one.
I'm just gonna be in here with my mic unmuted, thinking out loud with what's going on in the game.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for being in here. It's dope that you want to sit here and chat with us. So that's cool.
Yeah, I usually am in a few Discords for the CDL stuff. Look for people to watch party. Just no one really watches the games live.
Yeah, yeah.
Like my homies in the other Discords are like playing 8s right now, and I'm like, but guys, like we got pro matches going on right now.
I want to try and get like fans from each team in here while their team is playing, so you can get like kind of like the fan reaction of things. I think that would be really cool.
Oh yeah. Hey, I might be the biggest Toronto fan in the Discord.
Well, you're definitely the biggest one that I've seen on any of my stuff. So
the biggest scrap fan at least.
Well, for sure.
Got my whole TikTok profile designed after that guy.
Yeah,
it's my goat.
You're high on Seattle till they get slammed. Cool, yeah, we'll see, Tuzan. You're a Boston fan? All right, Tuzan, if you're in the Discord, definitely, if you're not, get in there. The link's in the description. Put the Boston fan as your team. I think it'd be dope to get a Boston fan in the watch party when Boston's playing. So if you'd be interested, definitely check that out. Capstone's your favorite player? I like Cap. Cap's doing good. This Surge intro is so good.
It's so clean.
It's so good.
That outfit they got Hoop wearing is
dude, Hoop looks
crazy.
Like a badass.
Like, come on, that vest he's got on, that just looks so sick.
Oh, it looks so good.
I think Surge has the best intro in the league. That is so clean.
I like Ultra's intro too. They always do good with the music.
Yeah.
You don't have a mic anymore?
Like perfect in their intro.
Damn, bro. Sorry to hear about your PC. But it's all good, bro. Hey, you could just hang out here and chat if you want. I appreciate you being in the YouTube though and chatting. What made you such a big Scrap fan? Like, why did you just? Where did that come from?
So, I was on like an Apex Legends grind in between the time of like Modern Warfare 2019 and Vanguard. So I came back to COD end of Vanguard by playing MW 2019, and then when MW2 season started, I wasn't really into the Pro League, and then it caught my attention on YouTube one day. And the first clip I saw was of this guy named Scrappy whooping some team's ass and then getting up and yelling at him. And I was like, oh my god, this guy is cool as hell. So then I just started watching him play, and I'm like, this guy is disgusting at the game, and he's getting up and talking crazy too? Like, when I'm playing with my friends and like beating them, I'm like yelling at their ears. So I'm like, wait, this guy's like very similar crap talking wise to me when I play.
That's dope.
So I was like, yeah, this guy is frying and talking crazy. Like MVP level performance. Yeah, I'm gonna like be a big fan of this guy now.
That's the both worlds.
Yeah, and then he messaged me on Instagram one day when I messaged him happy birthday, and I was like, yeah, I'm like this guy's #1 fan now.
That's dope. I was always wondering, like, this guy must really like Scrap for his whole TikTok profile. Be dedicated to him.
Yeah, like right after I saw New York win Major 1, I like started seeing clips of Scrap, and I was like, hold up, I mean, I get I'm from New York, but this Scrap guy is kind of piquing my interest. There's just like no personality in the league that like caught my eye like as much as his did.
Yeah.
I was like, this personality is so unique, and I just fully supporting it.
Need to get some breaks in hardpoint. 9th in break percentage at 11.1%, 12th in points per break.
So
you had a whole music producing studio? Damn.
A Toronto fan.
Need a big series out of Envoy, exactly, Alex. We need to see this. I want to see it. Scrap is a young Clay, dude. Scrap is basically ponytail Clay with Crash Talk.
So you expect them to improve when it comes to the hardpoint.
Yeah, I rock with Scrap. I'm from New Jersey, and obviously he's from Jersey, so it's gotta support. I mean, there's a lot of pros from Jersey, so gotta support him.
The problem right now is the fact that Surge are on a
Hey, we got triple invasion this series: invasion, Karachi, invasion, sub base invasion.
I hope we get a sub base hardpoint. I like watching that one.
Yeah.
All right, let's make it official here on the desk. I'm going with Toronto. Where are we feeling?
I'm gonna go with Toronto.
I'm being the biggest headache for production. I'm going with Surge.
Look at Nameless taking Surge.
Let's find out what goes down in this series. It's a best-of-5, and it starts right now. Chance, my guy, how are we feeling?
You know, taking Surge in this scenario is just like, if Surge wins, he'll be like, yes, I knew it. And then if like Toronto wins, he could be like, well, I was just trying to be different.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I got a phone call. They said, can you?
Oh wow, look at Bryce.
No. They said,
They keep bringing these guys back, even though they told them they weren't going to be hired.
Chance, how are you, my friend?
They just
I'm
keep
not
popping right back.
super in tune with the caster names. Just I kind of identify them by their voices.
Yeah.
On our hands as well. I think a lot of expectations are.
I don't know if any of them were like players previously, because I didn't really start watching the CDL before like last year.
Yeah, I mean, of the current casters, only Merc and Study are X players.
Been looking fantastic, so I'm expecting to be.
Maven has been casting for forever.
You're on the main stream, right? There was just a quick flash of the NYSL cams.
What are they doing over there?
I don't know. There was just a picture of Kismet sitting there. Hydro's chair was empty, and Sib was just spinning in his chair, I think.
They production clicked on the wrong thing.
So for Surge, realistically, this is a great game for them. Have they worked on that hard point? Have they made it better?
NYSL's playing right after this. So.
Yeah. I'm sure all their cameras. I mean, I guess they're already on. Production probably wants that all set up before they even start.
Yeah, they're probably like scrimming a little bit, running free for alls or something, just keeping their aim tip-top shape.
Yeah. Like God RX had the lowest KD of the year, and Envoy just picked up that like old duo immediately.
So I know you're a LAT fan. Do you have like any specific team that you're rooting against at all times?
Not really. I find myself rooting against the teams that win a lot, so probably FaZe.
Map 4,
I don't know. I like to see different teams win, but there's like no team I hate or anything like that.
They were just looking like the best.
I don't necessarily hate Carolina. I just got beef with GodRx because I played him in ranked last year, and I was absolutely world starring him on Hotel Hardpoint, and he was running his mouth like crazy to me.
That'll be an interesting moment of Toronto.
Got beef with a pro player. I like it.
Is that an opportunity for Surge, who we actually have
so I just got beef with GodRx now. He doesn't remember me or know me or anything, but yeah, I'm never gonna forget that.
That's dope. I've never played like ranked against the pro. I've played with a couple pros in pubs before randomly, but I've never had ranked yet.
The reason I'm taking Linz for Rookie of the Year is because I played against him in pubs earlier this year, and he was absolutely annihilating me.
I want to see him turn it up, because I thought he was going to be like the guy for Rocker, like down and giving the keys, but I mean, they've all looked bad.
Boston defeat, people said Toronto was right up there, right? A lot of people thought it was an upgrade. That team should be better.
You're an Optic hater. You love all the players. You just like to see them lose. I mean, sometimes it's funny when Optic loses because you see the reactions from the fans, how crazy they go, like saying they need to drop everyone. But I like seeing Optic win because it's cool when most of the fan base is happy they won. You wish they would do fun stuff with the All-Stars, like we get casters versus pros or something. Yeah, the All-Stars, they got to do better with it. They got to do better with it, Suzanne. I agree. It's like they did that 1v1 tournament back in like 2019. That was kind of cool, but they could do something at least, like give us an All-Star game, or I don't know, something that's entertaining rather than just having them walk out on stage.
It's always like the opportunity to get those early CDL points, because we've heard like players talk about it time and time
Must
again.
be something going on. They're really delaying this right now.
Falling early on, have a bad record, and you're starting
yeah, Scrap's probably like using the bathroom or something.
Devastating to you, like long term. Like you're constantly playing catch up. It makes the mental game that much.
Do you think any of these players get like pre-match nerves, like right before they got to come on, turn on their face cam, play like against these pro teams for like these meaningful matches? Do you think any of them are actually like shivering a little bit, or do you think they're like all fully like aware that they're deserving to be there?
I don't know. I feel like
at the start of the year,
I feel like a lot of them probably do get nervous to an extent. I mean, you've heard pro athletes say like you still get a little nervous before games. I feel like they have to, especially on LAN. But like, I mean, you can see all of Ultras laughing right now. Like, I feel like
I don't think any of them are nervous.
Yeah, I feel like if anything, there might be a little bit of nerves, but as soon as the map starts, they're just locked in. I don't think anyone really gets that nervous.
I think this might be a quick series. I'm looking at the face cams. I'm not seeing much activity from Surge unless Abuza's talking with his mouth being covered by the cam.
Yeah,
they're kind of just quiet while Toronto.
Is that Rambo in the background of RCD's cam? Just there on his phone.
Yeah. I mean, Surge all looks tired. Are they like in a free-for-all or something right now?
They might be, because I mean, Hook and Abuza's cams are like really lighting up, so it looks like
Abuza looks locked, and then they're not showing actual gameplay. So
yeah, they're probably just staying warm in a whatever delay. I mean, they just did their fish bump, so I guess they're locked. They're good now. But I'm gonna definitely put a
firing range thing
on your team. Hook is like the one true SMG player.
Illy was probably nervous coming back to the league after not playing for a while, so he's proved he's good enough to be back. Yeah, I don't know. Illy seems like the kind of guy who might not get that nervous, right? But who knows? They're watching film on Ultra before the match. Can you imagine? They're watching film literally as they're loading in. I mean, that's the definition of last minute right there. That's procrastination at the finest.
It is very much a map where there are these key moments on big rotations, because there are quite a few money hills on this map that exist.
Well, and after a lot of talking from us, it does look like this game is ready to go. Let's find out how these two headbutt as they go straight into it already. The first kill will be that grenade explosion onto a car.
Yeah, the grenade, and I think maybe some shots coming out as well. That is a cheeky opening break there from Scrap, who turns it into 2. So already Toronto on top of things, get players in the hill, set up that sort of
watching kids bark at Scrap to hype them up. Can you imagine? They're out there just watching like highlights, clips and stuff like that.
It looks like they get all the kills as well. Next there for the final wipe on Hook, and yeah, he'll be challenged.
Yeah, they certainly will, and this is a great chance for them as well. You can see them now starting to posture, all about that P2 rotation, getting into the right position here. Scrap looking for the cut, not going to see anybody, and Abuza already having got through as he looks for the players coming off the respawn. It will be an issue though.
There we go. More than 1 point for Surge at least.
This is an important one as well, right? If Abuza can sort of, you know, tee up and at least get the teammates in for reinforcements, there's the opportunity.
Oh, Envoy's gonna, yeah. I was gonna say he's not winning that gunfight. I mean, he blew up anyway, but
chucking him over. Well, I don't think there's any trophies on point either. So this is a lot of white time. Neither team able to collect any, and I'd say for Toronto, happy for the moment, still maintaining that 20 points.
Scrap can't open the door.
That's
a great gunfight though.
But his teammates have fallen. There is no opportunity for him there. He needed somebody to find a kill for him, and it hasn't happened for Seattle. This is a great opportunity to really rack the points up.
Surge on
good
point
stun right there. Trades are coming in. They won the trade duel. All right, so they're gonna get this final 20 most likely. I don't see Abuza might be the last one to really try to hit at this.
So maybe sort of an even 50-50 situation after the P1. Surge get a decent amount of time. The score line.
As much as you wanted Ultra to win last year, you're really happy P-Dog and Kismet got a ring. Yeah, I was happy to see. Definitely happy to see Priest to get a win. I really like Skies. I mean, I like Hydra and Kiz as well. But Priest I really like. Obviously, he played on 100T, so I'm a fan of everyone who plays for Thieves in some capacity.
An opportunity to find something already. Seattle Surge throwing up the backline, throwing up the defenses, trying to just keep Ultra away from this point.
So far, so good, right? I mean, you got RC is just doing a nice job staying alive. Ultra, maybe one player pushed up aggressively to get anywhere near the point, and Alien Hook there to take them down. So the information game on point. What is shaping up to be a full 60 by Surge, and I mean, not just shaping up, they're gonna get it. RC's
okay, RCB still get one of
these.
To
look for some cutoffs on rotation as well.
Yeah, good beams out of Hoop
he gets
there.
chopped down again for a full 60. This is 20 still extra seconds Surge have to break down this rotation.
And they're gonna go for it as well. Hugh on the 3 streak right now. He's gonna be looking for more. Inside his lane, there's so many bodies here for Ultra. He has to be patient. There will be no trade if he falls, but he finds the first and the second. He doesn't need a trade.
Good kills out of Hoop.
The Nuke got a 5 streak as they try to break through here and get Ultra away from this point.
Yeah, still though, just like that setup around the hill, he got the first 2 kills, but still
oh, he can't get the streak. That's a big kill out of Kleenex, especially with an AR when Hook had an SMG at closer range there.
And wraps back around. Ultra take full advantage, get a nice swipe on the board, and I mean, now effectively are almost like, what, chalking up old time potentially. Elite really thinking about this future rotation. So talk about this battle he's going to be having against Envoy. Little game of hide and seek potentially in the Palace.
As far away from the point as you can be, but just as important as he wins that fight as well. They're putting reinforcements in Kleenex now. They're looking for Illy at the same time. As the
oh my God, okay. We're going to see that on Twitter.
As well. Fights on both sides of the map.
Insight had to be weak, but we'll still see people posting that for sure.
It was chaos for a minute.
Oh, that is, I mean, that's a tragedy on a couple fronts. Like, you had the opportunity for Surge to actually win the rotation over towards P3. Ultra just clutch up and consistently winning the gunfights on the point. And then on the rotation, even when Illy wins the gunfight, Envoy spawns up.
How are we looking right now? Scrap 12 and 6. He's frying. Illy's surprisingly 7 and 8, but I mean, he's got 59 seconds in hill though, so he's getting the time.
This is a difficult hill to break at the best of times. And this is not the best of times. Insight still gunning them down. Looks like Surge are going to try and push this, but we know it is a nightmare.
Oh, Envoy's a double.
It is a place to get your head ripped off as Envoy goes to work. And Illy dives into the middle there, stays alive, but there is no progress towards this point.
I don't even know if Surge is going to go for this anymore.
We'll now know that Surge have not come again. They'll be looking for this rotation.
Yeah, that's an absolute dagger of a setup. Like, all 4 players, I think, had the MCW in hand for Ultra. And, I mean, Envoy just gets to sit on hill and just be the kitten for the team. Is, again, 10-point gap at the start of the hill. Obviously, now a decent-sized lead for Ultra. Still a competitive game, though. It's been a little bit back and forth, but obviously Surge certainly have their work cut out for them.
And they've committed to this. They've looked for it as well. Ultra leading going into the second set of rotations. Let's
still pretty close. I mean, a 50-point game. Obviously, Surge has the setup now for this one. 5 is getting behind. Oh, they're converging on them from all angles. Never mind, Surge is screwed. There's almost no way, right?
He's just sitting in Surge. I don't see the guy. Good pinch, Covey.
Try to help you right now.
I see the guy.
Bottom American.
Good kill out of Scrap. 17 and 10 out of Scrap. He's playing good.
Yo, I'm a cat. I got time. You're good.
Yeah,
This one's blue. They're spawning on me. Oh yeah, 2 fucking back guys. 2 going Lottie. Side Lottie too.
One's blue as well. Blue really weak.
I can get your beat on in a sec.
Oh, he probably should just stay in that corner.
Beat on with me. Beat on tank. Beat on tank. I'm on left. Take it up, bro.
What's P4 on tank?
I'm running it in back. Wait, one P4.
Yeah, I'm probably dead here. Might be P4.
Pillar's weak though. On tank, on the tank, right side tank.
Tank is dead.
Nice, good shit. I'm getting broken. Yeah, I spawn American.
Dude, Ultra are pretty so quiet in their listenings. I mean, they've always historically been super calm in their listenings, but I mean, they weren't even really saying that much. But I guess how much do you really need to say? You know what I mean? Oh, we're going right to Surge listening. All right.
On time. When is speed time? It's left side time, okay? Make sure you need this guy. On me. Back right side. Kill. Isn't Jamie on time? He's on 5. We gotta play this. I need time. Yep, start pushing up. I'm leading this shit. I have a throw.
Big kill out of who?
On time, inside. To their side. Yeah, I'm on time again. 20 seconds. To that. Alright, we gotta hold a couple rotations. Yeah. I'll do that. I'm gonna give them you guys, okay?
Surge got to go big now. They got to go really big. I mean, they're almost down by 100 at this point. They really got to turn up for these next couple hills.
I mean, you know, maybe
didn't get a 60 here. They bring it back close, but it's gonna be tough.
But I think ultimately it's just the slang right now. Scrap is having a
Legion comms against these are your favorite. Dude, those comms were great when they made that comebacks. Clay hit the stair glitch. I do gotta say, as much as I hated seeing Thieves lose that, it broke my heart a little bit. I mean, it was electric out of Legion.
Cutting them to ribbons. They find their way towards this one. Boozer has to win. The gunfight wins one.
Can he win both? That's gonna be tough.
It doesn't matter. They have broken this hill and may have broken Surge right out of this map.
Yeah, hard point, little too clean. The victory lap with the cruise missile as well, but nobody home, no one close for the chow.
It's looking like Ultra is gonna be
Ultra again in hard point.
Oh yeah, I mean it's over. It's over.
Yeah, and you got to say maybe the first half it was about the rotations.
Well,
Surge
that was close until it wasn't. It was close until it wasn't.
But you got good hill time.
Well, that ended up not being close.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it was like 130 to like 110 or something at one point, and then it just spiraled.
Yeah.
And on the flip side too, like if you're going into this match as Toronto Ultra, you're already feeling confident.
I mean, Scrap 23 and 16.
That's just your regular Scrap performance.
Arcity's and Abuza kind of got work.
I have to imagine a lot of the holiday game planning.
Is
for Toronto
Abuza French?
I believe he's from Belgium.
As we're looking at the stats again, just on pure gunny alone, I mean, Scrap an absolute field day.
Ultra win both hardpoint, lose the control, and SMPs.
Envoy went negative,
dude,
but
that would be wild.
Picked it up with the hill time.
That's what they want from him. He talks the biggest game in the CDL. And
yeah, Envoy, he said I'll sit in hill. It doesn't matter.
But yeah, this was a very contested map for the most part. You got to say maybe Ultra just able to really move to another gear, and Seattle Surge, I will say, had a great time when they were doing the fundamentals correctly. Whenever Surge got that rotation, they were holding it.
Gotta love when Scrap comes out hot.
Oh yeah, I mean he was doing. He was winning some fights he shouldn't have won, considering getting an AR up close.
I think that sort of messed with the pace of the game. It's when Hoop got 2 kills
like in hill like that, he shouldn't be getting those kills.
3 versus 2, and your 4th guy collecting the old time would be there.
Man, Kleenex was winning some crazy fights too.
But the final 2 players,
he was like front street out by a castle, and he just beamed someone side DVD on like the heady in between DVD and P1.
Yeah, I feel like Kleenex is gonna forever be underrated.
Hard points that we saw, and I think after that, just in full control of the game, and of course the
I think it might just be because he doesn't have like
trying to deal with. Certainly didn't help
the personality type, like to gain the notoriety that like the other big players have.
Like, yeah, he definitely isn't like loud or really talkative about stuff.
Because I mean, you got Simp and Abizi who are on FaZe, you got Shotzi and Pred who are on Optic, and we all know Optic and FaZe have the like notoriety for their players, like everyone knows those guys. And you got Hydra and Kismet, like champs, winners, MVPs.
Got a full 60, blew the game wide open. So again, just
like everyone knows Toronto's top 4, but like I feel for most people when they think Toronto, they think Scrap.
Yeah, for sure.
Map that can get away from you if you really
Like, I think Scrap's like MVP level skill is overshadowing the fact that his team is insane as well.
It's not control.
Oh yeah, I mean Kleenex and Insight have been on Ultra for, this is like the 4th season now. I mean Kleenex 5, Insight 4, and I mean they've been a top team every single year.
Yeah.
Well, they are going to need to be, because I think the most important map, or at least the one we have the most information on for these teams, is the sub-base hardpoint. I know it's new spawns, but Ultra, we're looking dominant on that map.
Toronto in the Cold War Champs finals?
The same. A lot of the hills, again, those sort of situations,
I mean,
it might
they've
take
been good the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, Ultra's been the 2 out of the last 4 finals at Champs.
That being said, if the hardpoint
obviously they lost both, but they've been to both of them.
Surge needs this win.
Yeah.
Going to need the 2-3-5, so the bounce back I think needs to be immediate.
And even after all that, they just continue to keep upgrading. I mean,
it is kind of crazy.
That's a good team.
It is pretty wild.
He was absolutely doing his best to keep up for the team. A small map like Karachi, maybe he can make this his playground.
You'd hope so. 2-3-5.
I feel bad for Surge. They started out 2-0, and people are like going crazy. Illy MVP, Surge, top 4, all this stuff, and then they lost 2 in a row, and now they might lose 3.
Yeah.
You don't want to get behind this early on in the season. You make your run a lot more difficult if you cannot find the points and cannot.
I mean, if they start 2-0 and they end in losers, they end up in losers bracket at Major 1, that's like disappointing.
But still,
Abuza was like the undisputed MVP of challengers last year, I think.
Oh yeah, he didn't have the same level of like hype like Scrap or Pred did, but he was looked at as the best for sure.
Yeah, but he's coming out looking okay, but Abuza needs to put in some more work.
Yeah, I mean he was an AR in challengers, and now he's playing an SMG, so
I get the role swap and stuff could be a little difficult, but
yeah. All right, I'm gonna deafen up. Let's see what happens.
We have written it into existence, and we have told you the statistics.
All right, chat. What are we thinking? Get your predictions in. I'm going 6-4 Ultra. But I could very well see Surge winning this. But throw your score predictions in chat. What are we thinking for this one?
Towards B, you know these guns are going to be posted. Abuza and Hook working together, but if you use the nades early on, you might not have enough towards the end. It looks like the smoke's for a bait. And it looks like a couple stuns get rung out, and in the meantime, by the way, RCD's trying to get active. You had Kleenex pick him up for the first blood, and it looks like these kills are falling like dominoes. That is Illy for 1 versus 4.
Oh, Envoy got out. I don't think he even saw him move.
Ultra just picking them apart. There was a double bait and switch, and then he got off with the nade. Illy's still trying to 1v4, but he's out.
6-5 Seattle. Hey, dude, I would love to see a round 11. But that was a pretty decisive round at Ultra start.
There's a few things that just went wrong there for them, and Ultra looked very, very practiced on that site.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't look great in that hard point. I mean, it was 100 to 100 at one point, pretty much, and then they ended up losing by over 100 points. So, you know, not how you want to see it.
Get used before you actually jump on the bomb, and of course, when the smoke goes out on the B side of the map, RCD's the lone defender at A, starts to get active, tries to make a move, and Kleenex just catches them on the rotation. So, systematic approach and a perfect first round from Ultra. They get a try off on defenses. It looks like Surge may be aggressive towards A.
Oh, very aggressive already. Bodies being committed. You can see them flowing through the map. Here comes the first shot, but inside is equal to it, and that has slowed them down significantly.
I mean, I just slowed him down. That daggers him. And now Kleenex
waiting for the Illy, kill. Dude. Yep, ran right past him. Right past him.
4 this time for Abuza. And, I mean, he's completely surrounded. This is Ultra not wasting any time on Karachi. This is 2 perfect rounds. They have
that is 2. Is that 2 flawless rounds in a row for Ultra?
And we
I think that's 2 flawless rounds in a row for Ultra, which is just like.
Not had a good time.
I mean, Kleenex is 4-0. I think they're all 2-0, 3-0, or 4-0 to start through the first 3 rounds.
Just swarming when they realized what the hit coming in was. And for Ultra, if they can get a 3rd here, they could really put the hurt on the Surge.
Hey, chat, remember to hydrate. If you got water, take a sip.
I guess we get to see if Ultra want to go for the mind games or if they just want to play
hydration is key.
I feel like if you haven't lost a single gunfight.
Okay, so Scrap doesn't have any kills yet, but none of them have died, which is crazy.
Play for maybe a cheeky first blood or maybe go just fly forward the middle of the map.
Okay, they got the first blood this time. That's a good start for a Surge. They needed that.
But he is currently making the play.
Does Kleenex check that under?
Already grooving, dead silence.
No, Scrap gets the back though.
One on the board, making it a 3 versus 3. Surge did have that first blood.
We'll see if Kleenex is able to get through. I mean, Hook might not turn and see him here. Oh, Hook is actually behind the thing. He can't even see him. He might get shot. Oh, RC just doesn't see him. And he stun checks it, and they know Hook is there now.
Oh, and the stun can
this is like...
Kleenex doing everything in this round.
Wow. This is clinical. This is clinical at all.
But it doesn't matter.
This is wild.
Kleenex has just won you the round unless Illy
might be able to make a play here, but bomb's down in a 1v3. It's
with bomb down on B.
Not looking good for him. How did he not see that guy?
Well, is he going to wait this one out? This is an opportunity, and he finds inside, but he can't get him down.
Oh, maybe he did see him.
Okay,
wait a second.
And now only Kleenex stands behind him in the clutch. He knows where he's going to be as well. The wrap, the chow.
Oh my God, Illy.
Holds it down for
Dude, Illy almost had that. Illy almost had that.
A dream, but that dream was not realized.
Yeah, no,
wow.
Kleenex is your nightmare for sure. A good
that should not have been that close.
Just for the heads up of maybe.
But I guess Illy did see Scrap.
That's good comms.
I don't know if he saw him, but I bet you someone on his team called it out.
His teammates, I think, called it in Spectator.
Chance literally just said that. Yeah.
I mean, heads up, incredibly.
Chance and I, our minds are connected currently. His teammates definitely were like, "Hey, yo, you saw him on the scaffolding."
But a 1 versus 3 is still a 1 versus 3, and Kleenex is that perfect 6-0. I mean, he is having a takeover map for sure.
Yes, it looks like maybe an aggressive push again here for Kleenex. Already that call has come through. He may have noticed the gap in the defense, and I think he has as well.
Good God.
Oh, he jumps
all right, he gets caught. He gets caught. Envoy gets a kill back though.
Now on.
And then Hook trades him back, and then Scrap trades ours. Dude, what is going on? Abusa? Can he get the timing? I think Scrap knows he's there. Yup, Scrap knew he was there.
Checks it and everything, and Scrap just guns him down. I was gonna say it could have been a freebie in some awkward timing, but it's just gonna be Hook in a 1 versus 2. Literally the 4th opportunity in a row for a player on Surge to clutch. And I mean, there's great timing for a freebie kill. Unless Insight just moves.
Oh my God, Insight just turned on him. Or not turned on him, but turned around on him.
That is the 3rd kill we have seen from Ultra, where you think a player might get shot in the back, and they are just 2 heads up. That's a great replay.
Dude, Ultra are.
He is. I don't know. There's a metaphor.
Did he shoot bodies?
Out the H2O, 2 bullets, 2 bursts. I don't know.
There it is. That could have been a very.
He might have shot bodies there.
You are right. Insight turned and checked.
Wow. Okay, this might not be as close of a map as I predicted. I said 6-4. It might not be 6-4.
Playing out 4-0 to Toronto Ultra.
And talk about playing with confidence. I mean, Kleenex was top 3.
I mean, Abuz is on a donut. Hook is on a breadstick.
Straight through the middle of the map.
This
in the
is
first 13 seconds. Like.
I mean, Kleenex is already through again. Look at the timing, bro.
Kleenex is officially behind enemy lines, and maybe Illy actually right next to a guy on bomb.
Wow.
Doesn't check it. He gets blooded. Kleenex for the freebie, and this is, yeah, Surge, not the best SDC of the game. Maybe a top-notch squad, but Ultra right now.
This is wild.
Taking them to task.
Kleenex is finding gaps there shouldn't be. And now for Surge, they have to get through. Inside will cut down Hugh, go down to a 1 versus 4. It's Arsenal's this time, but it's no good.
Will we see Ultra? Will we see Surge get the full sale and bring it back, or is this going to be a 6-0?
No.
I mean, it looks like it could very easily be a 6-0. Ultra looked unstoppable. Kleenex is 8-1. Jeez, man. This is not looking great for Surge right now. I mean, if they go down 2-0 in this series, I don't know if they. I don't know if they're going to show much.
Feeling great, long holiday break. You put the effort in. You're taking a smoking like this. This is going to be tough for Surge to bounce back from. I mean, we got
8-1 out of Kleenex, 5-1 out of Insight. Envoy and Scrap are both positive. And on the other side of things, no one with more than 3 kills. Not looking good. Abusa's probably going to get killed here. Insight with 2. RCD's in a 1v3 to keep his team alive, man. This is.
It is not the first, it is not the last, it is every single one. RCD's a 1v3.
And we'll see you later. Holy crap, bro. A 6-0? 6-0 like that? I mean, they didn't even put up a fight. Did Abusa even get a kill, or did he drop a donut?
I mean, Bryce, there was
he might have done
an
it.
ounce of respect shown towards Surge in that Surge.
Ultra's laughing.
The first 2 rounds went
RCD's saying prayer.
was just perfect. Not a single player lost a gunfight. Not a single player took a death. Finally, a first blood comes through in like round number 3, just off of like the nade, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Tuzan, we might be giving them a little bit too much credit. I mean, a donut out of a booza and a breadstick out of
no
poop.
Respect to their opponents, and I guess
Boy,
no
oh
reason
boy.
to give them a perfect 6.
Well,
they quite literally
that,
do know.
Yeah, that was a DoorDash match. That was crazy.
That's, I mean, 6-0 is 8-1 out of Insight, 8-1 out of Kleenex.
Yeah, Kleenex and Insight combined for 16-2.
Dude, I mean,
that's crazy.
And then Hook and Abusa combined for 1.
It is not what we
yeah.
So,
1 and 1. 1 and 12. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
That's rough. Wow.
How are these teams up? What has happened over the
This is the Ultra that I thought we would see this season.
This is the Ultra I love. This is the Ultra I love to see. This is the Ultra that should have been there at Champs.
Who knows? Because at the moment, that's the
Of course, minus Envoy for Hixie, but this is the Ultra I wanted to see at Champs.
I think Toronto Ultra certainly enjoyed their holiday break.
Man. How about round 4 when Scrap won that gunfight?
I mean, he turns around with that pistol and
yeah.
God.
Oh, I was out of my seat for that. That was crazy. You should not have won that.
Oh, there
yeah,
it is
right
again.
there on a Booza. Oh, dude, on a Booza.
That checked him. As soon as he lost that, he knew it was over.
He was like, huh?
God.
Oh my. Abusa
I thought this was going to be match of the day. Bro, Tuzan, we all thought this would be match of the day, but I don't even know. This might be 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 on all 3 of these series.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 3-0.
We might see 3 3-0s today.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see how NYSL comes out, but NYSL was probably going to rock the rocker.
The rocker, yeah, it's GG's.
I mean, they're 0-3. They have not looked good at all.
Yeah, Sim and Skies are just outgunning the ARs on rocker.
I wonder how Sib's hand is, because he was saying he needed to like get it checked up when they went to the break.
I don't know. I hope he's good.
Yeah, I hope he's good too. But I mean, we've seen hand injuries. Illy, Zuma, it keeps happening. So I hope he's alright. I mean, obviously they're playing with him. They haven't said they're playing with the sub, so he must be okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was there in his chair when they accidentally clicked on their Toronto cam.
So he's got to be fine.
Yeah, but in that match, there was just no communication out of Surge. Like, after every round, I was expecting like either RCDs or Illy to like take charge and start talking. I mean, Illy's got so much time spent in the off season on scrims and Search, and RCDs with his years on FaZe. You know, like he was on the best SND team in the game for a while. Got rings with them. I'm like,
they just look speechless after each round.
Yeah, both of them were there just not saying anything.
You'll be mad if
Like,
Rocker
there's
get
no,
more than
like,
0 maps.
Good
I mean,
leadership role for this
I
team.
mean, they took a map off of Optic in the last series they played, so it's possible to get something against NYSL.
And of course, it doesn't help that no one on Toronto is missing a round right now.
Yeah, I mean, they all look so good right now.
Yeah, I mean, that read out of Scrap on Abusa, top P5.
Hey, that read up from Insight, too, to turn
Yeah.
around mid there and get that kill.
Toronto's sixth sense is kicking in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Kleenex got timing through, like, mid-map, like 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah. He got through it, like, literally half a second before Illy turned the corner and would have spotted him.
Yeah.
And then Illy gets blooded ticket. Like, everything was just going right for Toronto there. And as a fan, you know, I'm loving seeing that.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for Abusa, man. 2, like, not good performances in a row, coming off, like, being expected to be one of the best in the league instantly because of how good he was in challenges.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they do, because it's like they can move him to an AR, but then what? Illy has to move to an SMG probably. Illy or RCDs, obviously. It's like, because all 3 of those guys should be ARs. But I guess, I mean, you can run 3 ARs in this game though, which is also the thing.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
mean,
like, who knows what's going wrong over there.
Yeah.
But they started out 2-0. I mean, obviously they have the capability of winning, so I wouldn't overreact.
Yeah. They're a good squad, but I mean, they're just playing the best team in the game.
I mean, they might be one of the best. If they play this way every game, I think they are.
Yeah. I mean, disgusting. Yeah, Envoy's coming out playing great. Everyone's playing good. Insight and Kleenex, obviously, 16-2. Two of the most underrated players in the league, putting up those numbers.
The Call of Duty Week is brought to you by Monster Energy.
Here we go, Game 3 Invasion Control. I got Toronto winning, obviously. Toronto's one of the best control teams there is.
Yeah, let me look at these control records right now. Let's see what we got here. Toronto is 2-1. They have not played Invasion yet. So this will be their first time playing Invasion, and then
they did win the round 1 hardpoint on Invasion, so I think they just got the map on their mind.
And then Seattle's 2-2. They're 1-1 on Invasion, so they have some reps. But I mean, in Control, Illy's got a 1.17, and then RCDs and Abuza have 0.8. So like, you know, yeah,
I think it's gonna be like a 3-1 Toronto this match. I think maybe Seattle could pull out a defense round win, but I got Toronto winning this.
Yeah, we're gonna see Envoy and Kleenex get in the hill, and then you're gonna see Scrap and Insight holding down the lanes and just beaming on offense one round.
Yep. And after this, we got Rocker versus NYSL.
That might be a DoorDash challenge. So.
Yeah, I think that might be a quicker 3-0 than the first two.
I don't mind it being quick. I'm hungry. So.
Yeah. Hey, I had dinner before the first matchup, so with FaZe and I'm having a brain fart. Who did they play?
LAG.
Yeah, LAG. Right before that, I had dinner coming into these matches because I know I'm not trying to get up and go anywhere for them.
Yeah, right. Alright, I'm a deafen, but I'll be back after this 3-0.
Maybe they don't mind the slow capture when they're getting every single kill.
All right, chat. What are we thinking? Can Surge win this map, or is it gonna be a sweep? I mean, they are already down 6 lives.
Somebody do something, Surge.
So, oh my god. I mean, I think Surge's mental is chalk this series. I think it's over for them.
It's going to be cut down by Abuza. There leaves one player left under this one, but it is Scrap.
Scrap, don't peek. Oh, why did he chow that? He shouldn't have chowed. He shouldn't have chowed. They look, yeah. Tuzan, I don't know, dude. I just...
Surge actually make big plays on both
they
sides
don't
of
look
the
like
too,
they
so
can shoot back right now, so I wouldn't expect much either. I'm with you on this. I don't expect much. I mean, Envoy just jumped out into the middle of the hill and just beams who.
That is gonna fall. 2 minutes now on the game clock. A 7 making.
They're already up 8 lives.
Ultra again, absolutely no.
Envoy 7-1, literally within what, less than 60 seconds.
Over towards the bridge side of the map, but if you like lose the fights on the back line, he's just gonna be out of position. So Surge, they need to start
0-4 to start. I mean,
this is a great setup for them, though. They are
wow.
They are buried. They are burning time, is what they are doing. They just need some good trades to push them back into it. But Kleenex is fighting all the way out here, and he finds it eventually. But this is what it is good for. Surge are making Ultra dig them out of their holes.
Yeah, I mean, Seattle obviously do not look good in this series, and Ultra look really good. But, like, we know Surge can be good. They started out the season 2-0, so hopefully they can figure out what was working for them in that first 2 series they played, because it's not looking great. And they play Miami on Sunday, I think, Surge, so they got another tough team to go up against on Sunday. So it's like they better figure this out, because before they know it, they're going to be 2-4, and you know they might be starting in losers bracket despite starting the season 2-0. So
get those kills that they've just bled throughout this control, and now make them work for it themselves. 2 go down here, but the benefit being they pushed them so far back, they will get to respawn and have another go at it.
And right back to the setup as well. This time, Booz will be the guy out towards bridge. One guy playing the anchor spot back towards DB. And little bit of roaming.
Hey, that's a good gunfight win out of Hoop. They needed that.
The MCW, but
the lives are close. I just stop looking at the lives for a second, and before you know it, they're only down by 2.
To get that cruise missile. And for how this round started, Surge have done a phenomenal job of stabilizing and getting control.
Great stabilization out of Surge here.
Yeah, the recovery is wild.
I mean, they were down by what, 8 lives at one point, and now they're tied. Now they're leading. Okay, they're tied again.
And trying to Ultra for all the bluster and all the
bombasticness
they were in that.
That's pretty wild too, because Ultra only got 3 ticks. They didn't even get a tick on A, despite being on the hill at one point.
And
so
maybe even Ultra showing off
an amazing turnaround out of Ultra there, honestly. That's like really well turned around, because keeping them to only 3 ticks is really good.
Ultra might have shown a decent look of how to win some of these offensive rounds, of putting the pressure on both of the zones, just to force sort of that like split defense action, or force Surge to make a decision. Do we chalk up 1 point? And Surge actually get a little bit bold. They try to defend both and do so successfully. And as soon as they sort of
Hook started 0-4 and he's 4-6 now. So I mean, that's a good turnaround. Abuza 9-5, despite the donut last map, is also really good.
Is getting this attacking round, but it is going to be difficult. For every bit that they played that correctly, Ultra will be looking to do the same already. They're putting the squeeze on the beat. Abuza's going to play it through.
Dude, Kleenex gets through in every game mode on every map. This guy just finds their out.
Ultra not letting anything go.
Oh, no, I mean, I thought Abuza saw the guy, like, around the tank. He just let a player run straight through, like, the dark alley and get a freebie kill. So, unfortunate vision, or maybe just some weird comms coming through. But either way, Ultra on defense. A single segment has been captured, and they are certainly applying the pressure. Players pushed up towards dark alley, going on flank. Surge have so many directions to look, and I mean, Illy's able to pick up 1, but he is waiting for the reinforcements, because Insight was picking up that cut. Surge are very far away from this zone.
Illy getting another one. That's very important for them. Surge, this is slow but steady. Trying to get numbers in position for an overwhelming force onto it so they don't get taken out.
13-8 out of Envoy. Slowed down a little bit. He was, what, 7-1 at one point? So
they win that first gunfight, and Ultra
coming back down to earth a little bit, but I mean, they're all looking pretty good right now.
To get that clearance on the B zone and still having to work. Yeah, more flanks coming through. Envoy maybe even dancing with the idea in a big gunny by Scrap. That opens up the zone, and again, Ultra applying the pressure. Couple key 1v1s coming through, and I mean, you are just right back to square one. You got to worry about flanks from Kleenex. You got to worry about the dark alley push. Scrap on this Eddie, potentially 2. This might be a devastating round on defense without those segments coming through. Ultra very clean right now.
They are there. ARs are set up completely. They are just cutting them down before they can even look at this point. And there's nowhere to go for them. They've got the flank as well. Envoy is pushed forward. Scrap still sitting.
All right, well, that's a clinical defense out of Ultra. 1 tick for Surge, so they're up 2 ticks.
Advantage long term, right?
They're up 2 ticks.
By who has like the better
I mean, I feel like Ultra's going to get an offense.
On the offensive rounds.
If they get this offense, it's just chalk it up as a 3-0. But if Surge can win this defense, then they got to turn up in round 4.
Surge, they're either going to have to clutch up on offense or need to respond with a dominant defensive win of their own.
Well, let's see. For Ultra, if they can even just have a round like they did last time, could be all they need. But they were feeling themselves.
I can't believe this match has been going for 2 hours already. I've been live for 2 hours already. This is going fast. I mean, the matches themselves are going fast, but the stream is also fun. Thanks to everyone hanging out in here. If you're in here in the YouTube chat, just hanging out, watching, chatting, thank you to everyone who's hanging out in here. I appreciate it.
Just gets spotted.
I figured with Scump watch party in, Zuma watch party in, there'd be nobody in here, but we've had about 6 to 8 viewers this entire time, so shout out to everyone who's in here.
A little bit faster than they are. Finally, the kill falls into his lap, but Envoy was ready for that 5 seconds in advance.
And just being an issue for Surge, they had to get him out of there. They knew it as well. It caused them to get away from it, but they have managed to get that player off. That second tick did not come through. Ultra being a bit careful before they commit to this one again. Looking for the numbers. Kleenex goes and finds you, does get that kill, stays alive as well. And with that second tick into B, they're looking to see if they can push. Yeah, there's power spot.
Abuz is on 15 kills already, which is the most in the lobby, but Ultra are all right around the 10 kill mark, so the team consistency and slaying is crazy, and they already got the B point. Up 1 life going into the 2 minutes left to get A. I mean, it's possible, but we'll see. So I think Hydra's going to drop more than 50. Did I say 56.5? So I think he's going to drop more than 56 kills in the first 3 maps.
And unfortunately for him, just gets caught on the retreat back to the
I mean, he definitely could. 56 is a lot of kills. 56 is a lot of kills, and if they don't play sub-base map 1 hardpoint, I don't think so. I probably wouldn't take the over on that. I'd probably leave that one the way it is. Because over 56 is a lot of kills. Especially in this game, that's like pretty crazy.
For these plays in the backfield.
He is behind him. No one on Surge has turned around.
But you never know. I mean, he's going up against Vivid, who just sprints at you constantly. So if he's got Vivid in the blender, he could get a lot of kills. But
enough pressure for Ultra just to have
Envoy might get the timing here on Illy, and he gets gunned. Never mind.
Never mind. Done. Illy eventually sniffs it.
I really thought Envoy was going to make the play there for his team, but
he's behind us.
Hook loves that car, man. He beams when he's at that car.
Again, similar setup, keeping things nice and stable, trying to survive for another minute.
Yeah, Envoy, all that time burn, all that time in the backfield to mean they're outnumbered everywhere else, and it doesn't come off. And
Envoy 19 and 14, playing really well. He was a little slow in map 1, but he's playing good so far. Map 2 and map 3 has been great.
You can already see Illy sitting way far out down that street, meaning that there is no easy break here for Ultra.
Yeah, Illy's in a great position right now. I mean, he's pushed all the way up on that side of the map. It's going to be hard for Ultra to get out of the spawn trap.
Made it into P1. Abuza behind them, and wow, great damage on the wall bangs as well. So you're just never able to get these like clean 3 or 4 man wipes. Another flank coming through, but it is a small opportunity. I think Surge are just.
Oh my god, I didn't even know you can man spawn that.
Arsenes calls it correctly as well, and even with Scrap finding 2. Just not enough time. You have to run through the MCW. The Envoy might try and make it. Goes for the slide to stop the clock.
Envoy's in the hill. I mean, okay, he got naded. Oh, okay, that's 3 dead. All right, another 3 ticks out of Ultra. So, so what are they? So they're up 5 ticks now. So pretty much Surge needs to win this round, or else they're going to get offense on round 5, and then obviously it's an Ultra advantage for sure.
Effectively, if we go to a round 5, should have that guaranteed defense, which just means Surge got to close.
I mean, unless Surge get 5 picks and then somehow win on the kill advantage.
Round 5, but
2
opportunities.
It's looking like we're going to see probably Ultra on defense in a round 5, but Surge could surprise us on offense here.
How big of an opportunity it'll be, but certainly something we have to keep in the back of our minds.
Surge could definitely surprise on offense.
Let's find out. Let's see. Is there anything? It's not the first blood.
I can start a poll. This is pretty cool.
Skull Locket, yeah, I don't know exactly what killed him there. I mean, like the frag, but did something on the tank explode or something nearby? I'm honestly not too sure. Good first blood.
Is it good enough? That's the question. Surge could prove a bit of an upset here if they can find something different. They haven't showed us a lot so far in this control.
Let's put up a poll. Let's put up a poll. What do I think about Kismet dropping 51 kills? His 51... I think he could. His has been a little slow, I think, to start the year, so I also would probably stay away from him. Obviously, the over-unders are meant to be hard to pick, but I think it's...
That's a very early investment.
It's going to be... I don't know. His hasn't really, I feel like, popped off yet this year, but 51 isn't an insane number to get over. You're going to say Hydra get over 56? But don't bet on it because he's been wrong predictions all day. Yeah, I hate giving, like, betting advice because I hate people bet on the things I tell them to, or like I say I'm gonna bet on and then they get it wrong or something like that. That's like not, you know, not what I want to do. So, but that is my insight on that personally, and I'm not talking about insight on Ultra. I'm not talking about Jamie.
As they continue to just gun down Surge back into the spawn, back into the respawn. And I don't see any hope now in the rest of this one.
Yeah, no,
yes,
I mean,
so Surge down 10 lives.
The game is going to be tied up 2-2, but from what we've seen in these first 4 rounds, Ultra is just sort of clear-cut the better team. It's just a defensive shootout, as we have seen. Of course, though, Ultra We'll have defense again for the round 5. They have been utterly just like exhausted.
All right, 2-2. We're going to round 5. Ultra is going to be on defense. It's going to have to be something crazy out of Surge here, but
you need a good opening break for Surge.
It's going to be hard. I mean, backs against the wall, on the verge of being 3-0'd in the series.
Because obviously,
can they turn up? Can they make it happen?
Yeah. Well,
we're going to find out.
Surge, it all rests
We are going to find out.
Is there anything left? We said the S&D was their crucial part, but turns out it's going to be this
We're up to 10 likes on the stream. Thank you to everyone who's liked the stream so far. If you are enjoying the content, consider hitting the like button. I'd like to see how many likes we can get. We'll see if we can get up to 15 likes during the stream. That would be dope. But thank you to everyone who's hanging out. I appreciate it a ton. It's dope to watch COD with other people.
Yeah, and it's also, again, just sort of a slang battle as well, where Ultra are just up like plus 15 maybe in the kills column. Off the opening break, though, I think Ultra may be a little concerned about it. An A hit going to be aggressive, so it's that 2-2 split. So
yeah, no problem, Psycho. Hey, I don't mind giving you my insight on that type of stuff. I get scared when I share my bets because, you know, half the time you're going to miss, half the time you're going to hit. So, and with these over-unders on prize picks, it's so scary, you know what I mean? Because COD is so day-to-day, you never know who's going to come out and fry or who's going to get fried.
They go to Chow Envoy as well, and he just can't get him down. He eventually gets him out there, and this is more ticks than Surge have got in the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, might have ourselves a ball game. Finally, some success on offense, and I mean they've just been struggling.
All right, Surge is gonna get B here. Surge is gonna get B. Yeah, we might see it get a little mixy here. They're up 4 lives. I mean,
Mercedes will be that leading man. Might be able to deliver, or they'll lose both the gunfights, and Ultra just sort of push you back once again.
But the pressure is now on. You are right. This could be a better game for Surge. They just have to be correct here. And Ultra.
I mean, Ultra are winning the slaying department by a mile, but that's the thing about Control is like you can get outslayed and still win. Because if you get on the point, you know, you can stack that point before you know it.
Yeah, that's
you got that. You got those picks.
A Renetti of an AR player on Ultra gun down the rival 9 of Surge, and yeah, just right back to square one. CleanX, by the way, not even playing like the bridge spawn out. He is sitting inside a palace. So if he's going to be in that situation, he's going to have your mid-map covered. He's going to have your A Street covered. 3 players on
2020 on lives, 1 minute and 20 seconds left. I mean, this is going to be... This is either going to be Surge are going to get like a 4 dead and they're going to bust in the hill, or... Okay, CleanX is in their spawn. I mean...
Going to find him hiding, and this is all
okay, I mean, CleanX is...
I've never even seen
he's
someone
toying with them
in
now.
this deep corner of the map, and I mean, again, it's just if you spawn up in Palace,
Hydra has a 50 kill average between hardpoint and Control, so it comes down to 6 to 7 in SND. I mean, Hydra can easily get 6 or 7 in SND, right? But like, it's like the thing is like if they 6-0 Rocker in SND, Hydra might only get like 3 or 4 kills. You know what I mean? CleanX is playing with him. 30 seconds. They're down 6 lives. Surge have got to get a big play here. Someone's gonna have to make a huge play.
They've spawned up and died.
But I mean, they're literally they haven't moved in 20 seconds. They're just stuck in their spawn.
They got to be perfect. Envoy shooting on the flank. Scrap's gonna get active, and it's just
it's over. It's over. They're getting 3-0'd.
to death.
That's crazy.
Perfect evasion control effectively from Toronto Ultra.
Wow.
Perfect series as well. I mean,
yeah, exactly, Chuzon. That's what I'm worried about. Is if they run through Rocker, it's no way Hydra gets over 56 kills.
They just gave them nothing.
And just like that, Seattle Surge go down 3-0, back-to-back 3-0s in week 3. Wow.
And we said it didn't look
That's
good
kind of
for
crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It never looked as bad as that last round. They got the ticks on the B, but nothing else. They couldn't even find CleanX for like what felt like an hour.
Envoy, man.
It's like the perfect setup.
35 and 21.
Yeah, he said I might have went negative map 1, but watch what I'm gonna do. And map 2 and 3 just went crazy.
Yeah, thank God for Envoy, dude.
In like random corners, like it's just.
Whoa, what are we looking at?
That is a stranglehold of a defensive setup.
We're looking at production on the.
Yeah.
What are they doing? They can play some zombies for us.
Just one of those things for Ultra.
Yeah, I'm down to watch like Scrap try and play zombie.
The person's level 1.
The bounce back series as well is going to be there from Envoy. I saw he dropped 30.
Yeah, okay, well,
they don't want to switch screen, I guess.
Responded to his most recent performance.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's awesome, dude. I'm so happy Toronto won that. After I saw B get taken, I'm like, oh. But, yep, Toronto just farmed them.
My God, watching zombies might be more entertaining than some of these series.
Yeah. Man, I love that play.
Yeah, Tuzon, Envoy's doing great, bro. He'll be fine. He had one bad series.
That is one of my favorite things to do on defense on invasion control is just go sit in castle. And
oh yeah, I mean he was just being a nuisance to them.
Yeah.
I think the gauntlet delivered.
As soon as he got that kill in top castle and he jumped back down and hid behind those like sandbags, I knew it was over.
All the top squads have
they weren't going to check that corner like and kill him, and then he just kept going.
Versus the rest of the league, it's like 13-1 or something along.
And then Envoy hits the repinch from B after they think they got everyone out of their spawn. They kill Kleenex, or they don't kill. I don't remember. But Kleenex is like out of the picture of Castle now, and they're looking to push up A side street, and then Envoy repinches from B street, and then Scrap after Envoy takes the attention of all of them, he pinches from A street. Like that's a perfect control.
That's how you. And I feel like Surge just like gave up. I mean, there was like 30 seconds left, and they just like were not pushing out of their spawn. I mean, they really couldn't if they tried, but
it's the same as last year. Toronto's the best control team in the game. It's like very obvious to see that invasion control is definitely defense sided.
Oh yeah,
like crazily defense sided.
Either way, just replays throughout the series. Again, you're going to be seeing a lot of kills on the ultra column side of things.
Well, will we see 3 3-0s in a row? I mean,
yeah,
we really might.
I don't
might.
Rocker winning a map.
This is about as good as it gets. Forcing a deep spawn trap, setting yourself up on rotation. That is probably one of the
unless Linz could finally lock it and play like the rookie I hyped him up to be in the Discord, I think it's GG for Rocker.
Trying to find some sort of difference realistically on the attack for both teams. It is a nightmare for them. Ultra.
I mean, coming into this weekend, you had that TikTok like players with something to prove, and Envoy was on there, and I commented Envoy's definitely on there. I think this series he definitely just proved himself to still be one of the best.
Oh yeah.
And he just kept playing with him.
I mean, he literally had one bad series, you know, like
yeah,
I mean, he got a great like destroyed, but
that's a great rebound series after Boston.
Yeah, I mean, Kleenex playing with him in the control in that final round.
I want to see what his final stats were. I wonder if Breaking Point has it up yet.
Less than 5 minutes it took for that 6-0 to roll through, but we're just dealing.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to have what, like a 1.4 or something from this series. He was only negative by like 4 kills map 1.
He had a 1.3. Wow, he had the lowest KD on the team.
I can just
really?
He had a 1.31. Scrap had a 1.32. Kleenex had a 1.4, and Insight had a 1.41. Oh wait, no, that's their rating. Never mind. Breaking Point has a Breaking Point rating now. I never noticed that. No. So he had the highest KD. He had the highest. He had a 1.37.
Okay. I was about to say he was positive by 15.
Yeah, never mind. I didn't know they added this rating thing. But yeah, he had 1.37. Kleenex and Insight both had over a 1.3, and Scrap had a 1.22. So
yeah, I mean, if Scrap's playing the worst with a 1.2 KD, it's Raps.
Yeah, I mean,
I need a big red button to just kind of like sound the alarm for fraud alert when it comes to the Surge here in this series, because yeah, I expected them to lose the hard.
I mean, yeah, this team is winning champs. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, I had FaZe Ultra as was my prediction before the season started. I did have FaZe winning, but
for Surge to go,
I don't know. Ultra might give me a run for my money.
Hey, there's still plenty of season left to see. We haven't even seen any of the top 4 Goliaths face off yet. We'll see New York's first like real test, or not New York, Toronto's first real test next week with New York. I mean, Breach, although they lost to Boston, I'm still considering it like Toronto's a better team.
Yeah, it's like it could be like a fluke match.
Yeah, like something was off with the PCs. I don't know.
mean,
sick
Envoy
that
got
they're
so
something-
crapped on that I feel like something had to be wrong.
Yeah,
He never said anything though, so
that's uncharacteristic for Envoy to get whooped that bad.
The other guys can just poke out, overcoop, and find blood. So for
I'll be right
Toronto,
back.
this
I'm gonna
is
grab a
as
snack.
easy as the series can possibly be.
I'll be right back, chat. I'm going to grab a snack.
Like, I know a lot of people are going to be hitting it, but I'm not out on them, Allie. I'm not out on Seattle just yet. I feel like they can still improve a lot. They ran into a very red-hot Toronto Ultra team that has obviously been putting in a ton of work coming off of that loss. I still think that they can be one of the better teams in our league.
All right, well, I was waiting for him to get on our screen. It's time now for our Monster Energy Winner Spotlight with the one and only Tobias, a.k.a. Kleenex, is now on the line. Kleenex, you there?
Yep.
How you doing, buddy?
Hello?
You came off of this one with a quick 3-0 over the Surge. Did you expect it to be this one-sided?
Looking at them, I don't think we expected the quick 3-0, but you know, from what our practice has shown, I think we kind of expected it. You know, we've been looking good.
Yeah, exactly. And Kleenex, I think we were all kind of surprised. We didn't get to talk to you about that last match right before we head into this like 2-week, 3-week break. Kind of, what do you felt like happened versus Boston? Do you think that was maybe just a bad day for you guys, or was it something you were struggling with? Talk to us about that last series.
I think it was a bit of a mix. We didn't play to our best, but we also played a few new maps, and I think we were trying.
Your way early champs prediction is FaZe versus Optic for the culture. Dude, a FaZe versus Optic champs grand final would be legendary.
Didn't end up going too well, and then
we haven't ever seen that, right? I don't think we've ever seen a
obviously
FaZe
didn't end well
Optic
either, so
champs grand
I feel
final.
like it was definitely a mix between the two, just playing really poorly, and also the map set wasn't the best.
Kleenex, you know, obviously you guys had Hixie and now Envoy, and now with all this data and matches that we have with you guys, we know that that position on Toronto Ultra isn't always going to statistically dominate. Now, we saw in the last series you guys had versus Boston, Envoy had a really down series. He wasn't performing that well. What was the discussion like after that to sort of get him going and stay playing like that consistently?
I don't really think there's a discussion. Everyone on the team knows what Dylan brings to the table, and even if you have an off series, everyone just comes back and regains really quickly. I think we all know what he's capable of, and I don't think anyone was even discussing the series so much in terms of like stats or kills. So it's just what can we do better in actual games. So
love it.
Wasn't too much about stats.
Kleenex, in this series, though, when we do want to touch on a couple of
I love that
stats,
out of Kleenex.
8-1 in that map number 2, and then 35-21 in that map number 3. You hold a CDL high.
He was like, oh no, dude, we're not, Envoy's fine, bro.
Overall. What is it like?
We know what he can do. That's what you need to hear, bro.
As a player, like, is that something you consistently
I love when the
work on
desk asks these questions, or like we try to start up some shit.
Is it just talent at this point? Because
Bucket likes to reach for it too. He's always like, who do you want to play? Who do you think's the best?
Been trying to always keep up my pace,
so
I feel like
wow, I saw a lot of people saying that was going to be the best match of the weekend, and that was not even close. LAG put up more of a fight against FaZe than Surge put up against Ultra just then.
Oh yeah.
I think I just learned to play a little more.
Which has me thinking that Miami is about to be 4-0 once they go against Surge.
This year, I think.
Kleenex, there's a dirty little rat biting my power cords here in the studio. We got this one up, but we
I low-key think
play Boston before Surge.
I think Miami Boston is probably the best.
That is going to be a 3-1 record for
yeah,
I'm
that might be really good.
See a good fight with Miami. I mean, their 3 matches so far have been against like the bottom 3 teams in the league, but I mean, still they're undefeated. You got to give them their props for
and their teamwork just looks good. You know, like no matter who you're playing, you can tell when the teamwork is there. So
yeah, Metals is looking phenomenal. Lucky and Journey looking good too, I think.
Exactly, Tuzon. Scrap is so good for the league because of his trash talk. And I mean, he backs it up for the most part, obviously. Like, the dude's amazing. Of course, in Champs Grand Finals, he kind of got crapped on. But we need more people like that. We need more people like Scrap in here.
Yeah, that image I posted in the Discord is what Seattle, or what Toronto post on Instagram.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. Dude, Abuza's GA's broken 1. 1.0. All of them with wins versus Ultra 2024-0.
Does Hoop really YY that much? It says YYs per map 100. I never noticed Hoop did it that much.
I mean, I noticed he did it more than most, but to have it be like the main thing they like made fun of in the post, I don't know.
Yeah, Suzanne. I mean, everyone just wants to talk about how Scrap got crapped on in Champs Grand Finals, but like, he's genuinely was a top 3 player last year. So it's like, people are like, oh, he's not that good. Look what happened in Champs. And it's like, come on, man. He was playing great the whole tournament up until then too. So like, whatever. Yeah, literally, Ultra had 2 rookies. They won an event and they made Champs Grand Finals. Like, I mean, Scrap is literally in his 2nd year now. And people are like, I mean, he talks trash, so people talk trash about him. So I get it, I guess. I really wonder what happens with ASIM's FaZe Black team, because now that they're signed to FaZe, I wonder there's probably a buyout in their contract.
Yeah.
Where like FaZe would get money for if a team bought them out, but it's like, who's gonna want to pay? You know what I mean? Like a lot of teams are trying to save money, so I really wonder if that actually is gonna hurt their chances of getting in the league, unless there is no buyout.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the business side of this stuff. But I mean, all I know is I think Ace would definitely be in the league.
Oh yeah, he needs to be in the league. His only thing is he's just inconsistent a lot of the time. But he plays so good in the amateur scene that it's like, obviously he needs to be in the league.
Yeah.
But it also could just be because he's always been on like bottom of the
It was on the Ravens last year. That team was horrible. I mean... Yeah. It was just his Ravens team last year was not good at all.
Yeah,
and
I mean, he's
if
he
your
hasn't
3
really been
teammates
on a good
around
team.
you aren't doing much, then you're like naturally gonna not play as good either. Like, I don't know if I could think of like one team that has 3 like below average players and then just 1 like superstar on their team. I mean, every team that has like the star level player like Hydra or Scrap is because they got like the 3 like really good players to build around them.
Yeah,
And
I don't
even
think
then,
any team has like a superstar with a bunch of bumps.
Yeah, and then even then, I mean, you throw ASIM in the league, he's not even going to be one of the superstar level guys. He's going to be one of like the 3 that you would put around a superstar. In my opinion, he might have it in him to be a like top player, but just from what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be. He has never been a superstar, so probably not just going to become one. But anything's possible. I mean, it happens. People just have pop-off years all of a sudden.
I mean, drop God RX, pick up ASIM, boom, instant upgrade. But I don't know how that would work because I'm pretty sure God RX is an AR and I'm a sub. Not too in depth with the Challenger stuff, and last year I think he was a sub.
Between like watching the pro scene and then like having a real life outside of things, there's not enough time to keep up with challengers.
Yeah. I got like school projects going on right now. I can pay attention to the main pro league a little bit, and challengers is just there when I see like the recaps videos and stuff on YouTube with anything involved in it.
Yeah, you in college?
No, I'm a senior in high school.
Oh wow. Very nice. Senior year, I mean, it's like, is it serious? Is it not serious? Some
At
teachers,
the moment, it's very serious.
Some teachers are like, oh, whatever, you're a senior, who cares? But I don't know. I remember I had some teachers who were like, I don't care, you're a senior, you're still here to learn, and I'm like, bro, please.
Yeah.
We're back, everybody.
At the moment, it's serious, but by the end of the month, once I the rest of the way in, then I'm pretty much able to, I can start paying attention to challengers a bit.
Yeah.
Will they need that?
But I've seen a little bit of Temp's team in challengers, and they're honestly surprising me on how they're not looking that good.
They're undefeated in Search and Destroy with
Yeah, I mean, they were looked at as like one of the better ones.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a video of them, and sure, they're all challengers players, so they're playing against Atlanta FaZe, but they got beat 250 to 26 by FaZe.
That's insane.
Where do you have them in your power rankings?
And like all of that 26 was on one hardpoint rotation, and it was on Skid Row. They were just getting absolutely blendered badly.
That's like
horrible. And I get it's like,
yo, what's up, Danny?
Taking a bunch of
welcome to the
some
stream,
of the
bro. How you doing?
players, throwing them in challengers on a team, and then taking a team that's got great chemistry and adding Draza, but still, I mean, 26 points against 250 on Skid Row of all maps.
I like that call. On the other side, we have Minnesota, and I'm looking
Yeah, I mean,
at my
Skid Row's
sheet.
got a lot of
At the bottom.
kills that are easy to hold, I guess.
This is
So I guess if they just lose every rotation, I mean, especially against a team like FaZe, you're just gonna get robbed.
Pretty good start here
Yeah.
from Boston, but looking at this squad,
Uzon in my chat says they won the map after that, though. So
that's
good then.
I only saw that one map of it. It's just like the quick little 5-minute videos that pop up on YouTube For You page, whatever.
Potential for me though, I personally wouldn't have.
But I'm surprised Temp's not in the league. I mean, when they dropped the player card ratings at like the end of last season, and Temp was an 89, I was like, there's no way he's not in the league.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was, he said he'd rather bet on himself in challengers than sign to a bad team like the Legions or the Ravens. You know, so
yeah.
I mean,
and along with along with Temp, another player I'm surprised is not in the league is Hixie. I mean,
I feel so bad for Hixie.
You don't go from winning a major and being like, other than Scump, the only person to win the chip your first tournament, and then getting second in champs to going to challengers.
I know.
That's just crazy to me.
I like understand why Ultra made their move because Envoy is like literally like Hixie but better.
I'm totally okay with the upgrade, but the fact no one else grabbed Hixie is crazy to me. I mean, I see. From what I've seen, he's built himself like a solid challengers team with Bance, Beans, and Nasty. But
not shooting very straight, and I need him to
there's
shoot straighter.
definitely all the reason for Hixie to be in the league.
No, he does though. He does.
Oh,
Like jokes
100%.
aside, like no, jokes aside, he's been Gigawick, big
like a 0.5 in search.
Beans too, I'm surprised isn't in the league. He played pretty good towards the end of last year.
Lord just still trying to find that kind of in this title.
Yeah, I think Beans got screwed because he was like restricted by Boston when Roster Mania first kind of started. So like no one could like sign him unless they bought him out from Boston. But then they eventually released him, but it was like after all the teams already signed.
Yeah.
So it's like he should have been on the team because I thought he was good.
Yeah. Like Temp, Beans, Hixie, and Asim, I think should all be on the team.
I think Chris Puckett is trying to physically carry a television to me right now.
I mean, forget like weapon rolls. All 4 of them are better than God RX.
So what? It's a 21-0 start here for the New York Subliners on target.
Yeah, God RX has not started very good.
Yeah. Is there just a black screen on the stream?
There is.
Yeah. Okay.
The production is struggling today.
Yeah, I just restarted the stream, like, wondering what's going on, but
I think
yeah,
I asked before, sort of before the break, like, when is that emergency sort of time for you when you are hitting the panic button and maybe you need to make a change. And I think you said like at least till the first major, right?
Yeah.
I also kind of wish Fellow was in the league.
Again, you and I talked about it on our.
Yeah, I like Fellow a lot. I just feel like oh my god, look at them all just standing there. I feel like every time he
I mean, these guys,
he gets into the league though, he doesn't ever play that great.
Solid numbers. You look at the search,
Yeah. I mean, I like Fellow. During the off season, I was coaching him through Elden Ring.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was in his stream and being one of the lesser known players, you know, 20 viewers or so, and he was recognizing my chats on how to play Elden Ring.
That's
teaching him how to play through the first boss of the game.
Yeah, no, 60-12 right now for the subliners. Again, we are.
So yeah, I'm kind of rooting for Fellow a bit.
Small glass window to help you commentate this. So we apologize.
I saw some clips of him playing well in challengers.
The wondrous people in the studio try to.
But
yeah, he's another one of those guys who always does good in challengers.
So right
yeah. Here we go. First matchup, New York strong start. All right.
It's that one. It's the one
sure?
with the. Yes, it is the one.
I thought I was being told we were starting from the beginning. So that's
all right, chat.
No, it's that one.
What are we thinking? We're off to a great start. Rocker looking really good. No, I mean, obviously not, but.
Okay, we're switching.
Here we go. They got a
so
point on the board.
Okay, guys, bear with us. We're dancing. But now I believe the score you're seeing is 32-6. So we're having some technical hiccups here with our switcher that controls basically all the feeds that you will see, including us in the room. So I know it's been a bit of a circus.
You tried to rerun Elden Ring after 5 minutes. Yeah, I never played Elden Ring because I knew I was gonna be just angered by the game all the time, and I was like, I'm not gonna spend my money on this. I'll just play Apex or something, even though that makes me mad enough.
Yeah, Skies and honestly Hydra have been the two consistent pillars for this subliners team.
After Hook, has there ever been a Dutch pro player? I don't know. That's a good question, Danny. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. There probably, I mean, there probably was at some point, right? I don't think in the CDL, but I could be wrong. But I'm not 100% sure, Danny, to be honest.
Through and they're gonna find some of this time.
And Hydra has just been. I don't know if there was anyone worried. Like, you know, he had a form you wouldn't be able to match, or if, you know, that was the peak of this kid. He just keeps it going. He's unbelievable. He is a true, like, pleasure to watch.
No, yes, yeah, I mean, yeah, just the guy wins awards. He wins MVPs. There's a reason he's a world champion. Guy's an enigma. That's how I would describe
yeah, accuracy's
just a great POV.
you know, 2 and 6, slight start.
Enigma, but always seems to be in a bad way.
Yes, yeah, no, you're just.
You're gonna change that? All right, Danny, let's see it. Let's see. I'm guessing that means you're Dutch. Sure. Hey, bro, get in the league, Danny. Get in the league.
40-point advantage.
We need to see. I like the amount of diversity we have in the league, though. We got French players. We got a Belgian player. We got a Dutch. You know, we got players Canada, Australia. We got players from all over the place. Mexico. So I like the amount of diversity we're seeing. It's not like U.S. NA dominated as much anymore. Obviously, there's still a lot of NA U.S. players, but
this sort of happens sometimes, like whether your team's there or not.
There's not a plane spawn.
Yeah, Tuzan, I feel you. I think. Accuracy is probably a great leader, but he's probably someone who maybe should move into coaching, at least based on the way people talk about him. But some teams really like it. I mean, obviously he has history on the Rockers, so I mean, you know, we'll see what ends up happening. But if they can move Awakening maybe to Man AR and bring in like a fast flex or something, they could be pretty good.
Flip the burgers, getting that meal ready.
Just trying to build this lead as much as they can. Sip 3 in a row, make it 4, building towards streaks. As he's still up inside the point, get pushed out. There's Awakening looking for it, able to do it. No streaks through for Sib as he will drop his Awakening. Sends it. They try to play behind this advantage. Rocker now, their turn to...
Accuracy was your first favorite pro player? Hey, let's go. No, Accuracy is like a cool dude. He obviously is very good. I mean, he has 5 or 6 major wins.
This is the top part
so he's obviously a very good player. But right now, at this point in his career, I don't know if he's really should be in the league over some other guys.
Spawns find an opening. There's just not a lot to do right now, as Minnesota should take the lead here on Burger. Kismet's going to spawn up across the map and try to get to his teammates inside a book.
Well, they've got 2 players in Bookwall, make it 1. His Accuracy's headshots continue to come through. Lenz catch him with trophy in hand. That'll be an easy one. A couple one-on-ones on the other side of it. The Hydra and Kismet are both able to take. So far, so good for New York to build upon this lead inside a bookstore. Security side spawns thus far for Rocker. Trade coming through for Vivid as he's able to pick that up, but No pressure on the point. Now they'll start to push on forward. Can you deal with Hydra here at the desk? Well, yeah, you can deal with that easily. One player ripped out of it. Now they can test on through.
Honestly, pretty impressive stuff out of subliners.
Most of the old head pros have been bid since the CDL. Yeah, I mean, the newer generation is even more cracked, and they grind more. They have the energy to grind more, and the games are different.
Starting to pressure through Book is Hydra and Civ.
Yeah, Slasher keeps up.
They're gonna have to flip the next couple of hills.
Clay isn't bad. I think he's actually kind of a little bit underrated so far this year. He's putting up some good damage, but Slasher does his thing. I mean, Attach isn't old, but he's been a pro for a while. He's doing pretty good this year.
What will the timing be like? It's wondrous thus far. One in front, the second though through for the trace. The streak will die.
I mean, Scump was probably still top 10, top 15 before he retired last year. Like, he was keeping up for sure.
The most success you saw from that regard since then. It's been a battle.
Yeah, and honestly, props to New York for keeping this close because they have not had that security spawn for a couple of hills, but they continue to contest Book. They do it again here at P1.
Attach Slam doing a 1v1. That's wild, dude.
Going to be the key here. If he can get into a good spot,
I love Attach. Attach has been one of my favorite pros for a very long time at this point. That's how you do. You suck at MW2. Hey, bro. I mean, honestly, getting 8 kills against Attach in a 1v1 is honestly not that bad.
To get there. And he does. One player going to spawn out. Should be another one. I lied to you because accuracy and Awakening are still alive.
Dude, the headless characters that I saw just freaks me out. It looked so terrifying. The opposite side of the feed, but Hydra will be holding. Still nothing with regards to separation between the squads. You got 2 deep in security now for Rocker. They're trying to pinch out and find the opening onto the point. Still a trophy.
You've been to 2 Rocket League majors, and the older players can't keep up. I mean, Rocket League's a different beast, too. Rocket League is like an insane game. Really high skill gap. Probably gotta have insane reaction time, too. So, maybe it makes sense, right? Reaction time goes down as you get older.
Still a lot of time to go.
Yeah, just like for him and accuracy, who have really struggled numbers-wise, right? Their ARs.
Exactly. Gamers are just getting good at younger ages nowadays, and they're even better than they were because
they just haven't so far.
I don't even know. Higher skill gap in some of these games, maybe.
Doesn't matter. They have the
with the movement.
That's one of the tough things with forming a team. Sometimes like you form before the title came out, or you don't know what the meta's going to be like, or how it's going to play exactly. It can be difficult. That's again, we talked about in our last series. You are sort of discussing the changes that come year over year. A new title. Will that same team stay on top? Consistency can be so difficult, but Lamar with this MCW, we swap off him to go right over to.
I mean, with skill-based matchmaking being as cranked up as it is, every public match is like a freaking sprint these days. So every match you play, these young kids are just getting better and better.
It's a key point of this match because if you were Minnesota, you can go for this 40, 35 seconds, try to get this break, and pretty much put the game away. But if it does not work out, you can already see New York trying to get over towards Burgers.
This is actually a lot closer and better than I thought it would be. I mean, Rocker are up by 30 points at this point, which is pretty wild.
Some help. Hydra is there, but there's nobody at Burger. So the rest of the scrap going to go the way of subliners. But Minnesota, they were just all thinking about Burger control. This Kismet is here, but the nades connect. So you're going to be within 10 seconds. But again, that security spawn has just been Minnesota's since, what, last P5, P4. So they've been doing a very good job controlling that.
It is sticky. And they're taking advantage of the hold. A difficult challenge on forward, and now Big Wake starting to light it up. 18 and 20.
I just realized I'm muted. But I agree with you, Danny. I feel you. I didn't start playing COD till I was like 8 years old, and now kids are playing COD mobile probably when they're like 2.
Nice little snap. I mean, just weak enough from the nade.
Good thing you said not to take the Hydra over. Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, 13 and 16.
Regardless, Lynn's taking headies clean off. It's Hydra that will get picked. Rocker looking to shock here in the map 1. Just 25 to go for the victory, and you're scrambling now SK side if you are subliners. Trying so hard to get on through. And continuing to hold the cross beautifully is Lenz. Him and Vivid lining it up again. 10 points now away from victory. Lenz, another. Dialing them up. Everybody drops some subliners. They're spawning out SKs again.
Wow, Rocker are going to win this map.
Right back into the blender, and that will be the map. Rocker, come in.
Shout out Rocker, man.
Massive map 1 here to kick off this best of 5.
Gaining some momentum, and yeah, it's kind of what the desk talked
Holy
about.
crap. I cannot believe they got that.
Has not looked great. They have gone the distance and
Yeah, Terminal's a map where, like, you can really get hill. If you get the rotation, you can really lock stuff down. A lot of ARs, so SMG players might struggle a little more. Accuracy, go. Let's go, Danny. Look at that accuracy. 2 minutes in hill, basically. 15 and 16. Dude did his thing.
Champs winners with maybe Pack-a-Punch and Civ. Like, they're still a very strong team that can come out and beat anybody on any given day in any map and mode combo.
Well, that was unexpected.
Here, though, it is
that was mind-blowing. Kismet just fell off.
I mean, Lynn's
Hydra 13 and 18, not how you want him to start or expect him to start.
Kismet started like 12 and 3.
Wow, I'm shocked, honestly. But
I was like, the Bulldogs making sure everyone remembers he's champs MVP for a reason, and then he just goes like 8 and 20 the rest of the match. Lynn's, that guy was shooting at the end.
Yeah, I mean, if Lynn's and Vivid are playing that good, I feel like this team's gonna be insane because Vivid is so fast that if he's trying, like,
I mean, Lynn's got on that like back grass area, like back security, whatever. And he was just beaming everybody.
18, like, you don't see that very often. And like, this is the map. I know it's not.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of creative freedom.
He doesn't.
And then Wake, he was sitting front burger, and then he proned, and then he gunned somebody off the top Eski's heady. And that was just mind blowing.
I'd veto it. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that is an upset.
Man, I mean, maybe that gets into NYSL's mentality a little bit. We'll see if they can bounce back.
I was looking at Hardpoint was, I think it was Kids.
I definitely think they can.
Engagements on the team.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be. Oh, we got what is this? Rocker versus Heretics highlights. That was plays of the week. Okay.
Pop it off.
You've always wanted to see Vivid and a Beezy on a team.
Yeah,
that team would be pretty fast-paced. I'm not gonna lie.
That was unexpected.
I mean, Vivid and Nero last year didn't really work out. Obviously, they're both insanely fast-paced. The Beezy, I don't think is at that level. But when Vivid's frying, their team is gonna win.
Everybody on NYSL started off so strong Q1.
It reminded me of, you know, when we were really critical of like FaZe's Hardpoint last year. Through the first major,
and then Rocker just brought it back. Lynn's woke up. Awakening and Vivid woke up.
Even Accuracy. Accuracy started out like 0 and 4, 0 and 5. He ended 15 and 16.
Yeah, I mean, not a great game, not a bad game.
No, I mean, he had like 2 minutes in Hill, 15 and 16. I mean, that's honestly that's like pretty good for Accuracy.
Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes. I forgot about Hill time. That's great all-round performance out of Rocker. Now imagine Rocker 3-0's New York. Ooh, that'd be crazy.
I mean, that would be insane. I'm the most underrated streamer, TikToker. Yo, thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a ton. I'm glad you enjoy the content. I just like to talk about COD and the CDL with other people who like to talk about it, so that's the whole reason I do it, you know? I just do it because I'm passionate about it and it's fun, so I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you a ton. You're obsessed with the aggressive sub players? Yeah, I like aggressive sub players like Kleenex, Nero, Abizi, Envoy. I love watching those guys play.
Wanting to see that guy succeed.
Yeah, that was probably really the first map I feel like I was like, all right, Linz is here now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the guy that everyone saw in Challenger. That's what we're trying to see in the league. Out of that guy every game. Shooting beams.
They're definitely having technical issues today. What is with this screen? It's just the logo?
I don't know. I'm looking at the Xbox. Yeah, I'm like on the Xbox store right now looking at games to buy because I'm just not going to sit there looking at that screen.
Oh? Okay, we're in Search and Destroy. It just loaded up.
Into the Search and Destroy.
Okay.
Thank you for
being with us. I'm
still working through some stuff.
All right.
We love you all, and we'll continue on the Call of Duty Esports action here for the Call of Duty.
You like the food bracket? Yeah, bro. I was like bored out of my mind sitting on my couch or whatever, and I was like, I saw someone do the food bracket, and I was like, let's just do it, right? Why not? I figured why not? Throw out a couple of those every once in a while when I'm bored and I want to do something different.
Yeah, Sib's gonna
Why
find that
not,
first
right?
blood from bottom satellite on the Vivid. That's the bomb carrier. And 30 seconds off. This has been a very slow start here for Minnesota. Maybe just trying to get them to over peak, and maybe they do right there. So into a 3-on-3. His accuracy is gonna find one to even things up. Watch number 5, Linz. And we saw this earlier in the match. The one player kind of lurking, but Skies is able to read it. Such a great search and destroy player. Has the info. Bomb is being planted. But you have numbers advantage.
I totally didn't even realize that wasn't full screened. I don't know how.
So much success in that lurk roll. Not going to happen here in this matchup so far. Subliners.
You like to create fake teams and debate yourself who would win a best of 7? Bro, I love using that filter to make teams because obviously it's fun. But like, it's fun to think of different team possibilities, who you think would win.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I agree with you, Tucson. I do the same thing.
This round 1 opening. Maybe if you had a worry from the first,
You're still thinking about ranking videos for me? Hey, thank you, Danny. If you ever have any ideas, bro, shoot me a DM on Twitter, TikTok, throw a comment on any video. I mean, I read everything. So
I think if you are
any ideas you have, man, I'll totally do it. You know what I mean? Could never post too many TikToks.
He was going to push this team into the upper echelon. Not that you can really prove much from being champs winners, but you know what I mean. Like, hopefully have continued success.
Further echelon of the echelon.
Oh, good point, Joe. Not even sure I know what that word means.
Sounds good, though. Bomb planted. One player is still alive. That's Linz. They just kind of left him top red. To me, this round's kind of on him. What can he find? And well, the answer is nothing. He's going to have to find everything now because his entire team is dead.
Yeah, maybe in a position to make a play. Maybe in a position to make a play, but one of those positions where, yeah, you need your team alive, and then once they all drop, it's like not the best spot. Good luck.
Throws a little shoulder here. A little slide straight.
Doesn't end up winning, but the movement was there.
It was there.
Hydra will get the round.
Bro, I'm talking to myself, and I forgot to unmute. Yeah, Danny, that's a good idea. I actually like that. Blind ranking the MW3 map.
I can't believe like you kicked a bunch of wires and broke the whole studio.
And making the rosters as if the league went back to 5v5 would also be really cool. How did you do it? Did you like wipe all the rosters clean? Or did you add a player to each current roster? Like, how would you do that?
Kind of similar. Linz will be the island player. Nobody really near him for now, and already some problems on the other side of it. As Hydra finds the opener, the First Bloods continue to rock and roll for subliners. Linz's one-on-one will more than likely be with Skies when that starts to develop on the rotation, but
Sib's starting out really good 4-0. Awakening and Vivid struggling, both with go nuts right now, but Surge definitely need this map after the hardpoint loss.
You stack this B site right from the get-go.
Who started fresh and made the rosters more balanced. Hey, that's actually kind of fire. I might steal that idea with your permission. I might steal that idea. Took the top 12, put him on different teams. I like that, bro. That's actually a sick idea. I do that in 2K sometimes where I'll like do a fantasy draft and kind of like put all the best players on a different team and then sort of draft around them and see what happens. I think that's really fun.
And Linz finally tries to pounce, but will it be too little too late? His accuracy in a world of trouble, but the call out comes into Linz. Linz able to make the play. Last one up though again. It's all gonna fall to mighty Linz with 15 seconds to go. Bomb down in a precarious position. Hydra and Kismet looking over it. You just got no time to work with, and
yeah, Linz not getting this 1v2.
Like, Rocker haven't even really been able to get into their game plan. Like, they have a game plan, but they lose a player first, and things sort of unravel.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Subliners starting out good in this search and destroy, man.
Find success in the CDL. Their search just
I mean, 3-0 or 3-2-0 so far. I still can't believe they lost that hardpoint. I thought Subliners would be so much better at hardpoint than Rocker, but
some of these rounds,
prove me wrong.
Rounds they've showed us, it's been nothing except for a couple players holding market for 30 seconds and you're just waiting on Linz, but then that nothing develops from that. So gonna have to continue to find something on offense.
I mean, that's the advantage you have on offense, that you're pushing the tempo, you're making the decisions, you're dictating where the plays go down. It just doesn't seem like they're the ones dictating anything on offense so far.
Yeah, I agree. It would be a lot more enjoyable when teams are fair. I like when we have a bunch of teams that are really good because it makes all the matches more interesting, obviously. But that's just not how it's going to work, I guess.
You got the map 1 victory in your back pocket, but
you're always going to have the better teams, or the teams that are willing to spend more money, going to kind of have the better,
it's all with Vivid.
the better rosters, right?
As much info as you can.
Blind rank the COD games based on the CDL. That could be good too. I mean, We got 4. This is year 5 of the CDL, so you got 5 games. Rank them based on how entertaining that year of the CDL was, or just doing it like with every game and doing it just all-time COD competitive. That could be fun. Just blind rank games based on how good that year of comp was, or how much I enjoyed that year of comp.
He's got a 1-on-2 on this side. I mean,
you got the fire ideas, Danny. I like it.
Not going to matter. The first gunfight will not go his way, but I was thinking if he could win that one, he might be able to give himself a quick 1-on-1 into another 1-on-1. There was potential for it to happen, but it ends here. Vivid ready and waiting with the rival. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Close out the round. You get 1 now up if you are Rocker. Finally something, but still.
All right, well, Rocker finally got a round.
This is where they've been kind of stagnant, stale. You haven't seen them.
You've always wanted to rank all the COD games going off everything possible. Wow, I mean everything. That'd be a tough ranking, right? You're ranking everything based off. You're ranking everything based off of everything. It's a lot.
He was the one that did it. Found the first 2 kills. Ends up getting 3 in the round. And maybe it's a guy like.
Yeah, Alex, that Surge map was pretty bad, bro. I was wondering what you were thinking if you were watching that, because obviously, I mean they just didn't look good. They didn't really show any signs of life, unfortunately. And then they have to go up against a good Miami team.
Accuracy.
It's going to be a tough weekend for Surge, but hopefully they can bounce back.
They don't know, but B-bomb site's wide open. They don't know it yet, but NYSL is like, they're not going to go B again, are they? They 3-stack over towards A. You don't have the bomb planted, but you have B control.
Yeah, I mean, that control is sort of disappearing now as the rotation has become in pretty heavy now from subliners. Especially with Linz, going mid-map and not really showing any kind of tacticals or lethal towards A. The rotation comes in fast.
Yo, Danny, you might be the genius, bro. You might need to become like a content strategist full-time. Work with creators and give them video ideas. I'm sure people make money doing that.
So him just being top 3.
Last year, you ranked every gun in COD history, and it took you 2 hours. I'm surprised it only took you 2 hours, to be honest. I feel like that would take me 2 days, 2 weeks to rank every gun in COD history. Holy crap!
They find 1 kill, but Linz.
You fall into that COD mega fan. You've played and watched every Zombies map. You've played and watched every competitive season since Black Ops 2 and have grinded multiplayers. You are a content strategist. Hey, that's dope, Random. That's dope. But content strategist is kind of what I want to do for my full-time job. I do like social media marketing now, which has a bit of content strategy in it, but I would love to be like a content strategist full-time. But yeah, I feel you though, Random. I'm like low-key a COD mega fan too. Not as much as I once was, but I mean, I've played every COD pretty much since COD 3. I've watched every comp since 2011, and I mean, I love COD, but it's just not as good as it was.
Then they get the bomb down. It gets a little hairy, but 10 seconds left, and accuracy is just like, forgot to check this spot. I'm gonna just.
I always got worried, like usually when it's one of those things where someone kind of slips through in a weird way, like hey, you might get a kill or 2 when that happens. But not too much went down. I think Linz ended up falling up with the kills. Things don't fall apart. Awakening, still his struggles continue. I know you brought it back, but you haven't got a kill.
You want to focus on streaming on Twitch? Yeah, streaming seems like one of the best like jobs you could have. You can literally play games and like hang out with people and talk about stuff. Like it seems awesome. But becoming a streamer is so hard because it's like impossible to grow a stream unless you're growing other places. So like you got to post on TikTok, you got to make YouTube videos, which obviously takes time. And you got to learn how to edit and all that sort of stuff. So it can be a lot if you really want to grow your stream on Twitch. But it could be worth it. If that's what you really want to do, obviously, if that's what you're passionate about.
It just seems like it's an emergency, so I should.
You're more of a channel manager, you would say?
Right.
Yeah, channel manager, content strategist. I mean, they can kind of go hand in hand. It depends, obviously. Some people can have both. Some people might only have one. I know channel managers aren't probably as popular because some creators probably can just manage their own channels, obviously. But yeah, I would love to be a content strategist. I think that'd be sick.
Myself do not have a feed to talk the game about.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Well, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know the technical term from it. There's something called a switcher, which kind of controls all the things, so all the different angles, all the different cameras.
Hey, thank you, Tuzan. I appreciate that. Yeah, bro. I just like. I genuinely post the videos because it's fun for me. Like, I just have fun talking about COD, like watching COD, playing COD to an extent, not as much as I once did, but. It's just fun for me, and I know other people also enjoy it, so that's why I just like to do it, you know what I mean? Just, as long as I'm having fun with it, that's obviously what matters to me, because if I'm not having fun, the videos are gonna suck, so like, I have fun, and there's people that also enjoy that same stuff, so it's like insane to me that that's even possible. Plus, just talking with you guys, like sitting here on stream, even if I only have 2 or 3 viewers, but like we're sitting here chatting, like this is fun for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if I have 2 viewers or I have 200 viewers or 2 million viewers. You know what I mean? It's just the talking with you guys and being passionate about COD is what's fun. You like watching the growth of my channel switch? Yeah, bro, I'm trying to upgrade as much as I can, random, you know, like trying to change things, upgrade things as I go. But I appreciate that. You noticing is pretty dope.
Sexy sounds of a search and destroy on.
You don't really want to make a job out of it, but
Yeah, there's nothing like the sound
nothing fun to watch.
rats just
A
scurrying
lovely
across
job.
the floor. Let me tell you.
Hey, dude, averaging 10 to 12 viewers, Danny, is really, really good. Like, most streamers, especially on Twitch, literally average, like, 1 viewer, you know what I mean? So, if you have up to 10 to 12 right now, and you just do it for fun as a hobby, like, there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? You don't have to do everything to make it a job, which I think is part of the problem these days. Like, people who play video games, everyone wants to be a pro. People who stream, everyone wants to be a full-time streamer, but, like, you can do it as just a hobby. You like people getting involved with the community. Exactly, Tuzon. That's like that and having fun with it is the 2 main reasons that I want to do it and why I enjoy it.
Accuracy thought maybe he had
Yo, welcome back, Oscar. How you doing? What did you miss? If you were, I think you were here for the end of the FaZe series, but obviously FaZe 3-0'd LAG and then Ultra 3-0'd Surge. Like they rocked them. And then Minnesota won map 1 against Subliners. So Subliners looking to tie up the series, but Minnesota came out hot in Terminal Hardpoint.
Gunfight. We saw like the tail end of it, but yeah, he was like scrambling away.
Thumbnails and DaVinci is the way to go. I've used DaVinci a few times. Maybe I gotta like learn it more. I pretty much use Canva for my thumbnails, and then I use Premiere Pro for editing. But maybe I should give DaVinci a look.
Doesn't end up happening. It's not Rockcraft to rip off 3 straight.
Yeah, Minnesota's playing strong. I mean, honestly, if Awakening wasn't 1-7, they might have a little bit of a closer map here, but it's still 5-3 with pretty much only accuracy and Linz playing well. At least this map.
And the same sort of default here for Rocker. This time you do have Linz going towards the middle of the map. Surprise! It's a market push, and Kismet's gonna find the first blood.
He is 7 health. That was a much closer gunfight than I first realized.
Nice nade though from Linz. That is from P1, from middle. So he's gonna get a call out that Linz is mid, and maybe through that kill cam they try to push this player. But Hydra's just gonna back
Yeah, bro,
down.
Danny, you might be right, bro. I think it's because you're watching, honestly. Accuracy's been kind of mid, but I mean, you're here watching him, and I don't know, you're giving him some sort of powers. Maybe you're like the luck charm.
Well, he has listened to his teammates, Rob, as that was Skies with the shots onto Awakening. Accuracy and Linz looking to clutch in this 2 versus 3. Otherwise, we'll be at a 1-1 series count. Bomb now going down. Accuracy has 1 clutch so far in this
Also,
one.
these Fritos are hitting different right now. Chili cheese Fritos, definitely recommend.
Is on him. If he can get 1 and waste time.
Seems like Wake is the slacker today. Dude, Wake hasn't been great really to start the season, which is surprising because he's been like a 1.1, 1.15 type of KD person every year.
Hydra gets the better of him. Now a 1-on-3 for accuracy.
Linz's desk for a little bit, but
Was Sib and Parasite going at it on Twitter? I didn't see that.
Can he do it again? The Iceman.
Everybody
looking to clutch on the defuse, going to check, not gonna happen.
I didn't see Sib and Parasite on Twitter. Maybe I gotta look that up.
Continues their search and destroy dominance as they
Let me
get the
pull up
W
Twitter
there.
up by second monitor.
And
NYSL taking map 2 though.
Bailout. It has been what has kept them as one of the top teams. I mean, they're faltering
NYSL taking map 2 is pretty good. We got a 1-1 series. We got a real series on our hands.
Yeah, I think so. We back? See, now people can see it. I just see a pocket full of jerky. You never know where you're gonna need it. I wasn't kidding.
I'll take one.
There you go, buddy. Just in case of emergencies, I got them stored here, Joe.
Every time Parasite says something about working out, Sib says something to it. Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. He's talking about mind muscle connection.
You guys aren't seeing us right now. So
in SND, honestly, nothing crazy out of New York. 9-4. And out of Sib and 8-5 out of Kiz is great, but overall, pretty team performance.
I mean, Linz was putting on, but not a ton of output.
You feel bad? Yeah, dude, Haggy was pretty good back in the day. I mean, obviously, he's got like 8 or 9 wins. He has a ring. So nothing to scoff at. I mean, the dude's a legend.
You're relying on Linz. I would like someone like Vivid to get going a little bit more. The 1 round he has 3 kills. They win.
This is way better stream than the COD stream. One person has a shit game, everyone's trash talking to replace him. Yeah, bro. Danny, the COD stream chat is insane. I don't even read it when I have the stream up. Like, I just minimize that because they are just, who knows what's going on with some of the people in that chat, man. I couldn't even tell you.
For now, we're going to a quick break. We'll be right back.
All right, we got a series on our hands.
We do have a
1-1.
series.
Thank God.
Finally.
Lins 9 and 6, 1800 damage.
I know he was trying his best. Him and Accuracy were doing it, but Awakening.
1 and 8.
I think I had the prize picks over on Awakening for map 2. I can't even lie to you. I know.
Well, on the pick'ems in the Discord, I had FaZe Toronto, New York, so it's looking like a good night.
Yep.
Yeah, my pick'ems has actually been pretty good this year, surprisingly.
Mine are chalked. I pick Carolina every time, so.
I'd say mine were shocked when I saw Toronto get 3-0'd by Boston. It was over from there.
I think everybody's were. I don't know if anyone really had Boston in that one. I wonder if you can see still what the picks were for that week. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12% of people had Breach, apparently, according to the pick site.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I really didn't see any chance of Rocker winning a SND. It's a new team going up against the champs winners with one player swap.
Yeah.
The new team doesn't got like the teamwork down, I don't think.
Always
most of the casuals are in Scum stream.
Yep.
Yeah, Tuzan, I usually watch Scum stream. Today's the
Sid.
first day I'm not because I'm watching the main stream for this.
Crazy. I just don't.
Simp is most overrated COD player of all time. Dude, Simp is like top 6, top 7 all
you
time,
win 2
probably.
majors and champs. Yeah, that team is staying the exact same.
MW2 was Surge, your team, and everyone was trash talking Accuracy and made me so mad.
Simp's
yeah,
good,
bro. Accuracy was good on Surge, honestly. I mean, he wasn't great last year, but he was solid. He was great in Vanguard.
That's rough for Priesta.
Yeah.
I still feel bad for Priesta.
I get that one Himmelmet Expo control game he had where he was like 4-22 or something. Like almost tying the 4-23 record. But
yeah,
I mean even then, I mean, you won 2 majors and champs. There's no way I'm making a team like member swap.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how many teams make a change here after Major 1. I think a few might actually dip into challengers.
I think we're gonna see a bunch because now that there's only 4 majors instead of 5. Teams have less time to figure things out. I mean, they do have 2 more qualifiers per major, but I bet you we see a handful of teams make a change. At least
Carolina, without a doubt. Vegas, probably. Rocker, maybe.
God RX's life is on the line in Major 1 right here.
Yeah.
Like, he is probably.
Yeah, when Mac was frying, bro, that team was really, really good.
Depending on
but he had a tough year
how
last
LAT
year. Like,
plays
he had a pretty
up until
tough
Major
year,
1, they're kind of on the chopping block right now for someone.
Accuracy was like dad for Pred and Sib, helped them top, taking kind of stuff. Dude, I mean, Accuracy has helped a lot of young guys kind of get to where they are today. I mean, he would be a great coach.
It's really just
when he
who offers more than the minimum. Because I guarantee some teams are going to throw the minimum at him, but like how many go above that? You know, who's going to be the first one to be like, oh, here's like, you know, a little bit more than the minimum. And he might just grab that and run with it. But yeah, I mean, there's a Seam, there's Yeez. They were talking about Craze, but I think he just got dropped off of that. What is that? That Doug team. It's like.
Is it the
Sensor
Breach
Pentagram? Yeah, I think Craze is off that team. But they were talking about him like he was the next.
Shawnee.
Yeah, they were talking about Craze like he was the next up, and then he got dropped, and now everyone's like, "What?" Like, so.
There's a lot of amateurs that I think could be in the league, but it's like, you know, people tend to go back to the ones who have been in the league in the past.
Yeah, I mean Carolina grabbing TJ, you know.
I was honestly surprised. I mean, TJ apparently has been doing good in challengers this year, but that was not the name I expected them to pull out.
Yeah.
I kind of thought they'd try to get ASIM, but he might
Do
not
we
want
think
to
maybe
might have
Surge
tried.
will make a change? Do we see Surge making a change maybe?
It's very
possible. I think it's possible. Especially if they lose like their next 2 matches. I mean, they play Miami and then.
I think if they get 3-0'd by Miami, then they're definitely making a change.
Yeah, they play.
Good.
Oh, they play Miami and then they play Rocker on week 4 as their last match. I mean, if they lose to Rocker, they're definitely making a change.
And can you imagine if Abuza had single tap on and just didn't tell the rest of them and like they're talked about that? Like, can you imagine like the headspace of that team right now?
It's possible.
Like Abuza, like literally costed them probably scrims or like warming up before the game, and then they get 3-0'd probably because they didn't warm up before the game.
I mean, they definitely didn't look warm.
Yeah, like Abuza's gone if that's the case. Like,
so with the Heretics, if their team, like they're 3-0 now, but if their team doesn't work out like the rest of Major 1 and throughout the year, do they make a change? Because don't all of their players Spanish speakers?
It'd be tough.
They have Eric Boom is technically like their official sub, and they're all like friends. So I could see them definitely making a change, like because it'd be pretty easy to like just fill him in.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that didn't work out, I don't know what
they
would do.
You kind of got to full reset the team entirely. Because I mean, throw in someone that doesn't speak Spanish. I mean, do they all speak English?
I'm sure they all speak English. Yeah.
Some of them do. There's one of them I think they can't do interviews. They won't do interviews with because he doesn't speak English.
Oh wow.
And that's why I think I've only seen Vickle in the interviews for him so far.
Yeah, Vickle does all the interviews because he's
that's a good point. Yeah.
But
I mean, so far they're looking good for 3-0. But I mean, if they do end up, I mean, granted, their 3 matches have been the bottom 3 teams of the league so far.
Yeah.
I don't know why it looks so but I mean, let's see how they do against Surge in Boston. They could end up this weekend being 5-0. That would be crazy.
Very possible.
I kind of think they will, but I guess we'll see.
I think it's going to be a close match with Boston. I think they're going to 3-0 Surge.
Yeah. I mean, you also just have the possibility of trying to pick up that entire FaZe Black team, huh? Like if you're doing that bad.
Yeah, I mean,
just taking his time trying to make sure he doesn't get caught sprinting. He's able to find a kill that puts him to 4 in a row.
Your mod by Pred's new team. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
The one kill, 2 kills he ended with in that search.
More of a casual viewer. Hey, dude, there's nothing wrong with being a casual viewer. Not everyone has to be hardcore, you know.
They need to stay alive. This is
I'll be right back, chat. 1 second.
On high rise. If you go 3-4 dead on attack, you're just stuck in your base. You're put in that trap. So Vivid and Awakening, buying time for their teammates to come off a spawn, finding a kill, staggering maybe the setup in New York, and putting all the pressure, all the eyes kind of on them. But Kismet continues to find success near the top side of the map as he was on 4 in a row before getting taken down. Linton accuracy to turn this into a 9 versus 12 with 40 seconds left.
Yeah, one would certainly potentially go down to the wire. Lives relatively close. Time is dwindling. Vivid is hitting. 4 straight for him. Oh! Physics, you know? What are you going to do?
Yeah, no.
What's up, Sir Isaac Newtons?
How you doing?
That is a tough one. 20 seconds now to go. 5 lives remaining for New York subliners. Awakening, trying to get through the cross. Not going to happen. Sib and Hydra, they line it up. They bring it back to even. It's a full feed there for New York. 5 versus 5. 10 seconds to go. Haircuts, courtesy of accuracy, but he can't get the kill. It's been a flurry. 6 straight now for subliners. 2 seconds left. Nobody there. Subliners in the final moments find all the kills. They take the round. And Vivid's nade was spectacular.
I'm not saying that was the moment it kind of went horribly.
It wasn't his fault, but that was the moment it fell apart.
Yeah, no, it did start that way. Because after he gets taken down, they're not worried about that player in their base. And then it is just a clean 4 dead. And it's what I said. I mean, you know, 5-5, but the time running down, you have to try to get across the map. And just not able to do so. A couple of opportunities there for Rocker, but New York clutch up on defense.
I was really hoping Isaac Newton was one that dealt with physics and not like the astronomer. I forget, dude. That's all right. There's a lot of scientists. You can't remember them all. And round 2 now.
All right, chat, I'm back. What did I miss?
Trying to get a rip.
New York up 1-0.
1 win.
Nothing crazy going on. Everyone's kind of just doing okay. Accuracy 7 and 12. 12 deaths a lot.
A lot of deaths right now. Sib and Kismet need to find a couple.
Already for accuracy 12, really?
Hear that trophy go down. Vivid trying to find a kill, but not going to happen.
Sky's starting to rip though. 5 straight for him. Up to 10 and 7. You see that killing spree pop up. Top middle of your screen. Sky's hungry for more. Now a trophy for cover as well to gobble him up. I don't know how much it's helping because it still feels like he is taking damage.
Well, he is. Yeah, he's taking damage. But the good thing for him is his teammates are watching over him. Now you're going to have Hydra all the way push up, spawning them behind the hut.
Kiz is playing good this series. Kismet hasn't really had a series, I think, where he was like popping off, but he's doing pretty good so far.
Towards that 8 point, but you're already going to have Awakening and Vivid through. But be done 2 minutes to work.
Maybe taking the Kiz over 50 or whatever it was a good idea.
It's like, is Amesis going to exist? I have no idea. They are very, very difficult.
No.
They're just playing Ring Around the Rosie.
Isaac Newton's fault. I'm not sure.
Could be that guy. You never know. But did not look like the most fun of gunfights. Skies now, though, popping back up, looking to pick up right where he left off after the 5 spree, but it's not going to happen as it's accuracy that's got the angle. It's accuracy that's got the
You're going to start a challenge to get bigger than Doug. Every death accuracy gets, you'll do a push-up. Oh my god.
First point done.
You might get bigger. You might be able to do it. You can turn it into like a YouTuber or TikTok series. You film yourself like watching the match every time the rocker play and doing the push-ups. That could be kind of fire.
Yeah, it's a nice position from accuracy, right? Just cutting off the spawners. Just
I mean, 15.
His teammates to come off.
You got 15 push-ups right now.
So some big gunfights from him. That allows Lins to get aggressive. Awakening now defending this 8 point. You can already see Sib and Sky just kind of slowed down. Allow Hydra and Kismet to come off a spawn.
Yeah, Lin's starting to flirt with some streaks, but we'll see if he can get there. Layer in the map as sublines, they start to work close, but the MCWs of Rocker continue to hit.
14-14, I mean, two ticks left on A site for NYSL. Not a bad offense to start. That's 80 push-ups a series. Yeah, Danny, that's how you, if you're going to get bigger than Doug, you got to grind, you know what I mean?
You've had nobody really get aggressive. You've kind of turtled back here if you are Rocker.
Although I will say, doing 80 push-ups is a lot. If you're doing it all at once, that's definitely a lot. If you space it out over the course of like a day or something, obviously that's not a ton, but 80 is a lot. In a 3-0 series, exactly. They go 5 and you got maybe 100 deaths.
Will that matter? We'll
I mean, he's 11 and 17 right now, so he's running you up, Tuzon. He's running you up.
Yeah, real close to that second bit of progress on A, but you couldn't quite get it done. You hear each second ticking away.
Yeah, Doug's a different beast, bro. I don't know how he does that. 2,000 pull-ups in a day is insane. Like, that's actually insane.
Looking everywhere, finds one.
And he's trying to break the record, so like he has been grinding. He has been grinding.
Kismet finding another on the edge. You're gonna have a one-on-one here, likely the big one. Hydra accuracy, Hydra able.
Oh my god, are they gonna get it?
The contest is in, and you're so
4-2. They might be able to do it.
You've got Lins, you've got Vivid trying to close it out.
Can Lins make the play?
Big round. Lins just laying up top.
Vivid gets guns. Lins, wow, an offense win for NYSL is great. They're up 2-0 now. You bought a push-up war and you challenge yourself to do 300 push-ups in a week. 300 push-ups in a week is a lot. I mean, that's a fair bit. What is that? I can't do math. That's like 550 a day? Is that like 50 a day?
You saw the way kind of Lins was just sort of lurking underground.
42 a day? I mean, that's a fair bit. I mean, 10 a day is better than nothing, you know what I mean? So, like, 300 in a week is pretty solid.
Just getting to the front windows, being annoying, finding players off a spawn, just draining those lives.
Yeah, and that was like, dude, that was so close. Like, the first kind of grasp for it, they're like a centimeter away. You clutch up just enough of your Rocker, but just not the lives to deal with it. Now you got to win 3 straight if you're Rocker.
This guy's 21-9, and they're losing by 2.
Yeah, Lins is having a good series. 21-9 in this map. He's been positive, I think, in every map so far, but they're getting rocked. They're getting rocked, for lack of a better word.
I'm double positive.
Yeah, I'm cooking right now.
I mean, 11 and 16, 11 and 16, 13 and 19. Lins needs a little bit of help right now in this series. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look at that, bro. He's weak, and he still chows that with an SMG because he knew he was stunned.
When he was the only one really on their defense, just getting pushed forward, cutting off the attacking players, where everyone else was playing a little bit safer.
You can do 35 at a time. You want to get up to 100 in a set by the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, I personally can't tell you how many push-ups is like a reasonable amount to increase in a set over the course of a year, but going from 35 to 100, I feel like you could definitely do it. I mean, if you did push-ups every day and only push-ups, you would get really good at them, you know what I mean? Like, there is like, there is a level of this, like, getting good at that task itself rather than being strong. But you could probably do it, bro. 100 in the set. I believe in you.
Big Wake struggled in this series so far. Hasn't really been able to have the impact he wants to. Granted, it's a very typical matchup, but you've got 20 seconds left now, and there has not been an opening. You are getting shut down. You're onto the point. You're finally able to stop the clock, but this has been a good defensive effort here for New York.
No, Naz, finally you do get someone there. I was going to say, what worked out well for Rocker that first offensive round, even without trophies, right? They were just always on.
I mean, yeah, Danny, that makes sense, bro. I remember, like, I mean, I played soccer most of my life. When I was playing, like, once you get home from practice or whatever, bro, you don't want to do push-ups. No shot. Your whole body's tired, especially if you're doing goalie training and you're diving around and stuff. Like, you're definitely gonna be tired.
Yeah, no, they weren't there very long. They got there for a second, but.
All right, Rocker got around. Rocker did get around. We can keep this map going.
Hydra is just giggling. So is Skies. They're having a lot of fun getting that win.
Wait, never mind. They didn't get the round.
I mean, I think
I'm faded. They did not get the round. Don't listen to me, Chad. Don't listen to me. 2-1 in the series, though.
Last year, how was it? You know, they win that first major. Then it was sort of backtracking and a roller coaster. And sometimes, like, listen, you don't have to, whether it's sports or esports. You don't
yeah,
have
the
to
production is struggling today. They're like really struggling. I don't know what's wrong with it. Like if it's on their end or.
The tough moments, I'm sure it helps to just have a vibey squad that enjoys
working for them today.
You know, winning, losing, they just always look forward to jumping into the office, practicing, being around one another.
They'll drink it and swallow it in sync, like exact same time. Watch them swish it around their mouth and everything.
That means they're coming correct in the hard point. That means they're coming correct.
But no dip on this.
Dude, Linz is turning up.
Yeah.
We were just talking about
Linz only one positive and everyone else almost double negative except accuracy.
Sim and Kismet, I think you're, I mean, yeah, both of these players who
Kismet 5k damage.
Yeah, he's turning up this series.
Is Wake gonna be burger of the weekend?
Oh my god, he's Big Burger of the Year so far, low-key. I don't know what's going on with that guy. He puts up like a 1.2 every season, and now he's got like a 0.7.
Snaking's gone, bro. Some people can't hang.
And maybe they were saying he had sound EQ last year. Maybe people cracked down on that too.
Sound EQ, snaking, single tap, bro.
Oh my god.
Boston team
can't hang anymore.
Everyone thought he was cheating when he came into the league in MW 2019, but maybe it was just like a combination of sound EQ and other settings.
Bro just had a better. He had a great gaming chair and a good headset.
Defense. Just felt like they turtled.
So did you guys see the
Hydra be in your dream blunt rotation? That's hilarious, bro. Can you imagine?
Nah, I don't remember that.
They just gave them so
23 push-ups, Tuzon. Let's get it.
Yeah, it was recent.
What'd you say about Scrap?
I think I saw a clip of Octane accusing Scrap of cheating during Vanguard.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
There was like something going around by TACTICALRAB, whatever that guy's
yeah,
thing is. Yeah. And it had something to do with Scrap cheating in Vanguard.
Like in Challengers?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't think he was cheating because he came into the league and looked the same.
Yeah.
Like if he was cheating.
But they were talking about like how he hasn't been like his last year self so far this year.
I mean, it's a different game.
Sound EQ. Snaky.
I'm pretty sure he has like a 1.3 so far this year, which is actually better than last year.
What if we go to a map 5? I think it's high-rise search to close.
I think Scrapped is fantastic. I think he's one of my favorite players coming in the league.
He is my favorite.
Hey, you're talking the biggest Scrap fan of all time. His TikTok is literally like #1 Scrap fan.
That's awesome, actually. Dude,
I think
Scrap's
#1 fan, and like the name is Scrap with the crown and the goat thing. Yeah,
I genuinely think like I mean it's just kind of what the like Call of Duty has always been storylines. Like,
you said my mic got loud out of nowhere. Is it still loud or? Or is it just like a weird spike?
At least like when you're frustrated to be talking kind of about what we're gonna do or what went wrong. It was just those moments where it's just nothing, bro. No one's saying a word. And honestly, we can't hear. There could be like a coach in their ear when they're all sitting there listening too.
Let me try turning that down on the back. Let me know what that sounds. I have
it looked like 4 dudes are very frustrated.
like a limiter on the mic in OBS, so it can't go over a certain point. So I don't know how it would get louder necessarily, unless OBS is broken.
Demons in the closet. I don't know. There we go. Fist spots going out. Game. Here we go.
Is that any better? Or should I turn it down more?
Now Rocker, they take both these hard points.
Huh.
They get this to a map 5. We'll see.
I don't know, Oscar. That's weird. Did I turn it down, like my mic?
This is more of a map, you know, even though we've seen so many ARs where, like, you think Hydra, who is really frustrating.
2 push-ups, whoever gets the most deaths in a series. That's a pretty good challenge, honestly. That's a pretty good challenge. You might end up doing a lot of push-ups. I mean, you could do close to 100 every series. You could be doing 300, 400 push-ups in a day with all the series.
MVP of the league, one of the best players we have in this league, kind of held down a little bit that map 1.
Alright, yo, let me know, Oscar. You keep telling me as we go. I'll just keep talking normal, and you tell me as we go if it's too loud or not. And Tuzan and Danny, if you guys are, you know, when you're still here, if my mic sounds loud, let me know. I'll try to fix it. I don't know what would happen though. That's so weird. I didn't change anything on my mic. I didn't touch anything, so it's weird that it just. Maybe OBS is just a little broken. I have been live for 3.5 hours, so maybe it's a little buggy.
Sim tries to follow it up. It's just a mixer around the hard point. Who will be left standing at the tail end of it?
Stretched it out over a day, but you couldn't do 70 to 80 back-to-back every series. Yeah, I couldn't do it either, Tuzan. There's no shot. It is louder. That's so weird, bro. I don't know what happened because I literally didn't. I didn't touch anything on my mic, so I don't know what happened. Here, I'll turn it down more. Alright, I turned it down like 2 decibels. So you guys seem to let me know as we go how it sounds. But I don't know what happened. It is louder, but you have your sound down anyway. Hey, that's good. That's good. That is true. You can turn your own sound down too as well, I guess. But that's odd. I don't know what happened to my mic.
Nice little snapback and a great read there to pick up the second player. And then I think Awakening spawns in that exact position. Now to Vivid we go. 3 in a row for him. Next gunfight, not really much of a gunfight. Hydra rips his head off before he can react. Over to Accuracy, who is flowing there for a moment, but the flow will be shut down. Tail end of this time looks to be going to Subliner.
I'm gonna go back in the stream and come back to around this timestamp and see what happened to my mic. Think it's good now? Okay, cool. If it's too loud or not loud enough, let me know and I can change it. But thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Every single kill just makes this rotation so far for the team spawning on the left side of your map. And right now, it's gonna be Minnesota Rocket, but nobody in the hill. Nobody in the hill, and you have one player.
Yeah, I don't know, Oscar. I haven't really streamed that much, so this is all new to me as well.
From NYSL, but
yeah, he just waltzed up the gay street.
Sib starting out strong, 7-3.
It seemed to be a miscom.
Lynn's up at 6-4. Lynn's is playing good this series. Lynn's is playing really good this series.
I didn't see. I was so focused on the.
I didn't mean to do that. Please open back up.
Just got there for free. If it was a fluke.
Well, it doesn't matter because you have Sib on 6 in a row. Hydra finds another one.
What is streaming? Exactly, Danny. What is it? What is it really?
Maybe a misplay. Hydra trying to send it on forward to the deep tank, wins that.
I hope NYSL wins this. I did predict 3-1 for this one, so I would like a perfect prediction for the pick'em points. If I do go back, go to the end of the high-res map, yeah, I'll definitely check that out after I end the stream. I don't know what happened in the mic, but I do want to hear it for myself.
You have your ARs in position around the point. You want Vivid and Lens to be able to get out, be free.
Live up to 9-3, guys. He's kind of prime.
Is key here because what they want to do is flip them towards the right side of your mini map, right? For Palace coming up, we know how difficult of a hill Palace is.
You predicted 3-0. Well, unfortunately, that's passed.
Unfortunately, Lens popped up on that side, and right at the same time, Vivid died. So the exact opposite of what you said they wanted happened, and you'll continue to kind of maintain that left side. Now it's 8 in a row for Sib. It's 6 in a row for Hydra. Combined, they're what, 20-9.
All right, I put a poll in chat. Will Rocker win this map? Let's see what everyone's thinking. Will we see a game 5, or are we thinking this is over?
This is where you have to make a decision. Do we want to try to rotate the Palace? We just go for the scrap time, and I think most.
I personally think NYSL gets this done, but who knows? Rocker did win the first hard point, so I mean, they might be able to win this one as well.
It finally does end. But NYSL, objective done. You get some time at P4. You have spawns for P5.
Sib was on 10-0. Goddamn.
Sit on a heady just like this, and good luck to Rocker to break this.
Yeah, probably one of your better sequences we've had so far within this map for this setup now for NYSL. But that said, now you've got to hold because I think you know, Palace has become more breakable than maybe originally thought. It's still very difficult, but we've seen people find openings. Can you do it here if you are Rocker? Subliners looking to make sure that is not going to happen. And Sib, who has been shooting absolute laser beams.
You got double points on phase and right score, double points surge. All right, so your double points are cashing.
Sib is individually, he is nasty.
Yeah, I mean, just showing his talent this series, right? some of the
44
Warriors maybe
points
not
in the
the best
first
stats the first
few
couple
weeks. I think
That's
that's, is that pretty,
better
that
than
seems pretty good,
in
Duzon.
this match number 4 for them, he is going off.
I mean, I feel like that means you got a lot of like matches right. Maybe the scores weren't always right, but like, I mean, that seems pretty solid.
Nice heads up play.
Predicting map counts is like impossible to do consistently. It's so hard.
Across the map and inside of P1 is Kismet. A nice
I mean, because like, who's gonna predict that Rocker beats NYSL and Hardpoint? Like nobody, but they did it. So it's like so hard to pick map counts.
Yes, it was a close game around 83-83, but you saw the kills were really starting to go the way of Subliners. They were really taking an advantage, kind of that overall plus minus. And usually, like the more the game goes on.
I will say, I do also hope this is a 3-1 because I want to eat dinner. I'm very hungry. Those Fritos were good at holding me over, but I need some real food.
Big fight here at our central hard point. Always going to be a tough one to secure a lot of time, but yeah, I mean, usually just when one team, every player is negative, it's gonna be hard to find time.
I mean, you had a 10 spree, you had a 5 spree. Now Skies is on another 5 spree, just kind of taking turns, going off, showing.
17 and 6 out of Sib is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. They have 3 cruise missiles. Oh my gosh. They got 3 cruise missiles. That's insane.
Unfortunately for them, if there's 3 trophies, they don't mean anything.
Well, I mean,
at least you have it.
I think you've done a good job of calling it sometimes. Like, even when there's a trophy or something, like it makes people reposition because somebody may not have a trophy in a different spot. They think it might come for them. You've seen them reposition, allows an opening.
What am I gonna make if the game ends right now? I have some leftover like chicken, like a casserole. It's like chicken with like it had like sour cream and like cream of chicken soup in it. Got some biscuits on the side. So just got some leftovers. It'll be easy. Just gotta heat it up.
And I think Hydra just hit an insane shot onto Linz, who was top Palace. They didn't see it from his point of view, but I saw it from the mini.
Okay, Vivid with the team kill.
Trying to stay alive on this side, gets his team into the spawn.
I mean, they're up 60 at this point. Looking pretty good for subliners, but I mean, anything's possible, right?
Finding most of the time at P3 with the spawns.
You say this is the moment. Let's see if Rocker can get it done. Look at any of the tail end of this time, but you got a big chance to maybe rip 50, 60 points our next hard point, but you're just going to be in a hole, man. It's going to be close to 90 points that you're going to be down. So yeah, if you're going to do it, these next couple of hard points, Rocker, you've got to stand up, put up, or shut up.
This match ends, you'll probably sleep. Hey, sleep's also a good thing to do with your time. Sleep is always productive, no matter what.
Accuracy set up inside, and I do not think you want to mantle whatever the hell you just did there. Maybe that looked frustrating. One of the streaks coming in. Bang.
Trophy saves Awakening, all right.
Thankfully, you've still got 2 left in the back pocket.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's yeah. So I'm guessing you're in the UK or in Europe, Danny. Obviously, I mean it's 5:30 or 5:23 for me, so you're 7 hours ahead.
But still some close spawns come for Awakening and Linz. And Sib's like, all right, I'm just gonna wait for everybody off a spawn, but this is what you needed. A full 60, and you might just hit it.
I'm an idiot, Danny. I'm an idiot. You literally said you were going to be the next Dutch pro. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Alongside a Sib. And there we go.
I should have known. That's brain fart, obviously.
Whatever it was, and it gets in the final 15 or so seconds. And yeah, when you're like, we got a lead like this, every second can count. You're gonna get to what? To just over 210. Now we go to the north side of the mini.
Awakening just got beamed. He almost had it.
Drop shot coming through for Linz and not connecting to Vivid. We now go 150. The mark for Rocker and climbing. They're trying to get this done. Down by almost 100. And Joe, you nailed it. You said this is the moment. They've got to go big. These next couple of hard points, they're trying to do it. It's 2.
Oh my God, I can't think of the name of the team. Rocker might be able to do this, but it's gonna be tough. I mean, Kid's 12 and 7, 25 and 8 out of Civ is wild. If Rocker wins, to donate 100 euros. Listen, I'm not gonna. I don't want to take your money, so I'm still gonna root for subliners. But
good luck trying to break Palace. So Minnesota.
But they are only down by. What is that, 20 points or so? So you better be careful with that money there, Danny. You better be careful.
They're like, give them P4.
But I mean, you give them a lot of time. You give them enough time that they make this very close. And now it's like, all right, you put a lot of
20-point game. Or 10-point game.
You win the game.
It is Palace Hill, and Palace is one of the easiest hills to hold. So Rocker needs to go crazy. Sib, they didn't get him, and Skies goes down, but that's a good kill. It's gonna be tough, especially with Sib beaming like this. God damn.
3.0 KD on the map.
gets taken down. They got to be careful here. 25 and 15 out of Hydra too. He's also playing wild.
Yeah, New York knew what they were doing. They were playing for this, and that should do it. It's actually the furthest player up.
That's
5
it.
in a row for Heiser. He's got 27 kills.
You get to keep your money, Danny. You get to keep your money. Subliners get the 3-1. Wow.
That one onto your discipline, right? Like you let them get back.
Big 3-1 out of New York. That's a good win. That's a good win. Good bounce back after losing map 1.
But you had such a significant lead.
Map.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he must not have called out Hydra right there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a long-term investment plan, so your 401k, man.
Well, that wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
That money's like, it's like fake
Hey,
money.
you know,
but I'll take a 3-1.
At least it wasn't a 3-0.
I mean, Hydra and Sib. What the hell is that?
Combined for 54.
Oh my
Combined for
god.
54 and 26.
That's insane.
Look at the scoreline and think that this was at one point it was like 210 to 200.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, to think that this game was neck and neck.
Like Rocker had to have out-rotated the absolute shit out of him. Like if Rocker just win a few more gunfights, like they actually kind of like destroyed him in that hard point because they must have had. I wasn't paying that much attention, but they must have out-rotated the crap out of him.
Yeah, I think that's the key here.
Yo, facts, Oscar. Tomorrow's going to be really good. I think I'll be live. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I will be live. But it's going to be good. We got some good matches tomorrow. I'm excited for Miami.
Yep. Hey, they're in the top 4 for a reason.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, they are. That's for sure.
I need a 401k.
What do we got tomorrow?
After that.
I think Clint needs some new thumbs.
A lot.
Tomorrow we got Surge, Heretics, Gorilla's Breach, Thieves Ultra, and Legion Optic.
Some of the time they couldn't even see the screen, and you would never know
Thieves
it. But the
Ultra.
I'm excited. I can't wait to lose, but I'm excited.
Dude, Surge Heretics is that we get to find out really, you know. If Heretics come out in 3-0 Surge, like we might be on watch, you know, like.
Yeah, I mean, Surge didn't look good today, but
yeah,
I mean, they're definitely a middle of the pack team, so this is a good first real test for Heretics.
Like if Metals comes out and just drops.
Hey,
like,
thank you, Oscar. If I'm live tomorrow, I look forward to seeing you in chat.
We gotta start talking
It's
about
fun.
it.
Thank you for hanging out today, Oscar. I appreciate it a ton.
The top 5. That's what I'm saying. Top 5.
But still got a lot of work on in those map 2s.
Name was, it didn't look like they had an
Instead of this top 4.
for Sib. The man put up some career
Yeah.
numbers. He set a
I
record
hope
with
so.
2.7 in
That'd be
the
cool.
hardpoint.
Yeah, this guy was nuts, right? You see
5
him
is just
on
a
an
cooler
invasion,
number
and
than 4.
This is what New York was going for by going out.
Yeah, dude,
and
Sib
grabbing a guy
was
like
crying
Sib, right?
this
Like, they know
entire
how
game.
good their search
This
and destroy
entire
has been,
game.
and
Sib
I know, that was-
S&D. The S&D, he had crazy stats. We gotta see the.
I'm trying to see the. Let's see.
It's gonna be.
They've had a 1.6.
Oh my goodness.
75 and 47 on the series.
Damn.
Lynn's had a 1.19.
Oh,
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, Lynn's was looking good.
Lynn was giving 13,000 damage too. Almost led the entire lobby. Second only to Mr. 1.6 himself.
Yeah, thank you, Oscar, for the help with the
That's
audio
actually-
today. That was really helpful. I really appreciate that.
Felt amazing.
I'll definitely probably need help again tomorrow.
Even the coaches are okay. Just
You think 1-3 for Miami? That's a good prediction.
Oh man, Wake.
Yeah, felt great.
Oh man, sound EQ merchant, I suppose.
And I wanted to talk with you tonight
How it
because
is.
we've talked
Yeah,
about
I mean,
your
he
team
is.
all last year
I don't
in the
even know
winter
what that
sub.
is.
What was it like moving over
Our
from the
Rocker,
Surge
one
to
of the
joining
teams, that would throw a bag at a challengers player. Would they throw more than the minimum at somebody?
Honestly, like when you.
I think they would use more than the minimum.
Best sub players in the world,
They did just do the merger with G2, so maybe G2's willing to put a little bit of money in it.
Yeah, they
Who
might.
knows?
If that's the case, they might be leading the Asim charge since he seems to be the hot name right now. People are saying Tej though. I've heard Tej is doing good, and like they say, like Carolina kind of picked him up for a reason.
Within our teammates and within myself, it just elevates me. So that's the main difference.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, if they replace Awakening and maybe Vivid, I don't know. Who do you? I mean, there's a lot of options they could bring in this year, honestly.
I think you don't change. I don't think you get rid of Lens.
Nah, definitely not. He's a rookie too. Give him the keys.
It's just basically just get on the same page.
Let him build a team of challengers players.
Yeah, Lens is the most safe on Rocker.
Today was a little bit rough.
It would be kind of literally. It would be kind of dope if they made a move and like traded for Abuza, because Abuza and Lins were like the duo in challengers.
Yeah, true.
Or if he gets dropped, they pick him up somehow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's got the trophies on
I don't know. This one seems like insane. Look at this one.
They're showing their Pack-a-Punch right now. He didn't win that trophy.
I know he didn't win it.
Wasn't there? It was Priest.
That's kind of disrespectful if he's still low key.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Is like, Sib, you're coming into a winning culture. These guys have won champs. We obviously don't see teams make those types of roster changes often. So for you,
you'll be here on your MST877. Oh, okay, that's okay. I recognize that username. Okay. Hey, well, if you're here tomorrow, Danny, I look forward to seeing you, and thanks for hanging out today.
The environment that
But yeah, I recognize the MST877 name.
the vibes of no pressure.
It's the same thing like
no
whenever
mistakes being made,
I could
no
only
pressure.
hope it's kind of like
Everything
whenever
should
Methods
just
got
happen
dropped
just
from
learning.
Boston and he was like still supporting him and still cheering for him. It's like, yeah,
Can't
hey.
wait to your next match.
Of course, Methods didn't go play for another team.
Yeah, I don't know if Priestess supported them. Especially because the players were like, we want you out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's probably mad.
Trophy case in their house or next to their office. That was 3 trophies, including a world championship trophy. All in
I mean,
the
if
same
I'm
room
Priest,
that
I'm
they're competing
throwing
at.
something up on Twitter right now. That's just me.
Oh yeah, I want to see him just post a picture of Sib with the trophies.
Just post a picture of himself holding the same trophy last year.
Yeah, yeah. And he should like Photoshop his face over it.
Dude, in Scrap's tweet after 3-0ing Seattle, he threw some shots at Abuza for breaking the single tap sprint GA.
I like it.
Yeah, GG Seattle 1-3-0. I love double tap sprint.
Why they are one of the top teams right now in this game. I mean, that S&D was just masterclass.
I will say in this series, especially
That's
on the
crazy.
#1, huge
I love it though.
throughout it, right? Like FaZe obviously showing us why there's such a
Damn, this is a crazy
yeah,
stat.
MST is your stream
Simp
name and
and
your PC
Abuzi,
YouTube name.
Ever since becoming a duo, their record is 127.
Coming up, the matches can only get easier after
Huh? 127?
100 wins, 27 losses as a duo.
That's insane.
Goat stuff right there.
They got like an 80% win rate.
New York Subliners in that mix as well.
That's insane.
Subliners moved to 4-0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy stat for the Tiny Terrors.
I mean, they're the best duo of all time, I think.
Yeah.
Like, considering what they've done together. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, Formal and Scump won a lot together, but Sib and Abuzi are pretty insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's
simple. They turn around and beat one of the teams that we would have probably crowned one of the better search and destroy teams. So, if you're a Toronto Ultra fan,
I mean, I really think Simp and Abuzi just need one more. And it's just like,
if they get one more ring, yeah.
They might be the ghost.
It's so hard though, because it's like Krim has 3 rings and he has 38 majors. Simp and Abuzi would have 3 wins and like 10 majors. So it's like, I know, it's so hard to like compare.
Top 8 Subliners, they are looking good. Toronto looking great. Seattle Surge now at 2-3, starting to get a bit sketchy.
I want to see someone do like an actual mathematical assessment of like how hard it is to win today versus back then. So there's like some sort of multiplier where like majors today are worth like 2 compared to majors back then or something.
There's gotta be a way because there's just so many less.
I just found a tweet and it's got a list of how many events were in each Call of Duty. So Ghosts had 18 events, Advanced Warfare had 24.
Oh my god.
Black Ops 3 had 16, Infinite Warfare had 14, World War 2 had 12, Black Ops 4 had 14, MW2 had 7, and MW3 has 5.
Bro, we went from 24 to 5.
Yeah.
That makes me so sad.
10 years, we dropped down by 19.
That's why Advanced Warfare was the best competitive.
It was, dude. I agree.
Advanced Warfare is my favorite COD of all time. So
Yo, thanks for hanging out, Danny. I appreciate it a ton. Enjoy your sleep.
I go back
and yeah, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out, Danny.
It's just constant scump on Advanced Warfare.
Man, that is a tough one. I'm gonna go Sib.
I missed that Jim G team with Nagafin. Was that like BO3?
Getting critiqued, and he absolutely answered the call.
Yeah, Sib and Envoy are leading the way with KDs for the Major 1 qualifiers so far. Never mind, that's just for today. But yeah, Sib has a 1.6, Envoy a 1.37, Kleenex 1.3, Insight 1.3. Wow. So all 4 Toronto Ultra players are in spots 2 through 5 for the highest KDs today.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. And then there's Lynn, Cell, Simp, Draza, and Skies.
Wow, pretty good day of matches. Kind of went the way I thought it would, but not exactly how I thought it would.
Yeah.
I mean, I got all my picks right.
Yeah. I thought we'd see some fight. You know?
Yeah, I thought Surge would put up a better fight for sure.
I was in chat earlier. I was like, dude, we're coming off the break. Like, teams have had a chance to
Yeah,
adjust.
right.
Like,
Nah, we were wrong about that.
the top four, man.
Wow. All right, boys. Well, thanks for hanging out in the chat. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I might be live tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure, but if I am, I'll be doing the same thing, hopping in and out of Discord. So if you want to hang out, feel free.
For sure. I'll probably be here tomorrow.
Bet. All right, boys. I'll catch you later.
Sir.
Peace. All right, chat. What a day of matches. I mean, honestly, like if we look at the pick'ems, I had 3. Oh wow, I had 3-0. I'm faded. So I had 3-1, 3-1, 3-0. I mean, I got all the picks right, but I didn't get any of the series right, which is very disappointing. I low-key might change my Surge pick to 3-1 instead of 3-2 because they just did not look good today. I'm going to change that. But yeah, no, thanks everyone for hanging out today. I appreciate it. Tuzon, Oscar, Danny. I mean, everyone who was hanging out today and chat. Random. Who else do we have in here? Alex popped in. We had Psycho pop in. We had Brennan in here. Strife. Everyone was in here. Thank you guys a ton for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. I might be live tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure, but if I am live tomorrow, maybe I'll see you all in here again tomorrow for some matches. But thanks again, guys, for hanging out. And yeah, we'll